Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Where do I start? Where do I start? We had such high hopes for these guys. Donovan Mitchell has been anointed as one of the best guards in the league, potentially the best guard at his position. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. Jaron Allen, former All-Star, one of the better bigs in the league, if you will. Good on both ends. You would be blessed to have him as your center in this NBA. Am I forgetting somebody?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, that is it. Those three guys, man, Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, and Evan Mobley, we had high hopes for these guys. And we thought that they could make a deep playoff run, which the second round is all right, I guess. But once again, it doesn't seem like Donovan Mitchell's going to make it out of the second round. And ultimately, it doesn't seem like these guys are a match for the Detroit Pistons. It just seems like the Pistons have these guys outclassed in every area. Defensively, obviously. The star players, yes. Bench even. And, well, even offensively, Detroit's looking better than Cleveland. I don't know what's going on, fellas. Can you guys tell me why Cleveland is down 0-2?
Well, first of all, Ron, the series isn't over. What are you doing? Like, why are we doing this? Like, the series ain't not over.
I'm just talking about the two games that I've seen, Chill.
Okay, right. The two games that you saw, they handled Cleveland. And the first game, they got beat up. We'll start there. The first game, they got straight beat up. They got roughed up. They got outclassed. I think the physicality was the difference in that was the difference in that game. Game 2, which is last night, I thought that they didn't take advantage. I thought they had a lot of missed opportunities. A lot of times the ball got turned over. They had an opportunity to score in transition, and they didn't. I thought they stood up to the physicality last night. Detroit was not able to impose their will on them. I thought that they did a good job on Cade up until the fourth quarter. I thought they forced him into a lot of tough turnovers. I thought a guy like Asor Thompson, I thought they played him into a corner, got him into foul trouble early. I thought that was huge for them. But that's another thing that they didn't capitalize on. When your best defender is off the floor, you have to take advantage of him. When your best defender is off the floor, you have to take advantage of him, him being out of their lineup. Because a lot of their defense is predicated on him. So when I keep calling him a man, I'm sorry. When Asor Thompson is now off the floor, James Harden has to capitalize on that. He didn't. They didn't speed up Detroit. They didn't speed Detroit up. They didn't get out in transition and capitalize on open shots. James Harden in particular didn't do that. I say all of that to say Detroit ended up at the end of the game, the fourth quarter. I think that was the telltale of this. Evan Mobley played the way Evan Mobley played, and I'm not going to argue that when he had one rebound last night. But I do think that he did a good job on Jalen Duren. I do feel like he did a good job on Jalen Duren. With all of that being said, the margins have to be better. In addition to the margins having to be better, they got to capitalize on missed opportunities, and they didn't do that last night. And that was the difference in the game. Take better care of the basketball. Take better care of the basketball. Capitalize on opportunities, and I think you'll have an opportunity to win in Game 3.
Do you have them winning Game 3?
I do have them winning Game 3. Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mars, we didn't get a chance to hear from you all yesterday. You know, me in the chat, we've missed hearing your British accent, and we would like to know, what are your takes on this series? You've seen 2 games. What's your takeaways?
The Cavs can't win road games.
0 for 5, Mars.
Yeah,
true.
That's why I'm not buying that this series is over. They've lost their 2 road games. Kind of like when we said the Raptors series was over when they went up 2-0, and then that went 7.
Other way around. Oh, you talking about when Cleveland was up 2-0? That's
yeah. I think it's not even an elephant in the room. James Harden has just been terrible. And the Cavs aren't built to be able to win consistently if he's playing at this level. I think the size and length of Detroit has caused an issue for him. He looks old. Like, there's no reason that he should be struggling to beat Duncan Robinson off the dribble. They're forcing him into a crowd. He's not comfortable finishing over length, so he's trying to make interior passes that, quite frankly, are just not there, leading to turnovers, which are leading to runouts. That's been a theme of his throughout his whole playoff run, really. That his turnovers are just killing the Cavs. Their transition defense is not good enough to have to deal with his live ball turnovers. So that's like the biggest elephant in the room. I think Evan Mobley's been good in this series. They need James Harden to be better. Like, we can do all this analysis if we want, but at the end of the day, if James Harden's playing bad, it makes it hard to win. So yeah, shout out to Cade though. I think the way he's closed out both of these games,
that's the difference.
That three that he had was crazy.
Yeah. It's been the difference.
I think people are coming around to like the level of player that Cade is. I'm not saying where he ranks or whatever, but he's one of the elite players in the NBA for sure. One of the elite two-way players. There's not many people you can tell to shoulder an offense and then guard the opposing team's point guards. Like, there's not many people you can ask to do that, and he's doing that at a high level. He's protecting the rim. He's guarding on the wall. He's making rotations. His motor is high. So yeah, shout out to Cade. I think he deserves a lot of credit for the level he's been at, not just this season, but in these playoffs. And he's also making threes. So, that was like one of the biggest issues. Yeah, that was like one of the bigger concerns of Cade in the playoffs. It was the turnovers and making threes. He's at least addressed one of them. So
one of them, yeah. He's not. His twos are. He's shooting 47% from two in the playoff. Granted, against the Magic and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, but
Swipe. Am I ridiculous?
He still struggles finishing over length and whatnot, and there's going to be a lot of mid-range stuff. But at least he's remedied that with like getting to the line at a high rate. That was another issue he used to have. He used to not get to the line a whole lot, so he's getting to the line now, which is good. And yeah, Cade's been amazing. So I want to give Cade as much credit as possible.
Yeah, he's at 31 points a game in the playoffs, 7.4 assists, 5.1 rebounds, 1 block, 1 steal, 41% from three on 7 attempts a game, 47% from two, 85% from the line, and he's a plus 74 in all the games they played, and including a game 7, and then including a game where he had 45 points. He had 9 points in the fourth quarter versus the Magic as well. So yeah, that's
12.
How much is he averaging in the fourth?
Well, I actually meant to pull it yesterday. I didn't have time though. Mars, I'm sure, can pull it
with
up.
me. I can do it.
Yeah. And Swipe, I think this is interesting because I had this conversation. Am I ridiculous to think as awesome as Jordan, James, all the all-time greats, Bird, as awesome as Curry has
9.3 points per game in the playoffs.
I think that leads the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think that leads the fourth quarter. As awesome as these guys have
Paolo
been,
has something to say about that
in the playoffs, right? As awesome as these guys have been in the playoffs, can I say that James Harden on the other side of that scale has been equally as bad?
No.
As awesome as who?
As
James and Jordan.
As awesome as these guys have been in the playoffs, can I flip that around and say that James
obviously
Harden is
not,
equally,
because they're the best playoff players ever. He's not the worst playoff player ever. So no.
Like, he's had a lot of great series. I just think he's older, and so what happens is when you're
Jake
older,
Laravia is worse than James Harden. Like,
but he's saying on scale of MVP level.
That's
players.
what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm not talking about.
Will Chamberlain had bad series too, though. Like they all had bad series. Every one of them had bad series.
He's the worst. He's the worst MVP.
He's the worst best player. Is that fair? Is that fair? He's the worst best player.
As far as MVPs go,
Larry Bird had like legitimately horrific series though. Like Magic had like
among
MVPs.
Series. If we're talking like modern, because I don't think any of us are talking about like MVPs from.
Has Giannis ever been this bad in the playoffs?
Giannis had the Miami Heat series.
Yeah, Giannis has both moments that are probably this bad, but his highs are also probably higher.
Yeah. In series James Harden's played.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's probably James Harden among MVPs. If there's no one I'm forgetting who's egregious.
The worst thing about James,
closest could be is maybe David Robinson, maybe, but.
The worst thing, it's not like James's lows are what's bad. Like this series isn't like it's not that it's just this series. It's the fact that he's a repeat offender.
That's my issue.
That's what's the problem.
Was
It's like I don't even think. Well, see, that's the thing about it, Swiper. I don't even think like even when you go back and just look at a single series, if you were to just X everything out and just look at a series, you would be like, James gave us 2 or 3 games, and I expect him to give him 2 or 3 games in this series. But it's the fact that he is a repeat offender time after time when the lights get the biggest. And what's even worse is it's when his team needs him the most.
Embiid, and somebody said, Drago said Embiid, but even without injury, Embiid has some stinkers in there too. So like Embiid's obviously right next to him and worse. I playing,
all top players. So I feel like we've talked about before. All top players have had some bad series. Like, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
That Russ series with Carmelo and PG.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Oh my God,
the Utah Jazz.
That was terrible.
Yeah, Russ would probably be on that list as well.
That was terrible.
Matter of fact, PG was that the MVP year for PG?
Yeah.
2019 when Dame
the last year he was better than OG Anunoby.
Oh my gosh!
Anyway, all right. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
OG's he's
I see what
questionable by the way, but he should not be playing the rest of the series. Hopefully, he can get back in the conference.
He probably won't.
Yeah, give him a few games.
And Mars is looking it up. And so interrupt me when you find it, Mars. But if this, you said you're looking up if it was that year, that was the Utah Jazz series from that season, or was that the season
2018. That's
17, 18.
George's MVP year was 19.
19.
2018 was the Jazz.
Exactly.
Right. But the issue that we're having, Swiper, is that with James Harden, the issue is that none of us, all 5 of us up here, none of us are surprised right now. None of us are shocked. None of us are awestruck. None of us are disappointed in James Harden right now.
It's got to be nice being Donovan Mitchell right now, though. I'm not.
No, I'm disappointed. James Harden needs to play better. Well, I don't know if disappointed is the right word. I'm not that invested.
Yeah, whatever.
But like, it's like great players I expect to like play at a certain level. James Harden's playing below that level, and therefore I think we're rightfully so calling it out. Now,
but Donovan Mitchell is the best player on the team. By the way, Evan Mobley made second,
and he's been playing. Mobley is the guy that I want to talk about.
But Mobley is supposed to be the second team All NBA DPOY player. He can now play by Tobias Harris. That's the real discussion of what happened in the last game.
Well, I think for one, Tobias just deserves a lot of credit for
Tobias is going crazy.
Yeah. Tobias, because
I'm a fan.
Yeah,
as you should
Tobias
be.
Hey,
Tobias
chat, right quick, chat. I need you guys' help. You know how we call like Kimba, cardiac Kimba? I need a nickname for Tobias right now. You know how we was calling Paul George playoff P? I need a nickname for Tobias. Not terrifying Tobias.
No, y'all seen.
Give me something, chat. Come on.
Y'all seen Boots? His name ain't Toby.
His name ain't Toby.
Kunta
Kinte. Okay.
Kunta Bias? That's what I call him. Kunta Bias?
I'm really happy for Tobias Harris right now playing this level of basketball. Honestly, it's beautiful to see.
This happened last year, by the way. I just want people to also remember the first round. No, but the first round, he was hooping last year. The issue is that they should have been up 3-1 to that burnt toast Knicks team, but then they got screwed because Tim Hardaway Jr. didn't get a call, and they lost the series and people forgot. Remember, it was Tobias Harris and Tim Hardaway Jr. were like overwhelming the Knicks defense with Cade, and so they were cooking, but Cade was still missing on the interior and going to the paint and all that. This year, Tobias Harris is averaging 21 and 8, and he's shooting 46-30 on the playoffs. But the last 2 series, and really the last few games from Tobias Harris.
It's 7 straight 20-point games for Tobias.
No, he's averaging last 5 games 23, 8 points with 2 rebounds, 49% from the field, 44 from 3 over the last 5 games, which includes the 3 comeback games chill, and the game 7, and the first 2 games of this series. So must win game, home game.
First of all, he got busy in the playoffs last year. That's number one. Number two, when he was in Philly, he was not bad. The problem was relax, Mars.
This is what I don't like.
No,
rewriting things that
we're not rewriting history.
We're not rewriting history. This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like. We are not about to start rewriting what happened.
We're not rewriting history.
We are not about to do that.
Okay, so let's talk facts, Mars. The fact is that he wasn't bad compared to. He was bad compared to who he got traded for. Jimmy Butler fucked this all up. Why? Because Jimmy Butler is
he had a 5-year 180 contract, Joe.
Right. Exactly. He ended up getting paid. The problem is that Jimmy Butler went to Miami, and Jimmy Butler is basically backpacking that unit and taking them to the NBA championship and taking them to the Eastern Conference championship. With all that being said,
buckets, Jill.
No, what I'm saying is when Tobias Harris was in the playoffs, Tobias Harris is a 17. He's about a 16 to 18 a game guy, around that. Jimmy Butler, compared to Jimmy Butler, who they could have kept in Philadelphia, that's who they're comparing him to. And when he goes and gets 17 points, when he goes and gets 8 points, it's like we could have had Jimmy Butler. When in reality, Tobias Harris didn't suck. He wasn't awful.
He wasn't the reason why they lost that series.
Which series?
Chill, I didn't even think about it that way. Like I did.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I wasn't thinking about like, oh man, Tobias is bad.
That's what I was thinking.
I know we all know Tobias Harris isn't as good as Jimmy Butler. I don't. That's not even a fair comparison. It's not a fair.
This isn't even about him hurting him. This is about the fact that he was just trash.
He was sorry.
That's it. It was
sorry.
There was no.
So he wasn't bad last year.
Motive. There was no. He's not actually bad. He's just not Jimmy Butler. So I'm going to say he's bad.
And to be fair, Mars, Tobias Harris was also
he was playing trash.
So he was bad against
Tobias Harris was also good in the 22 series. I want to be clear about this.
Awful. I'm asking, like, what we're not going to do, Mars. We're not going to rewrite history. We're going to talk about history, what it was.
I agree.
Okay, let's get to the facts. Was he terrible against Toronto?
In 19, yes.
In 22, I'm talking
22,
about 22.
No. 22,
was he
no.
terrible against Toronto?
No.
Not that I can remember. No.
I don't
remember. He was playing good defense in that series.
What about against Miami?
Against Miami, the later part of the series, yes, he was not good at all. No, he was not good, and it didn't help. It didn't help that they had Jimmy Butler, who was kicking his ass, who they actually lost.
Harris,
because of
by
him.
the way, did nothing on the floor for the Sixers other than put the ball in the basket. By the way,
that's correct.
It's not
barely did that.
Yeah, and that's the point. He wasn't a playmaker.
In 22,
he wasn't. In his six. Ask Philly fans. I don't know what to tell you. This is what he brought to the table: low defensive effort, no playmaking ability, streaky shooting, and he was meant to be a consistent scoring threat. That's what he was meant to do.
Tobias wasn't
a consistent.
No, but Tobias he played good defense.
He was beyond me.
He wasn't a consistent scoring threat.
Agreed.
He wasn't a consistent scoring threat. He didn't command in terms of spacing the floor, in terms of giving his stars space to operate, because teams weren't that worried about him as a 3-point shooter. And his defensive effort was low, and he didn't take assignments. And when he did, he got fried.
Well, I want to correct though, Mar.
And he also just doesn't pass the ball.
No. I want to correct. I want to correct a little bit. This is not for Mars. This is more for people that misremember. The reason why I brought up the 22 series. That series, Tobias averaged 18 and 10, and he shot 43% from the three and 88% from the line, and he played good defense in that series. So I want to just that series in particular. I'm course not Mars. It's not about Mars. Mars didn't say that. I'm saying in general, I remember watching this series. That wasn't when Embiid made the game winner, right, Mars? Was that the game 3? You said what?
Which
that was the
22 when they played.
Yeah, 22. That was the game winner, right?
Yeah, game winner. Yep, game winner. Yep.
And then that's when Pascal hit Embiid in the face.
Yeah, he broke his face. Yeah.
Broke his face. I remember that.
Tobias was hooping in that series. I want to be very clear. That was a great series. Now, Mars is right. Before that. Wow. And again, he was making
good job.
He was making busy against Brooklyn in 2023. So stop the bullshit.
Brooklyn?
Yes.
Well, Embiid was terrible in that series. Yeah, Embiid was terrible in that series.
He didn't even play in that series.
I'm gonna tell y'all just like this, Chill. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Swiper, because you're talking about misremembering things. Yeah. Right now, I can't go back and say, "Oh, this series, that series," but I remember watching it live when it was happening and being like, "This dude sucks," and so I know for a fact
everyone was on your page,
right? Everybody, but now what I'm saying is this: now today, I can't go back and do like what you guys are doing, like, "Oh yeah, remember Game 3 against Brooklyn or Game 4 against." I don't know, the Crusaders or whoever they was playing. I don't know. I can't remember right now, but I remember when it was happening. I was like, no, this is terrible. Terrible basketball. So I know for a fact I'm not misremembering because I don't really remember. I just remember that when it was happening, you know what I'm saying? When it was happening, I was like, he sucks.
I do remember saying
I remember
that.
I just want to give Tobias his credit for what he's doing now. I'm not about to give him credit for Philly because I know
exactly. But
this is on pace to be his second best series ever.
Tobias right now is playing at an extremely high level and deserves his credit for what he's doing.
Yeah.
But
He's
Mars,
playing
that's why
amazing
this is
right now.
important.
I'm
This is why
excited.
this is important, though. Us going back and whether it's revisionist history or whatever it was, us remembering who Tobias was and what he did at that moment in time, and even further before that, when Tobias was first in Detroit, when Tobias was in LA, it's crazy to go from where Tobias was in LA to the Philly years. And he was forgotten. Tobias is 33 years old, closer to 34 than anything. He's going to be 34 over this summer. Tobias, for a large portion of time, nobody considered Tobias this level of player. Nobody even thought Tobias could compete.
Well,
Actually, that's not true. Because
you got to remember the Orlando
that's
Magic
issue.
absolutely thought he was going to be that, and then
No.
I'm
I'm talking about just recently. I'm talking about just recently.
That's
No, when he got to-
that's the issue.
he
man,
left-
because
remember-
I think most
but-
of us thought he was that level of player.
Well, Ox, remember he left the 5-year
well,
180 deal.
But post Philly, no one was expecting Tobias to be a meaningful player anymore.
Whoa, time out. No, I'm not. No, hold on. Time out.
The large majority.
No,
of the
sure.
population did not think
I'm
Tobias
agreeing.
was gonna be a
I
meaningful
think
player.
you're right about
You
something.
fit a cap for your light skin brother.
I want to correct this. No, I want to correct this. Remember, in the he got a 5-year, $180 million deal, and then immediately
With
after
Philly?
that, Detroit, with Philly, and everybody.
Yeah.
That's why everybody was pissed because he was making too much damn money. That was the issue. But then
That's not
Detroit
all
gave him a
good.
2
Why
year.
were they mad about it, Swiper?
No,
Because they
but
chose him
Detroit
over
gave
Jimmy
him a
Butler. That's why. It wasn't just about the money.
that's exactly why. And he was mid.
Yes,
But-
maybe Philly
but
fans.
Ox,
maybe
but
Philly
Ox,
fans, but
remember-
most people don't care about how much money. Like I don't
No,
care
no,
how
no,
much
no,
money
no,
you're
no,
making
no,
into it.
No, no, no.
Yeah. I don't give a damn how much money this dude is making.
But
I don't
they
think
couldn't
about it
do
like that.
But they did get rid of Jimmy Butler for Tobias Harris. So that was a part of it. That was a huge part of it. But remember, he got a 2-year, $52 million extension from the Detroit Pistons. Everybody was like, oh, that's mid. I was like, I actually think that's a good money for Tobias. He's a good player. Yeah. And then sure enough, last year in the playoffs, he was good. Sure enough, this year, he was really good for them as a secondary option next to Cade Cunningham. And then sure enough, again, he's good in the playoff. I'm just saying, he's a number 3 on a better team or number 4 on OKC. But I'm saying, like, in this situation, he works very well with Cade Cunningham. He's a low usage scorer who can defend, who currently is giving Evan Mobley all the problems he wants. Right after Scotty Barnes got done with Evan Mobley, Tobias Harris said, my turn. I'm taking care of Evan Mobley. That's exactly what he's doing right now. Tobias is a really good basketball player. Now, he is not, to Marge's point, he is inconsistent. For his build, you know who he reminds me of, Ox? You might hate this. Danilo Gallinari. That's who he reminds me of. That's who he reminds me of.
As good as Danilo.
I don't know. I mean, Danilo can play a lick of defense. Right. But that's who he reminds me of.
Like peak Danilo. Like.
I mean, shout out
It's Swiper. You know the fake Jordans.
Like 2013.
2013 Danilo. Yeah.
Peak Danilo. He can't.
Really quickly, Ron. Everything that Mars is saying that he wasn't doing in Philly, he's doing that now. Everything. Like, he's consistently making open shots. He actually attacks a closeout. He actually is guarding on defense. He got tripped up yesterday on that one play, but for the most part, he's actually
because Mitchell grabbed his
leg.
Yeah,
he 100% grabbed his leg.
I thought that boy was done.
I did.
Hey, I done been there before.
I thought it was
y'all know. Hey, I'm 34. I've been there before. We the same age. Hey, that hip lock up, boy. Whoo! I thought he was done, y'all. Done.
He's been able to attack the closeout. He's been actually really good in rotation.
Talk about the last weekend.
Really good in.
I agree. This is why he needs credit because he's doing really so many good things right now.
Absolutely playing really good defense. So all of those things, he was doing those things when he was in Philadelphia. The problem was, Moss, he wasn't doing them nearly as consistently as he's doing them right now.
I vividly that man Tobias Harris used to pump fake ghosts, man. I'm not about to be.
Here's the thing.
You know how many times I would get the ball wide open and start pump faking for no reason?
Why I'm saying this. The reason why I'm saying this because to my point, I vividly remember Ox saying to me, because Ox was very hard on him. Ox was hard on him because Ox saw him. And let me rephrase that. Ox was very critical. Let me rephrase that. Ox was very critical of Tobias Harris because he thought that Tobias Harris was, quote, a third-team all-league level player.
Who?
He thought he could be that good.
Who?
Hold on, Swiper. I'll clarify. Let's you finish up. I'll clarify.
Ox clearly saw the talent and he saw the potential of what he could be. He thought he was that. He thought he could be that level of player. So with him being that level of player, when he played like having 0 points in Game 7, or when he had 4 points in against Miami in, like, I want to say Game 4, like when he has games like that, I understand the discontent for him 100%.
Third team All NBA.
Ox,
no, okay, Swiper. Let me clarify.
Once again,
now.
Go ahead, Ox.
Okay, Swiper. I don't think Tobias Harris probably has ever, except for maybe the series that for the Clippers, not series, season. I don't think Tobias Harris has ever reached third team MVP level of basketball and sustained that. I think potential wise, I think Tobias has shown so many flashes and so many signs that he is really one of them type players, but I don't think he has the mentality. And to Marge's point, he will just sit there and pump fake and bail the defense out. I've seen Tobias, who my eyes tell me is 6'9", maybe 6'10". That's what my eyes tell me. I'm not sure if I'm accurate,
Not a small,
but he bails. He bails. My big issue was him catching the ball on the baseline, catching the ball at the nail, catching the ball short corner, catching the ball in advantage spots where he could take advantage of 6'5", 6'4", 6'6" guys, and he just pump fakes. And he doesn't take advantage of them. He shoots bad shots. He passes the ball away. He doesn't assert his dominance, and it really turned me off to the player I thought Tobias Harris was going to be. That's all it is. I thought he had so much more potential than he was showing. I thought he was better than what he was playing, and that might have made me be a little more critical than I should have been on Tobias Harris. In those Philly years, not because Jimmy Butler was gone, not because I ever thought he was as good as Jimmy Butler, but because I thought he was just terrible. I thought that if he played better, Joel Embiid could be closer to having a championship right now. I thought Joel Embiid might maybe have an Eastern Conference Finals appearance.
Well, that's a little revisionist though, because Embiid is primarily the reason why they didn't win some of the series.
It's not really revisionist to me, just because I think what you guys are doing right now, you're looking at this Tobias, and now you're like, man, he been doing this. He really hasn't. I'm gonna tell you right now, Tobias Harris has been very disappointing to me for a very long time, and I mean, this must be how my parents felt that time I got honor roll. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like crazy right now.
How old were you? Third grade?
No, I was.
I'm saying, but like, when was it? Like,
Oh no, I was in high school. High school. Yeah.
And of course, they see all these A's on your report card. They're like, "What the hell? Where all these A's been for the majority of your high school career, and you being in grade school, like you being in grammar school? How come you can't do this all the time?" And you zip it, bro. And you zip it.
That was no chill, because I know the year. That was that year you had Sonya in them classes. That makes sense. Now I get it.
Shout out to get some help.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, shout out to get some help.
Go ahead, carry
on.
Shout out to Tobias Harris though. I don't want to go back and talk about sorry Tobias. This Tobias Harris right now, man, this is great basketball. This is the Tobias I've been asking for, Chill.
Yeah.
Are y'all with me? Chill, are you finally on my side about the Devin Mobley thing? Have you come around to the? Have you come around the corner? Huh?
What is your side?
My side is that I think he is a distant third option, fourth option, and I think he is definitely like a I don't want to say like he's I don't want how do you say somebody is not physical in a way that's not like demeaning in basketball? Because I don't want to say soft.
I'm a finesse player. That's what he is. He's a finesse player, offensively.
He can't deal with size at all, and I mean this legitimately.
That's
he has no capability of dealing with size.
We've seen him deal with size and be successful, so that's just not true.
Who? When in the playoffs have we seen that?
We've seen him rebound against. We've seen him rebound
against. No, I'm talking about the playoffs.
Are you talking about offensively? He can't deal with size.
He just is soft. Yeah, he not soft. He just isn't like he is not somebody who forces the issue. Huh?
When they played against Boston, was he not when Donovan Mitchell went out and he played? Was he not dealing with the size of the Boston?
I think that was his best series that he's played in so far. But like he also had to do it, and you know.
I mean, I would argue Boston were kind of on the.
They're not Boston's not a physical team either, though. They're a finesse team as well. But I think I don't know, gentle is the word. I don't know what the word is, y'all. I'm just trying not to say something that's like he hears it's like, oh, I'm not soft. I don't think it's soft.
But you can call it what it is. Maybe he needs to hear it.
But Tobias, Duran, Magic.
Hey, Swiper, you know what? I think we could kind of give Evan Mobley a criticism just like Paulo. Now, he doesn't have Paulo's build. He's not as strong as Paulo. I don't think he's as talented as Paulo either on the offensive end.
I don't think that.
But I think one thing that Evan Mobley could get in him a little bit more is just aggression. I would rather see Evan Mobley put his head down, get to the rim, and miss everything. Miss dunks, because he's that athletic where he could put his head down and get to the rim and try to dunk on somebody. He might miss it. He might get thrown out of the air.
Yeah, he gets bumped off his spot a lot. That's the problem. He gets bumped off his spot. The handle is way out here. It's gangly. I feel
like Evan Mobley's really been an
But I don't think he's been playing that bad. I don't think
he's been great in this series.
No, but this is the thing, though.
He's not the reason.
I don't think he's been great. I don't think any Cav has been great.
But if you listen to Swiper, he sucked.
Hey, no, I don't think he sucks. Respect Jalen Tyson?
I'm talking about like of their big four. I'm talking about their big four.
Okay.
I don't think any of them. I don't think any of them have been great.
Aaron Allen was hooping yesterday,
and he was egregious in game one in foul trouble. So over the course of the series, I don't think any of them have been great. But I don't think. If I'm being honest, I think their front court is probably the lesser.
Been better than their backcourt. Yeah, they've been better.
Yeah, their backcourt I think has been a very clear, bigger concern than their front court. And James Harden obviously being the spearhead of that because he's been terrible. But yeah, I'm not mad at him. I think Evan Mobley's been really, really good defensively in this series.
I think so.
Offensively, yeah, I do think the aggression can come and go. I also do think I just don't think he's able to like absorb the bumps and I don't want to say bumps and bruises, but like the bumps on his drives and whatnot, and then remain on balance to actually like do anything. I don't know if that means you're soft or if you're just physically incapable of doing that. Like, I just don't think he's proportioned that way. Because like he's absorbing Jalen Duren's bumps on defense and defending him really well. So it's not like he's afraid of the contact. I just don't think he can play through it and be effective. But I don't think that's because he's soft more than a genuine lack of ability. That's why I don't want to just put out like the soft tags. Like, oh, he's soft. It's like, no, I just don't think he's good enough to do the things that you're asking him to do. But I don't think it's because he's soft.
And I'm not throwing a soft label on him either. I'm saying lack of aggression. And here's the thing. Whether that is the case, Mars, whether he's not good enough, whether he's not strong enough, whether he's not built enough, if Evan Mobley only gives you 9 points and 1 rebound, you're not going to win. I'm surprised they ain't lose by 30.
Well, that's a big rebounding is a big thing to you, Chill. So you would think I would think that this would be
that's the thing. But like the rebound, like no, in my opinion, this is why if the box score didn't exist, right? I feel like people's opinions from games would be different. If we watched that game and we had no access to the box score, I highly doubt anyone comes away from that game like, damn, Evan Mobley really sold them on the glass yesterday. I don't think anyone comes away with that conclusion.
Really, Mars?
Because A, they didn't die on the glass yesterday. B, Evan Mobley's box outs were definitely keeping guys off the glass like a Jalen Duren, who maybe had 1 or 2 offensive rebounds. So because he didn't physically come down with the boards, that doesn't mean that he was bleeding value on the glass because they weren't. The Cavs did not lose the rebounding battle by any noticeable margin if they lost it at all. And I think Donovan Mitchell said it in his post-game interview. There's a reason the guards were coming down with 5, 6, 7 rebounds because Evan Mobley is the one dealing with Jalen Duren single-handedly on the glass. Right. He's the one boxing him out.
You don't think those second chance points on the offensive rebounding ended up making?
I don't think second chance points killed them. I don't think anyone can leave that game and be like, you know what really killed the Cavs? Second chance points. Evan Mobley's the problem.
I do think there were stretches in the game where it got close though. That 6 points made a difference.
I think there can be points in which like they gave up a couple rebounds here and there. Right. But I don't think we leave that game like if we don't have access to the box score and we don't know how many rebounds Jarrett Allen gets or Evan Mobley gets or whoever. I don't think we leave that game like, damn, Evan Mobley's rebounding was the problem or was a problem. I don't think anyone leaves that game with that conclusion. But in my opinion, I don't see where that.
Well, they also only shot 21% from 3, so that's a bigger reason.
But thinking about the long ball because he did get pushed away from the basket. But back to Mars's point, like that's the difference. Mars, you talk a lot about the margins. So let's take the box score off the table for a second. Like offensive rebound and second chance opportunities, those are the margins. So we got a ball game. We got a ball game in the fourth quarter. I think we got maybe a 1 or 2 possession game in the middle of the fourth quarter before it ended up. Don't let that for you guys who didn't watch the game. That 10 points is not indicative to the way that game went. No, but those second chance opportunities, I can appreciate him keeping Jalen Duren off the glass, but him not being able to go to the offensive glass at all and focusing primarily on keeping Jalen Duren off the glass, I mean, I think that we could have got some. I think we could have got some other opportunities on the glass from second chance opportunities from him. Whether it's a tip dunk,
Oh, yeah,
whether
I
it's
agree with that.
whether
I
it's
was
a
talking about
tip
more
in.
the defensive rebound.
I'm not. The reason why I'm not thinking about the defense because Ox and I talked about this all the time. There's plenty of times Ox got a beast down there. He got a monster that he got to deal with. I got to get in there and I got to help him because he can't deal with this dude by himself. So I got to get in there and help him. That doesn't excuse Ox maybe creating second chance opportunities on the glass on the offensive end where he can get a tip, right? Where he can get a tip or something to that magnitude. I don't want to just leave this at the defensive end on the defensive glass.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was thinking more defensively. Yeah, I do think he finds himself floating a lot on offense, whether that's him drifting to the outside or just not really
wing
involved.
a lot.
Yeah, and it's like
lack of aggression. That's what
I mean. Part of it's a lack of aggression. Part of it is when they run the double big lineups. You know, Jarrett Allen's gonna be like in the paint, so like everyone gets to fit in where he gets. And also part of it is I think he's trying to draw like Jalen Duren out to the perimeter. But like respectfully, no one cares if you shoot threes ever, Mobley. Go knock yourself out. So like it's a bit clunky with the two bigs at times. I think like they might have to start just playing one of them at a time, like more often. I don't know if you can have both of them out there routinely against this Pistons defense. Like the Cavs shot 7 shots at the rim yesterday. Now, obviously, that doesn't include the fouls they drew, obviously. So there's more than that. But 7 field goal attempts at the rim. They were 6 for 7. So like when they got there, they scored. But like this Pistons defense, like especially when you have guys who you're not worried about on the outside and they're able to converge on you, you're not gonna generate rim opportunities. And that's why I don't like attribute like their poor shooting from 3 to just like, oh, they'll shoot better next game. It's like they're not generating very good looks, in part because they're not touching the paint and kicking out and finding open guys. It's a lot of one pass and shot, or James Harden come down, step back 3. Donovan Mitchell hasn't had a shot in a while. Let me try create something. I have nothing, step back. Like it's a lot of stagnant threes, if that makes sense. So like they're not even getting like the good swing threes. So I can't just be like, oh, well, I'll just shoot better next game. Maybe they will, but if that process doesn't change in terms of how they're generating these threes, it's hard to see how like sustainable their offense will be outside of like outlier shot making from Harden and Mitchell, which is possible, but you don't want to have to rely on that through a series, in my opinion.
And outside of Donovan Mitchell, who there seemed to be more of a sense of urgency yesterday than it was in game 1. I think that there was a lot more aggression in game 1, but Detroit seemed to be a step ahead of them defensively. Like they knew the screen was coming and they jumped the screen and they navigated the screens better. They knew in terms of shooting gaps. And sure, that's game plan and that's watching film. I get that part. But they seemed to be a step ahead of Cleveland whenever they were in their half-court offense trying to get action. Because what you want to do, Ron, especially when you're playing against a team like Detroit that's that good defensively, you don't want to let them off the hook. You don't want to have quick shots. You want them to play defense because it's going to affect their offense. But I feel like Cleveland didn't really do that off the strength that Detroit was just so much ahead of them whenever they wanted to do something. They basically just jumped the pass. They shot gaps. They were already on the top of screens when those screens were coming. So I think that they definitely have to do a better job at that. And Donovan Mitchell has to do a better job. Don't get me wrong. I think he did a good job in scoring the basketball in the third quarter, but he's got to do a better job in finishing around the rim. Like he gave up a floater in the middle of the lane to throw it out to, I want to say, Tyson, who was wide open. But I think that if he takes that floater and he makes that, I think that generates even more offense for him.
Marge, did you see the stat from Brian Windhorst from the Hoop Collective Pod? The one I just put it in the chat about the Harden.
Hold on, I'm about to share it with you. I'm about to share it on the screen. So
yeah. Just bring it.
What's the stat?
No,
because this brother ain't done getting
Ox.
cooked.
Go ahead, brother Ox.
Oh, is that James Harden?
Yeah.
I want to say
we're gonna cook this brother on high today.
That defense is really good, and James Harden is having more issues like getting separation and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they want, like how you were saying, like you want to make that defense work. I think the Cavs don't want to be on offense that long. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to get the ball in the basket quick. That Detroit defense is too good to go down there and let's set up our offense and let's run something. They need to get that ball in that basket as fast as possible and get and
brother.
Asar
looks like he's from a different planet in this series, Ox. He's like he's from a different planet.
He's a guy that can get thrown off the track.
No, but he looks. The athleticism.
Yeah, he got that petty foul.
He got thrown off the track, and I think, to be honest with you, I think that's just him being young, like a more mature Sarr. I think he absorbs that, and I don't think that's a big deal. But to counter your point, Ox, even if we do get quick stuff, like we know that the game slows down in the playoffs. All right, that's fine. I do hear that from you guys a lot. But there's different levels of offense that we can get, even if we do keep a team on the defense. When we got a guy like James Harden throwing the ball between his legs and keeping the defense in front of him, that's not difficult to guard. As opposed to when we got other guys moving the basketball and they're not jumping gaps, right? We got guys screening and we got Dean Wade getting open shots. When we got James Harden standing in front of them, I got 5 guys that aren't doing anything but watching him. And that's not difficult to guard. And that's the kind of offense that I'm talking about that we don't need. And that's the kind of defense that I think Detroit has to play less of. And we need to get them off. We need to get them on their heels more.
Yo, chill. Because I was going to bring this up and I was going to diagnose it as a Kenny Atkinson problem, which he is the coach. So technically it is a Kenny Atkinson problem.
Sure.
But when you run around every year talking about you the system, when everything has to revolve around you, when the offense has to orbit around you being a pick and roll ball handler, primary ball handler, dribbling 10, 15 times per possession, that's going to stagnate an offense unless you're making shots at a high clip. Then it's a little different. So when James Harden was in Houston, it was a little different. Even when he was in Philly, a little different. When he was with the Clippers, a little different. But at this rate, if James Harden can't really get downhill, if he can't create the separation, if he can't really bend the defense the way he used to, they're not going to win with that style of basketball. And then when you flip the pendulum and you go to your other star, Donovan Mitchell, it's similar to the same thing, where it's Donovan Mitchell going through his legs a few times, trying to break down a defender off the dribble. The defense isn't rotating. The defense isn't moving. The defense is just set. And Detroit is too good. Like, when is the last time you guys seen a back screen set by the Cavs? When's the last time we seen a flare screen? When's the last time we seen somebody cut? Like, and I'm not talking about cut because somebody's driving and now you have a backdoor cut. I'm talking about an actual cut within a set. Like, you're not going to be able to break down this defense with 2 guys just trying to go downhill. To Ox's point, either you got to get up the court and move fast, you got to beat them in transition or get something early, or you got to run a set. Like you actually got to put together an offensive scheme to be able to beat a defense like this. And they're not doing either of those. It's literally hero ball from James Harden or it's hero ball from Donovan Mitchell, and that's just not going to work.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
James Harden has more turnovers than assists in this series, by the way. He's averaging 5.5 turnovers a game. And he's shooting 32% from the field.
That's a potential 15 points a game.
Like at some point, you just got to pick a struggle. You can't not make a 3, not get downhill, and turn the ball over 25 times a game. Right? And you're also bleeding a ton of value on defense.
So that this is it's a quote from the Hoop Collective podcast. It was Tim Bontemps, McMahon, and Brian Windhorst. And I heard this morning. Somebody tweeted it out last night. The Pistons were 7-7 in game 2 on drives when James Harden was the primary defender, including 5 of 5 in the second half. He's the first player to allow an opponent to be 7-7 or better on drives in a playoff game since player tracking began in the 2014-15 season. Now, this is distinctively different. I want to be clear here, Mars, than blow-bys from the Celtics series with Luka. And that was the all-time record for blow-bys, right? And then Mars got on the mic, was like, well, that's their system. So I just want to be clear. This was directly to a score.
It still was, by the way.
No. This was directly to a score. Now, I don't think this is like a crazy stat for Harden because, like, in a similar way, he's funneling to Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen. The problem is that they were just not in the area at all to be contesting consistently. But, yeah, man, it's tough that it's like if you're not going to be active defensively and then you're also going to be this version of James Harden athletically and you can't, like, create shots, you can't make threes, you can't make twos. They're not allowing you to get to the in-between area for your floater. Yeah, this is tracking to be the worst series we've seen from James Harden.
Say it, Ron. Get James Harden on the floor. He killed him.
No, James Harden has done nothing but bleed value in this series. Like, even if you are a James Harden super fan,
he's killing us.
You can't. At what point do we acknowledge he's been maybe the worst defender in the series? The most turnover-prone player in the series, and he can't score from anywhere right now. at some point, that player is bordering unplayable. Like, we just have to call a spade a spade. Like, how do you play someone who's the worst defender in the series, turning the ball over 1 million times and can't score? Like, if his name wasn't James Harden, let's just say, for the sake of argument, let's say James Harden was hurt and Craig Porter Jr. was taking his minutes.
Oh, man.
And this is what Craig Porter Jr. was doing.
Oh, man.
Let's just say, for the sake of argument, and this is what Craig Porter Jr. was doing.
He wouldn't play the rest of the season.
Would we not be up here saying Craig Porter Jr. cannot be in the rotation? Would we not be up here saying that?
That we 100% would be doing.
So that would mean James Harden, based on the level of play he's producing, should not be on the court right now. Now, we understand he's James Harden. He's built up enough reputation. He's capable of getting himself out of it in game 3. He might have a 38-point game, whatever. Cool. But just based on what we've seen thus far, James Harden has been killing his team. And that is not acceptable for a player of James Harden's caliber, also for the Cavs to try and win. You can't have, at worst, your third best player, at worst, like, it depends on how pessimistic you are, be absolutely hurting your team when he's out there. So, yeah, James Harden, I'm not gonna lie, you just gotta be better. Like, we can do what we want, but at the end of the day, if he's playing this bad, they're not gonna win.
I do want to say I'm actually giving James Harden a little bit of grace. only because James Harden's pushing 37.
What?
He don't turn 37 until September. Stop the bullshit, Ron.
That's so far.
A couple months.
Okay.
All right, he's 36. Okay, he's 36.
Yeah, there you go.
He's 30. He's 36.
He's old.
Yeah,
that's the point.
like
he's old.
James Harden.
That's
is
not
like
old.
Clearly,
Didn't
in
retire.
NBA years,
Retire.
in NBA. I mean, maybe he needs to.
What was
but
Steph doing at
I'm
36 years old?
He's not Steph Curry. Everybody's body is
missing the
different.
playoffs.
LeBron is more athletic than half of the
Kevin
NBA. More than that.
Jordan?
KD 36 last year. Wasn't KD missing the playoffs too?
No, that was KD's fault.
Curry last year.
Swiper. The point still applies. What I'm saying is,
hurt by game 2 of the second round. Okay.
James Harden is old. He's slower. He's not as athletic. He's big. Maybe he needs to take his old ass home. I'm just saying, like, James Harden is not the old James Harden.
But he's looking for it. But yeah, James Harden, like, you can see he's not as quick as he used to be. He's relying more on like strength-based creation, and quite frankly, he doesn't have the physical advantage over these guys. Same thing when they put Scottie Barnes on him against Toronto. Like, you saw the first 2 games, Scottie Barnes wasn't guarding him. James Harden looked great. They started putting Scottie Barnes on him, someone who's
slowed him right down.
Someone who's probably stronger than him, definitely more athletically gifted than him, plus the length and all of that. James Harden started turning the ball over 1 million times and couldn't really score with the same level of consistency. It's like, yeah, the Pistons just happen to have like a bunch of those type of guys on their roster. So, like, yeah, it's not surprising that this is.
Sorry.
Swiper.
I mean, you would say that considering you're 36, so like you don't.
I'm not 36 yet, but it's still not old. Like, I just don't think it's old enough to do this.
In NBA years, if we
in 36 years old in the NBA,
he's in year 17. Like, come on,
yo, that's like being 90. That's literally like being 90 in real life.
You, but at the same
we're doing the dog years to real life.
Chill
60.
I let Chill convince me that the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to win this series. So I had them winning. So this, you can't bail out.
Blame James Harden for that.
Blame the Cavaliers traded for him for a series like this. This is the reason why they traded for him. That, hey, we need a secondary ball handler, playmaker, and a passer and a scorer next to Donovan Mitchell, because we had to do that. Couldn't do it. And Darius Garland because he couldn't stay healthy. So we traded for you to do the James Harden.
We're a better player, by the way, because James Harden is a better player than Darius Garland.
Yeah. And then first 9 games or whatever, everybody's like, oh, look at this. Look at that. Looks so good together. Look at the clutch. The clutch is great. Blah, blah, blah. And then Chill's like, you know what? I come off of it. Matter of fact, I still think they're going to make the NBA Finals. So I'm like, you know what, Chill? I agree with you. I'm gonna go with Chill. I'm saying they're gonna win and beat the Detroit Pistons because and all of a sudden Dennis Jenkins is a better offensive player than him. Tobias Harris is a better offensive player than him. Asar Thompson is looking better than he does. Like, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. I'm saying what's happening right now is unacceptable. This should not. James Harden needs to go home to Cleveland if he has a house there. I don't know if he's flying back and forth from Houston or not. Go home to Cleveland. Needs to get some of Michael Secret stuff and needs to play better in games 3 and 4, because there's no reason they should not go back to Detroit down 3-1. It should be 2-2, and James should be taking personal ownership. He need to do exactly what he did in Game 6 last year, Mars. Must-win game. You go out there and you have a good game, and you make your shots, you make your threes, you make your floaters.
One good game.
That's what needs to happen.
But
now, Donovan Mitchell, we will come back to you, sir, because you, sir, have been skating. Because now you got James Harden on the team.
Talk about Donovan Mitchell. We don't.
Why?
Need to. That's fine.
We don't.
What?
But we can't. We can't.
But none of us care. That's why.
About Donovan Mitchell. But Chill cares.
Well, that's not.
Chill said he's the best shooting guard in the league.
I do
Yeah,
think that.
and shout out to Chill. Shout out to Chill. You know when I said Jalen Green's better than Michael Jordan?
No,
Every time Jalen Green,
every
time Jalen Green plays trash, do you guys remind me that I said he's better than Michael
No, that's
Jordan?
not the same thing, Mars.
You know why? Because we all know that it's like
Chill. Are you Chill? Are you telling? Are you gonna let Mars do this? So you're saying going forward, we shouldn't take anything you say seriously because you're just it's a bad Mars take. It's what
I'm saying is there's some things that people say that we know are so obviously untrue that we don't feel the need to call it out when it gets obvious.
That's not how Chill. That's not fair to Chill.
Donovan Mitchell is so
good enough to be in those conversations.
Agree, Ox.
Yeah, sure. He's so obviously not the best two guard in the league. He's so obviously not a top 10 player in the league that we don't need to keep bringing up the fact that he's not the best two guard in the league and not a top 10 player in the league.
He made first team All NBA last year.
It should have been Bron.
He made second team All NBA this year.
Did you vote?
No, Mars. That's not how it works. Mars, I want to be clear about this. I know, Mars. Look, I'm with you in your general sentimentality, but Chill is here. He is the biggest among us. Okay, he's the most popular among us. He's and MJ. We Tito. We're so Dante. No, I hear you, but what I'm saying is, Chill believes this. Chill believes these things. So you saying? You not gonna at least ask Chill? Do you feel disappointed?
No, he already said no.
You're best shooting guard in the league.
Well, here's the thing, because Mars has already made it clear that he's bored with this thing. Because to his point, it's so obvious that Donovan Mitchell is not the best two guard in the league. It's so obvious that he's not a top 10 player in the league. It's so obvious, even though throughout the course of this season he has been playing like that. Even though throughout the course of last year he was playing like that, but this season when we get to the playoffs in Toronto, the first two games he was actually playing like that. And then what ultimately happened was it went the other way. And then now we get into this Detroit series where he hasn't been bad, but when I'm talking about the best two guard in the NBA, the standard is raised. No question about that. And he has to be better.
So Donovan Mitchell, by the way, Chill, the last 7 games since those 2 games, is at 22, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists on 41% from the field, 29% from 3 with a 49 true shooting, a minus 36 in his minutes. By the way, turning the ball over 2.7 times a game, which is, again, more than the amount of he has a negative assist to turnover ratio, and he's been a negative scorer.
Swiper. I want you to just hold that. Everything you got for Donovan Mitchell, just bottle it up. Bottle it up. I promise you, Swiper, if you bottle it up, it's going to come out a little better when we get around to Donovan Mitchell. And because Swiper's 100% right. Here's why we're going to get around to Donovan Mitchell. Because when it comes to Eastern Conference top-tier guards, he's in there. So let me give you a couple other top-tier guards that if they performed like this throughout the playoffs, we would be lighting them up. I'm going to just go to the most glaring one. I'm going to just go there and we're going to end there. If Jalen Brunson was doing this, he would be on the thumbnail getting crucified. And so just to keep the same standard, because Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson, they're around the same tier, if I'm not mistaken. They're in and around the same area.
Well, you don't think Donovan Mitchell is better?
Okay, well then, even more to my point.
Most of us think that Donovan Mitchell is better, right?
I think they're in and around the same tier. We hold them both to around the same standard. So I'm saying if Jalen Brunson would get it, Donovan Mitchell got to get it. So we'll get around to you, D. Mitch. But in the meantime, before we get to the negativity, let's talk about something positive. And this is Splash Sports, the best place if you want to play DFS, if you want to play quick picks, if you want to make money based on your basketball knowledge, this is where you go. It is the second round of the playoffs, and it's just getting better and better and better. The stakes are getting higher and higher and higher. And if you're not playing quick picks on Splash Sports, either you're under a rock or you just purposely want to leave money on the table. You see, Quick Picks is the only DFS game where you are playing against real fans, real people. Not the house, not an algorithm, not a sports book. or not artificial intelligence. It's you versus real actual basketball fans like yourself that are trying to get a quick buck. But the thing about it is they aren't as privy to basketball as you are because they don't watch the panel, but you do. And here's the kicker. Splash Sports has the highest multipliers in all of DFS. We're talking about winning up to 50 times what you put in on a 6-leg entry. You don't need to have the perfect lineup. You don't need to get all 6 picks right. You don't have to have the most money. All you have to do is get more picks right than your opponents, real opponents. One bad pick won't kill you. If you get 5 out of 6 picks right and they get 4 out of 6 picks right, well, guess who takes home the money? You guessed it. You do. So download Splash Sports, use code CHOICE, get 100% deposit match up to $50, and we will see you in the winner's circle after we make our picks. Big Ox, man, what you got for us today?
Wait.
Wait. All right, never mind.
All right.
One day we'll join that hot streak survivor.
San Antonio, Minnesota.
Good morning, Mr. Ox. How are you, sir? I would like to take a look at Mr. Julius Randle's line.
I didn't see this one coming. Mm-hmm. Julius, pinch hitting.
Let's see.
In our quick pitch lineup today.
Julius Randle, that 6.5 rebound line. I'm going to take the more on that.
Not mad at that.
I think I'm going to get more rebound. I think I'm going to get more rebound, more than 6.5 rebounds out of Julius tonight.
Hey, Chill, that's a hell of a grab.
Yes, sir.
I ain't mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a bench player from Minnesota that is going to get busy today. Thing about it is, I don't know which one. But, let's just go with the most glaring one. Naz Reid, they are going to need you to get some buckets tonight. Naz Reid, for the most part, does have an advantage or, has a mismatch problem in this series. And so, should we go assist and rebounds? Or can you click on that assist and rebounds? Let's see what this fool been doing.
There ain't no assist and rebounds. Points and rebounds.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I meant points and rebounds. But hold on, click on that PRA because it's only one more.
PRA?
Yeah. Let's see what he's just been doing over these last couple games. You see chat? We could get down to the stats and all that good stuff.
So, did we hit on 8 yesterday?
No, we did not.
What?
Wait, I thought it was 10.5. Oh, yeah, we did. It was 10.5 points and rebounds. Yeah, we hit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we did because he had 10 rebounds and
3 points. We barely got it.
That's correct.
Let me get that Nas PRA, Ox. More
or less. More? Okay.
More, yeah.
All right.
Somebody got to take some Spurs. Who's taking the
Spurs? We got the.
Yeah, right.
So who we got? We got Wemby. Or who's on the list so far? Naz Reid and Julius Randle.
Dylan Harper's their best player.
That's a fact.
Let me get in this game. I'm actually feeling good about this. Let me go ahead and get. That's kind of high. That's kind of high.
Y'all just gonna scoff over. Y'all just gonna scoff over that Wemby 26.5. And I think what is Wemby averaging in this series? Like 15 a game, something like that.
Maybe like 14.
Man,
like 14,
so you saying go less?
What's going on?
No, I'm not touching that. Yeah.
Hey, no.
Not scoring 27. So
Chill is Swiper outlined it earlier. Chill is the most glaring voice on here, the most famous voice.
No, I'm not.
You are Michael Jackson. If Michael Jackson said
I'm
take
not.
less,
Wait, are you still going to deny the story that people were crying when they saw you in Indianapolis?
Yes, I'm going to deny that because that's not what happened. Swiper, that's just not
what
what
happened.
2 a.m. Chill.
Chill
got people crying tears of joy at 2 a.m.
First and foremost, we were not out till 2 o'clock in the morning. But can we get back to what time was it? Can we get back to focusing on what's going on? Can we do that?
Was it 12:30 a.m.? What time was it?
Chill. If you want to take Victor Wembanyama, I would gladly do. I would gladly take Victor Wembanyama, but I'm not taking more on this 26.5 points.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that at all. No, I do not like that. No.
Hey, can I get can I get Dylan Harper, please?
There you go. That a boy, Swiper.
Dylan Harper's at 10.5 points. I'm taking the more.
Mm-hmm. So if it was 30.5, we might take it. Yeah, that's the best player on the court. But all right, y'all. This is how we rocking on Splash Sports today. If you liked our picks, great, use them. If you disliked our picks, even better, Make your own picks. The link is in the description. You see the QR code on the screen. Use one of those to download the app. Make sure you use code CHOICE. You will get a 100% deposit match up to $50, plus a 100% quick picks boost. Compete against fans, not against the house. We will see you guys in the winner's circle because, of course, our picks are going to hit. But will your picks hit? Also, aside from Splash Sports and aside from this good show that we have today, aside from you guys liking the video, if you missed our members only stream yesterday, what are you doing with your life? It was a good time. We were there for a good time and not a long time, and it was amazing. Me and Chill had some good conversations. Chill and Damien had some good conversations. Shout out to my guy, Jonathan Frazier. Actually, his new name up here is Boston Frazier. He knows why his name is Boston Frazier. But shout out to Boston Frazier and all the other Hall of Famers or All-Stars that decided to pull up yesterday. We had a good time. It was fun. Shout out to my guy Fallback Hoops too. It was a good time.
What y'all talk about?
Swiper. What happens in the members only stream stays in the members only stream. But shout out to Boston Richie and Boston Frazier. But all right, let's get back to it. We have super chats.
Are we not going to talk about Donovan at all?
No, we'll swipe.
I don't like slander sessions. I'm not even trying to make it a slander session. It's just more. This is for a player of this caliber. He doesn't get talked about to the degree of the status he deserves.
Yes.
Good or bad.
You know why, by the way.
Well, no, but what do you think it is, Mars? You think people just don't believe he's that good?
People know he's not that good, so they don't care.
I got you.
All right, Swiper, I promise you we'll get around
Where's
to
Drench?
it.
Can Drench come in? Can you call him and see if he can appear for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
Jordan's the only one who hasn't realized that. That's why he's so passionate about it. But give it maybe this series or next year. He'll also realize.
He won't change his opinion, though. He is going to believe that
exactly, and we'll just let Chill believe that. Because at the end of the day,
but he came around on Wimby. Remember, he had Julius Randle ahead of him. Came around on Wimby.
I mean, some things become so undeniable that it gets to a point. But like, Donovan Mitchell's always going to put up 26 points, so you can always have your horse in the race. So it's a good time.
Swiper, Drench is on the way. He will be here, and that'll probably be around the time where we kick in the door on Donovan Mitchell.
I don't want no other question asked to Drench. I want that to be the first thing said to him.
Swiper, before we do that, we have 5,000 yang 5,000 or whatever this may be that was sent through from Chavo 23. Hey Chavo, 5,000 is a big amount. We appreciate you, brother. Chavo said SGA is cheerleading on the bench while his team goes from down 5 to up 13 while also not even being the 4th best player. I don't care how many efficiency stats you nerd ass niggas bring up or how many MVPs he has. SGA is not, and me and Chavo repeat, is not and will never be better than 77.
Can Oklahoma City beat the Lakers without him?
Yes.
Can't hear you, Swiper.
Yes. They could beat them without Dub and SGA. Both of them. Yes.
Have we seen Chet in this series?
Chet's been amazing. Chet's been phenomenal. He's been the best player in the series.
The player, because as a proud member of Chet's really good club,
Chet FC, you've been down with them for quite a while, Mark.
This is the Chet that people were waiting for. Like this postseason, like he's shooting threes over a contest. That three he made, I think it was over 8 and in the 4th to kind of put the game away. Like he's shooting a 3 at a high clip. He play finishing. The defense has been obviously amazing.
Bro, he's so long, bro. Like golly, bro. He got that offensive rebound chill. And like he was like 6 feet. I'm not even 6. I don't know how far he was. 10 feet away from the rim. And there was like contest there. He just did the Michael Jordan end of Space Jam. Like did the finger roll over everybody. And I'm like, bro, why is this man so big, dog? Like OKC getting him and Isaiah Hartenstein. That was really the thing. That was the thing that did it. Them getting both of those players. Like
the thing that I'm the most impressed with Chet is specifically him in drop and in the short roll. That's where I'm the most impressed with him, because even when he's on the weak side, his ability to recover and stay in his ability to recover when they start that pick and roll, pick and dive, and on top of that, when he's at the when he's in the short roll right in the middle of the lane and able to disrupt those plays, because that's a huge part of the Lakers offense. That's a huge part of the Lakers offense. And with that being a huge part of the Lakers offense, him blowing that up, that's throwing a monkey wrench in everything that they're doing. Just that specifically. Like, I'm not talking about the rim protection. I'm not talking about the rebounding, him in transition and his stop and pop game. Just that right there. That throws a monkey wrench in a lot of stuff that the Lakers are doing.
Hey, Drench, you need some baby powder like back in the day before you slap somebody? We can't hear you, bro. Y'all
can't hear you, Drench.
I knew it.
Drench.
Damn, it was too good to be true.
Yeah, we can't hear you, brother.
Drench was that one kid in warm-ups. He came with the double armbands. He had the headband. He had the fresh new kicks. We like, oh, man, he finna go for 50 tonight. You ain't never seen him play, but you see him in warm-ups. He doing up and under layups. All of a sudden, the game start. Damn.
Oh, Drench the dude that's doing all the ball drills and the behind the back stuff and all the Harlem Globetrotter stuff. You get on the court, can't play a lick. Can't play a lick.
All right, well, while we waiting for Drench to tap back in, we got another OKC chat from Ole 2K.
Yeah, you hot now. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Goddamn right, I'm hot.
Yes,
I should be hot as you about that bullshit ass Donovan Mitchell tape. And Mars, don't put no smut on my name. I already know that nigga not as good as people been saying that. I've been saying this shit since he was in Utah.
Yeah, I know you know it, but you're still so passionate trying to show other people it. You'll get to the point where I'm at, where it's like you don't need to waste your time trying to prove it anymore. Like
I like wasting my time sometimes.
Yeah, you'll get to my point one day. You'll stop fighting this fight, because when you know you're right, you just let people be wrong. Sometimes you just.
I feel that. I ain't got no issue with that.
Hell nah. Don't let that slide, Drench.
I feel it. It's cool.
Sometimes you got to show a fool that he a fool and he a wrong fool.
Actually, three things, Drench, because you didn't make that video on VJ Escom yet. It's LU. That's the first thing. The defense you didn't talk about.
I'm working on a lot of plans.
I know. That's what I'm saying. LU still. And then the next thing here is obviously this Donovan Mitchell thing. Obviously, we'd love to hear your thoughts. But also, we're on the
I'm waiting till the series over. Okay.
The third thing is, since we're on the OKC front, SGA, he almost ripped Austin Reeves' shoulder out of his socket.
That's an ejection.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
That's an ejection.
Bullshit.
That's clearly a flagrant too, bro. Like,
remember, you know who that reminded me of, Drench?
If Lou Dort does that, they say it's a dirty play.
And do you know who that reminded me of, Drench?
Yeah, it reminded
Kelly Olynyk when he did it to
Kelly Olynyk when he did that mess in the playoffs to Kevin Love, bro.
Yeah, clearly an ejection. That's clearly an ejection.
He should have been.
And the Lakers probably would have won that game, by the way, if he had been tossed. They probably would have won.
I don't know. They probably would have lost by 25.
Hey, fellas,
to 18.
in conjunction with this topic, I'm gonna read this super chat because I think they're right along the same edge.
Yeah.
Ole 2K said, "Thank God Geek Sesh isn't here. Look at these past two games. Laughing my ass off. Y'all telling me this is normal hoops, flopping like fish left and right? This is coming from a fan of OKC. This is a joke for the league. No wonder people don't watch."
People are watching.
I think the league definitely has an issue on their hands with everybody in the NBA complaining about the same exact shit. Like literally the same exact shit every series. And maybe they clean it up with a fine and they might send a message and say, hey, don't say that. But it's literally the same shit every time of how physical OKC can be. And then when you barely touch them, it's a foul. We've been saying the same shit since last year. Like the league definitely has an issue with that. Like I get it. The best teams always get, good calls and stuff like that. But it becomes a point to where you can't even be physical with them and they can be physical with you. And that's the issue. Like,
where's this coming from though, Drench? Because like, are all the referees in for hoops? That's what I'm trying to make sense of.
That's what it feels like, Chill.
Well, this is something
it feels like that.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I mean, but chill though, you know how that shit goes. The best team 9 times out of 10 gets the most favorable calls.
They're gonna get the calls, no question about that.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like this shit then got worse. Like Kobe Bryant was one of them guys in the NBA. He had a good whistle. Michael Jordan had a good whistle. You were still able to be physical as shit with him though. Like you was able to be physical with him. You can't be physical with Shea at all. Like at all. You can't hand check him. If he go to the goal and he lower his shoulder into you, that's a foul. If he just shoot a bullshit ass off balance shot, that's a foul. That's not how it used to be. Like the reason why you had greats like that play out of the post, like Kobe and MJ and them, because you were able to be physical with them on the perimeter. Now in the post, it's a little bit different. Shea ain't got to play in the post. He just got to continue to do what the fuck he doing. And shout out to him. It ain't a Shea thing. It's not. I'm not one of the ones who gonna say Shea need that shit to be the best player in the league because he don't. But I'm just saying the NBA got to clean that shit up because at some point, Booker said it would become WWE, and that's damn near what it's like starting.
I think that's fair. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to focus solely on that because the Lakers had 20 turnovers yesterday. Like they can't take care of basketball. DeAndre Ayton had 3 points. That's it. 3 of them. He pulled down 10 rebounds, but he had 3 points yesterday. That has nothing to do with officiating. Nothing to do with officiating. Has nothing to do with officiating.
I mean, some turnovers have something to do with physicality, though.
Well, but
a lot of them do, especially against OKC.
Yeah. But a lot of that stuff wasn't like, for example, DeAndre Ayton in a short roll fumbling the basketball when Austin Reeves gets in the ball. That has nothing to do with officiating. But
Chill, that's aside from the point though. And I'm
not.
I'm sorry to cut you off. No, Chill, these are 2 different topics. We're talking about the Lakers' lack of execution, which you're right. They lost because of lack of execution. But we're also talking about a whole different glaring issue. I'm talking about LeBron James running down the court, barely touches Alex Caruso. We're talking about Alex Caruso, one of the most physical, a top 10 physical defender in the NBA. And it's probably higher than that. LeBron James barely touches him. Alex Caruso falls over. And we're talking about LeBron James. For the lack of this discussion, or for having this discussion, the best player to ever play in the NBA. And he's 40, whatever. His whistle should be higher than anybody's whistle. We're talking about LeBron James running down the court. He barely touches him. And Alex Caruso falls over and they call a charge on Alex Caruso. And then a couple possessions before that, LeBron James goes to the rack at the end in the first quarter and gets hit, falls over. I thought he damn near broke his tailbone. And they don't call nothing.
But Ron, it ain't even that because I say the same shit. Like this is, and I think Mars said this too about the offensive player. How are you able to just ram right into the defender and then that shit be called a foul, right? But the moment you turn the corner and the defender step and you fall over on the ground, that's a foul too. Like at some point, what the fuck are we doing? Like if you so strong, you can ram into me like that. Now you're not strong at all. When I fucking barely touch you, you fall over. If I'm the referee, I'm letting you know, motherfucker, you can't have both.
The ref should have did this. It should have immediately been this on Alex Caruso.
I think the difference
that call pissed me off. Swiper.
Hey,
I'm sorry, Swiper, because I'm real passionate about this. I haven't been that mad about a call in so long.
I literally just saw it yesterday, Ron, because Jalen Brunson is standing in the middle of the lane. First and foremost,
same thing.
He did the same thing. So this is universal. This is going on.
No, it's not universal. I'm telling you why it's not universal because this is the most aggressive team in the NBA, and that's Jalen Brunson. This is Alex Caruso. The same Alex Caruso that bullies motherfuckers, runs around pushing people, asserts his dominance and his will on the defensive end.
Dude, I think Jalen Brunson led the league in charges. So with Jalen Brunson leading the league in charges, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. When a big man is running down the floor, Ron, first and foremost, you don't just stand in front of my space.
Benefit of doubt again. OKC, I can tell you that right now.
You don't just stand in my space. He just stood there and he got knocked over. And it really wasn't that bad, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong, Ron. I'm not arguing what happened yesterday with Alex Caruso and James. That was a flop. I'm not going to argue that. But that's been going on. And the referees are calling it. Jalen Brunson is evidence of that. Yes.
No, Jalen Brunson. No, chill. Don't do that shit to Jalen Brunson because Jalen Brunson takes really good charges. Like Jalen Brunson is, first of all, he's
Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso takes really good charges.
He does.
That wasn't a charge, though. That wasn't a charge.
And I don't think that was a charge with Jalen Brunson. I don't.
No, but I think the issue. Here's 3 different things. That on that play in particular, the reason why the whistle was so egregious. Because by the way, the Lakers benefit from this too. Because I wanted these 2 separate plays. The J. Will foul on LeBron was a clear foul.
That's a clear
literally foul. A few possessions later, Drench, Austin Reeves got in the paint, got touched, foul call on an Austin Reeves attempt. And what I'm saying is, this is the same thing I've been telling y'all for years. The way guards and bigger players are officiated in the league are completely different because Reeves got touched and they called a foul. LeBron gets beat up near the rim, no call. And then on the Caruso play, this is the same thing. Remember we got into it last year when how Caruso was guarding Jokic at the nail, and they're like, why don't Jokic just move Caruso out the way? Well, because this is what happens. LeBron, all he's doing, they're setting the split action they're doing at the top of the key. They do this every game down there. Every game. They do split action with LeBron or Reeves or Luka. They just do split action, try to get a switch, get Dort off of me, get Caruso off of me, get Kaysen onto me. That way LeBron can take advantage of the mismatch, and then now we can do all whatever. Caruso literally knows what's coming. He just falls back. Like, he just falls back into the ground, and the refs don't call it. They already got a flop call when Chet Holmgren got hit in his chin, trying to act like he got hit in the face by DeAndre Ayton on the elbow.
That was a flop.
That wasn't a foul.
That was a clear flop.
Yeah, that one.
They had another one on the other end, Ron, where Chet did the same thing, garnished the call, act like he got hit in the head, no call.
I want to keep it tough, right? Let's keep it tough, and let's try to, if I'm the Lakers and I feel like this is how you gonna call the game, I might as well tell my team, we gonna foul the dog shit out of them. Then I'm talking about like every time
we'll earn the fouls. If they're gonna
call fouls, nigga, every time y'all gonna be doing this shit all game by all five of my players all game. Y'all gonna be doing this shit until you motherfuckers.
I can get with that.
I swear to God, I
swear
to God,
I could get with that.
And I will go at the podium and I will say, until you motherfuckers call a game right, this is what we gonna do. Every time we foul, y'all gonna be doing this shit, and I guarantee you they gonna clean this shit up, because at some point it's like I get it. Chill is right. The Lakers not helping themselves by turning the ball over. But we all been basketball players. The momentum swings when some bullshit start. And y'all know that. Like, it's like, okay, the Lakers was in that game. You get a couple bullshit ass calls, we frustrated, everybody frustrated. And you can try to say, well, you got to be the team that keep your composure. You can't fucking keep your composure when you're not getting no call, the SGA go down to the lane and shoot some bullshit off balance. And y'all call that? Hell no. Every whistle, chill, they're gonna be doing this shit. Yep. Every time I'm fucking coming, I'm fouling with thunderous attempts every time. And I'm gonna say, hey, fuck it, we gonna get called anyway. We gonna get called. If SGA ran his shoulder into me, I'm grab. Look, I got quick reflexes. He's I'm grabbing his shoulder. Get your ass down. Fuck it. Why not? We gonna get called anyway. That's what I'll be doing. And JJ Redick smart enough to do some shit like that. I want to see if he gonna do it. Hey, boy, DeAndre Ayton will be fouling the shit out of motherfuckers every time they come.
The reason why I brought that up, Ron, is because, yes, to your point, that one thing doesn't have anything to do with the other. But people are saying this was the reason why they lost, the officiating. Yes, the officiating is the problem. I'm not going to argue that. But the Lakers turning the basketball over, that's a huge problem. AJ Mitchell hunting Austin Reeves and going after him, and not just hunting Austin Reeves and going after him, walking to the rim with no resistance, getting layups, like that kind of stuff is going on.
But that no resistance shit, you got to kind of play it in the context. Like, for example, you've been a ref before, you've been a coach before. Anytime the game get physical, when I'm coaching the team, I say ref. I ask him, I say, ref, how we calling the game? Is it gonna be physical or we calling everything? Let me know so I can tell my fucking players how to guard. But if you don't have no consistency in that shit, of course it's going to be walks to the rim.
The way you start the game as an official, the way you start the game sets the tone. So if I'm an official and I'm standing in the seat right in the middle, which is the center, and I got SGA in front of me, and SGA goes to the rim, and SGA is flailing going to the rim to get me to blow the whistle, and I blow the whistle. I have now set the tone of the game. Because now I got to continuously call that, right? So now when he does that again in the third quarter and I don't call it, but then I turn around when Marcus Smart does it in the third quarter and he calls it, there's inconsistencies now going on.
100%.
Now you're going to jump on me, right? You're going to get on my case.
Yeah.
Hey, chill. What are you doing? We literally just had this call that you called in the first quarter. It as an official, it's about the tone that I set. And the tone that I set is I'm going to allow you to play with a level of physicality. Not an illegal level of physicality, but a level of physicality. What I can't do is I can't let you guys turn this into, to your point, WWE. I can't let you turn this into my game getting out of control. Because the last thing that I want, Ron, is for a fight to break out. Because you know what's going to happen? I'm not going to be reffing any more games in the playoffs because I can't control my game. I don't want that.
I'm telling you right now, game 3, and we all know how the NBA get about the Lakers at home. Shit, JJ, I'd be taking a stand, boy. I'd be boycotting that motherfucker. I promise you. Shit, every foul.
For real.
We don't give a lot. Like I mean, we giving JJ credit like on and off, but I think JJ has terrific in this series. I think his defensive coverages versus SGA have been terrific. And I want to say this, Mars. I would love for your input here because Mars is unbiased perspective in this. Chill as well. Drench you too, Ron, not so much. I think that they're playing a really good coverage versus SGA by sending the two at him immediately, and then obviously the stifling what he's doing, kind of making everybody else beat you around you. Now they're playing the gamble. It worked out in the first half, and then when he left the game, to whoever's pointing in the chat when they sent the super chat, they were not playing well. They were actually losing the game or getting ready to be in a close contested third quarter. SGA leaves. They have to change the coverages up. Now AJ Mitchell seeing one-on-one coverage, and so was McCain. And then they went on that run. I think they went on a 22-4 run to close the fourth quarter when they all came in the game. So, like, they went crazy. But I think the reason why it's so good, number one, Mars, again, this is what I say, because, people are going to say I'm biased. I don't know. I think one of the reasons they're able to get away with it was SGA because he just is not the level of passer or somebody like Luka to be able to make you pay for something like that. Like, if you're sending two at him that aggressively, one, it forces the ball out of his hands. Two, that if we are playing something behind this, that's like a kind of a little zone or whatever else it is, he's going to get the ball out of his hand immediately. But I think the reason why they're doing this coverage for him in particular is like, well, we just, number one, this pass isn't going to beat us, but two, we can take the ball out of the best player's hands, and then that way you're not beating up with the scoring. Now the problem is, Chet, and then whatever, they started going off. Dort early was missing, and so that actually ended up helping them a lot. It's just, again, when they have AJ Mitchell and Jared McCain coming off the bench, it basically makes it impossible to beat this team consistently. Because SGA, all right, you're having a stinker, you're ineffective, you got 4 fouls and a flagrant, go sit down, and all of a sudden you're getting like bink, 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 layup, bink, 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 bink.
I think to that point, Swiper, I feel like for some reason in the NBA, coaches stick with one game plan and they don't have another one. It's like, all right, switch it up sometimes. Like, once you see the bench has a rhythm, you can't just allow motherfuckers to get a rhythm because it's too like you expect.
Are you saying that coaches don't adjust? Is that what you're saying?
No. They do adjust, but it's like they're all in. It's like they all or nothing. It's like, okay, take the ball out of SGA hands. Let this guy beat you. And it's like, yeah, but now he's fucking beating me.
Right.
Like, and I'm not gonna just accept that.
Plan. That's somebody else got to do it. Yeah. And you have to consistently.
It works in the regular season. It works in the regular season, but in the playoffs, where every game counts,
you got to keep making shots. You have
bullshit. Every game count. Every game count. Once I see AJ Mitchell
between Jared McCain, or if I got to choose between Case and Wallace and SGA, you two dudes got to keep making.
Yeah.
And AJ Mitchell, you dudes got to keep making shots.
Not to the point.
What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to put myself in space where now I got SGA one-on-one, and now he's making shots, and now he's got going, and now he's getting all these other guys involved. I don't.
But it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing because it's like, okay, we doing all this to get SGA out of a rhythm. Like that's the point. What you want to do? You want to get out of rhythm. Yep. But when the other motherfucker getting in the rhythm while SGA is getting out of rhythm, we gotta make adjustments. Now SGA ain't shot a shot in maybe 6 attempts. Now I gotta say, okay, well, fuck it. I'm a trust I can guard you one-on-one. It's been 6 attempts. You ain't had a shot. All right, I'm gonna trust it. But the moment y'all saw AJ Mitchell going ham one-on-one with coverage, how do y'all not get in y'all mind like, all right, this motherfucker is killing it?
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Double AJ Mitchell?
And not only that, Swiper.
But now what?
Yeah. Why
Jared on the bench in the game with him, and he went 4 or 5 from 3, Drench.
Yes, but we still got other teammates.
And remember, and I don't mean to cut you off more so giving the lineup. Remember, it was AJ Mitchell, McCain, and Jay Will. So, like, if I double you, I know, but now at this point, you got nothing but shooters on the floor. And, like, if I double AJ Mitchell, which is their 7th man, then we're screwed.
7th man.
He's not their 7th man.
He's AJ Mitchell, damn near their 2nd man.
Yes, but at the same
time,
he's literally starting. So I mean,
he's starting right now because
he is legitimately their 2nd option right now.
All right,
but
right now, I agree.
I think people in basketball feel like every lineup or every strategy has to be absolute the whole time. It doesn't. It doesn't have to be all game long. This is what we're going to do. We just trying to steal possessions. That's all we're trying to do.
I get what you're saying, Drench. I get what you're saying.
I get the part of trying to steal possessions. And I not just steal possessions. I get the part of making adjustments. So, Drench, okay, I got the league leading scorer or the 2nd leading scorer in the game. I got him basically not bottled up, but I got him slowed down. So now I got AJ Mitchell, who now is come from being a rotation guy to starting. He gets going. So what would you like to do in terms of an adjustment? Do I double him now?
if I'm not wrong, when I saw AJ Mitchell start cooking, SGA was on the bench, right?
Yep, he's on the bench.
Okay. Now I'm after I saw him chopping the shit out of Austin Reeves, because he got it in his mind, because he's doing what the coaches, what the Lakers aren't doing. He got in his mind, oh shit, this is the coverage y'all gonna give me. I know I'm getting this coverage. Just like when y'all say motherfucking Lou Dort can't shoot. Yeah, but he know he's getting 8 shots. So in his mind, he's prepping for them 8 shots and he's ready to shoot the motherfucker. All he needs to do is make 3 of them to blow your ass out the water because we still got SGA. So I'm saying the moment AJ got in his mind, I'm gonna be aggressive, or I'm taking that shit away from him. And that's one thing I think Greg Popovich did that was so fucking great. Like when he saw somebody getting a rhythm, it was a timeout. B, they gonna get the ball out his hands. Like he had adjustments for everybody.
Right.
It's like we only have adjustment for one player, SGA. Yeah, okay. When you say, well, we're gonna let them beat us, what happens when they beat you? You just gonna accept defeat? That's what you're gonna do.
I'll fucking by the way, that the OKC lineup, from 10:34 to 5:22 in the third quarter, OKC ran Chet Holmgren, AJ Mitchell, Isaiah Hartenstein, Casey Wallace, and Lou Dort. So they were still big as crap on the interior. But they had a plus 88.9 net rating. They scored 8 points, and they were obliterating the Lakers in those minutes. Now, some of this is also too, Drench. Like I think the issue is if they trap AJ Mitchell in this setting, the issue is like having Chet and Ihart, they were setting those little pin downs for each other.
Get the ball out of his hand earlier, though.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Disrupt their flow a lot earlier. You don't have to disrupt it at the point of attack. Disrupt it earlier to where the shot clock winds down to where now you have control of the possession. But if you're gonna try to send a double when a motherfucker's already aggressive, of course I'm gonna just hit the open cutter or open man.
More points than AJ Mitchell did in the stretch, by the way. Like he was just kind of unflappable, like in that quarter. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, that's because they switched everything, which is also part of the problems. Like I agree with Jordan. You can't afford to be like, oh yeah, let role players beat you in the playoffs, and then they proceed to beat
role players win championships. Like
you're out here now just losing games in a best of 7 because your game plan you decided to just actually lose. Like
no, that's not Mars. I don't think that's the issue. And the reason why I don't think that's the issue, and I know what you're talking about, but when they got it's a difference between one role player. Prime example, Game 7 of the NBA championship, not even Game 7 of the NBA championship in 2016. We're going to try to neutralize Curry. We're going to try to neutralize Clay. Dre, if you want to crack that long ball, knock yourself out. If you make 8 of them,
really crack it.
We straight.
Why?
Knock yourself out. You know why? You know why? Here's
too
why.
many, chill.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why?
But here's the difference. Did he make 7?
Make 3.
He made 6.
He made 6 of them, right?
He made 6. They lost by 4. If he makes 8, they win by 2.
Maybe
Penn told me that. Yeah, Penn told me
that might be the case. What I'm saying is here's the difference.
That's what I was told.
I think what we're leaving out is in terms of adjustments. When you have one guy who's doing this, that's one thing. Oklahoma City got 3 Mitchells. They don't have one AJ Mitchell. They got 3 of them dudes over there. So if he gets cooking and we neutralize him, they bring in Jared McCain. He gets cooking, we neutralize
Jared him. Jared McCain was cooking from catch and shoot, though. Y'all gassing at Jared McCain. He was cooking from catch and shoot.
He got a dry pull up.
Okay, yeah, so but that's one. But he made four threes. Like he's getting catch and shoot looks. Like he's not cooking in a one-on-one setting.
The reason why he's getting those catch and shoot looks is because when SGA is getting blitzed, he's coming out of the double team and finding him in the double team because they're blitzing off of him. That's why he's open.
So don't blitz off of him.
Okay, so we're not gonna. Okay, all right, Moss. All right, so we're not gonna blitz off of him. We're gonna blitz off of Lou Dort, who's shown that he can knock down an open shot. So
it's called making adjustments.
And then if Lou Dort starts making threes as well,
it's hard to just go down the list. With something. That's the point that I'm making. We have to live with something.
At some point, you gotta live with something, but that doesn't mean just die. Like
no, I'm not dying.
Yeah.
No. I'm not
if
dying.
you're blitzing off Jared McCain and Jared McCain is 0 for 6, cool. Keep blitzing off Jared McCain. He doesn't have it tonight. Makes sense. Yeah. If you're blitzing off Jared McCain, he goes 3 for 3. Okay, blitz off someone else.
Okay,
and then if he's making shots, then maybe you think about changing the coverage, or you blitz off someone else. Like we're in the playoffs, right? We can't afford to just lose the game because role players beat us. The Lakers are already playing with a major disadvantage. They're clearly the worst team. You can't then just throw away games because the guys who I said if they beat us, they beat us.
Yeah, it's like role players win championship.
You just want to go home at that point. Like, that just doesn't make sense. You can't just be like, oh, well, if we lose, we lose because the guys we wanted to lose to beat us. There should be no one you want to lose to.
There's nobody that we want to lose to. But if we're gonna
that's
lose,
what their defensive plan is. So if Shea doesn't beat us, we win.
You got.
I think that's a little bit of a stretch, y'all. I thought they played good defense most of yesterday.
No, that's really their game plan. That's really their game plan.
I don't think their defense was that good yesterday. I think their defense was better.
It was bad.
Well, hey, by the way, we're not giving them enough credit. Again, JJ doing two-way stuff. They forced OKC to go 2-3 zone yesterday.
Yeah, their offense was
good. OKC couldn't guard them without Luka.
Foul trouble too, by the way.
SGA got their offense.
No. I know that.
I don't think the Lakers' defense was good yesterday. Like
I don't think so either. I was watching.
I think their offense was good, and that's what kept the game close, especially in like the first three, because their offense like really had it going. Like obviously, Bron's still a mismatch. Rui doesn't miss. Austin Reeves had a much better game last night. So like,
in the second half,
Marcus Smart plays good.
Marcus Smart was good.
Marcus Smart plays well, but he just does he's not going to score a whole.
Well, LeBron and Marcus were the ones that were spearheading the initial start for the Lakers, and that's why I said like there's something about having a veteran in Marcus Smart who's been here before, is poised, knows what they're doing.
36 years old and too old to play.
But they're not. He's not afraid. He's also not afraid of like OKC in any way, shape, or form. He actually like
that nigga like 32, 30. Yeah, I think he's like 32.
Who we talking about?
He's 31, I think.
Yeah, he might be a year older than me. Yeah. But my thing is somebody told us that he was 31 and he couldn't play no more. So
he was over the hill. He was
that's something I was also told. But you know,
did you ever buy into that, Ron?
Wait. Who said that?
Yeah, did you ever buy into that, Ron?
Some guy named Robert.
Yeah, that was going on. Yeah, that was going on. That was definitely.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, I was told that him having hand injuries meant that
he was over.
I think somebody up here I think somebody up here with a British accent also said his defense has been gassed the last few years. I do want to say I'm just kidding. I do want to say that I think Marcus he's been the best $5 million addition in the sport this year, because I personally think Marcus makes them so much better.
How many $5 million additions?
No, I know, but I'm saying he's a very cheap player who's doing a lot of really important things, and I think he makes a lot of important plays for this team. He guards SGA well. He plays offense well, and not the shooting. It's like playing point guard. Can we beat a zone? Marcus Smart's like, I can do that job. And then the two-man game with him and LeBron. You got two people with legitimate playoff experience playing with each other. If they had Luka, I think they would have an opportunity to do something in this series. But again, once Smart. But even Luka, like if they just had like an actual like team around them, once Smart and LeBron like are not on the floor together anymore, it all falls apart. Apart.
Hold on, Swiper, because I gotta ask a question, because he was asking me this shit all year.
Yo, and then fellas, after this question, after this question, we about to dive back into the super chats.
Okay,
I'm not expecting Jake LaRavia to do too much in this series. This is more for Luke Kennard. This is my thing. I don't think Jake LaRavia is win you a championship level type player. I just
he started as a motherfucker. That's just that motherfucker's trash.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I just think he's much better than you said he was.
No.
Clearly, what I'm seeing
right there with Dean Wade. That motherfucker right there with Dean Wade.
Literally, he's very.
No, he right there with Dean Wade.
He might be worse than Dean Wade.
Dean Wade is another player who's much better than you saying he is. But that's
he is. Like Drench throws the word trash out very loosely. He does. He says that shit like it's nothing.
Yeah, my thing with Thompson trash. I kind of just stopped taking trash.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
At some point,
when I say a man trash, I don't mean he trash like that. I just mean he not what y'all think he is. But for Dean Wade and Jake LaRavia, no, I mean that shit. Them motherfuckers don't.
Dean Wade is better than Jake LaRavia.
Dean Wade is obviously better than
he's not better than Tyson, but
but the thing about it is this series is what we're seeing. I'm curious about this, Swiper. Since OKC was better with SGA off the floor, does that mean SGA shouldn't be in MVP talks?
Well, this is the playoffs, not the regular season.
Yeah, it's the playoff.
Right,
I'll say this, and I'll walk away, because whatever y'all can handle this, whatever. I already know how it's gonna work. I think among the superstars, he's the least consequential for the team's outcome. among all the superstars.
This is another
postseason
win
or loss.
Yeah, win or loss. Like he has the least amount of effect on winning and losing of any superstar.
Swiper, this is another postseason. This is another postseason of SGA being carried through the playoffs.
No, he's not being carried. I'm not going that far. I'm just saying that him playing well does not make or break for the entire playoff, especially versus teams like Phoenix and Lakers. So like next round will be a different story.
So of all of the teams in the playoffs, Swiper, and I know we got to move on, Ron, but of the teams in the playoffs that have been in the playoffs, not as of right now, but the teams that have been in the playoffs. Yeah, of all the teams, he's the one that a team can afford to lose.
That
says more about his team than him.
It does, but OKC fans hate that. And
really,
I'm saying
Mars?
that's legitimately.
It says more about his team than him. You don't say.
I don't want to.
I just think this series. I mean, I think it's funny watching like OKC fans use the he's getting doubled.
Yeah, because I've not seen this before. I've never seen somebody on Twitter said, has anyone ever seen these coverages? And I'm just like,
I saw that as well.
Did we miss 12 years of Steph Curry?
It's like, I guess.
They were guarding him off ball at half court like this with 3 people.
I mean, I'm just gonna like these coverage like being blitzed the moment you cross half court is not new to Shea. Steph Curry has definitely seen those coverages. James Harden has definitely seen those coverages. Kevin Durant saw that coverage 2 weeks ago.
Thousands of basketball players have seen those coverages.
Anthony Edwards gets his coverages, by the way, when he's healthy.
This
is what you do to good players.
I agree. I just wanted to Swiper. Are the Lakers running a gimmick defense against?
No, it works. It's not a gimmick. By the way, I want you to know this. I want you to know because I said this last year. Remember, the Wolves did the same thing to SGA. They did the same thing, not in the playoffs, in the regular season 2 years ago. Ant seized his coverage versus a lot of teams. The Suns did this to Ant 2 years ago in the playoffs. Players that are this archetype, that are guards, that are explosive off the dribble, that are downhill players. Those players get these kind of coverages. And by the way, Harden got him. Nash would have got him if he was a terrible passer. Kobe would have got him if this was a new era and he got these defenses. They all would have got it. Jordan would. Matter of fact, Jordan wouldn't have had 1 35-point game on my watch. Not one. Not one.
Ain't not one.
You wouldn't have got that many shots up.
Jordan gonna get that 35.
Them double teams are getting fried.
Chill.
Jordan used to see 2 defenders like, I got something for both of you niggas.
No, bro. Scottie Pippen. Ox would have the ultimate Scottie Pippen agenda because Scottie would average 45 points a game in a series versus me. And Ox would have been like, he's the best player in the team.
They didn't play basketball like that.
I still feel that way, Swiper.
They play basketball a little bit different.
Regardless, who's the best player on the team?
Yo, we got to get to these super chats because I got a $50 super chat right now. And on top of that, you guys see the frame on the screen right now. We're supposed to be in the crunch time chats. So let's get into it. Big Za JJ the GOAT Anime sent through $50 and said Austin bitching like he don't get a superstar whistle while not being a superstar is crazy. And y'all acting like the Lakers didn't start the game by playing football off rip. Rewatch the first quarter. They was fouling crazy. And it was no calls called.
No. I don't think Austin was complaining about the calls. It was the referee with the quote unquote disrespect that the referee had for Austin Reeves, which now I flipped that around on him. Y'all dudes talk to refs crazy. Y'all dudes yell at refs all the time. I can't tell you how many times I've heard James cuss referees out. I literally just saw Marcus Smart yesterday. I literally saw Marcus Smart. Yay, call a fucking foul. I just saw you call it shit last week or just 2 plays ago. Y'all dudes flip out on refs. Y'all talk to refs
Reeves
like
called old boy a P word.
Right. Y'all talk to refs crazy.
Apparently the ref disrespected him though. So I want to be fair. Like apparently the ref disrespected Reeves first. Reeves came around and said what he said, but he did call him a P word.
Even if that's true. Even if that's true, that's one instance from the 20 times you yelling at me about me missing a call, or you yelling at me about an N1, or you yelling at me about a push, something like that, and calling me out my name. Call a fucking foul or some crazy shit like that. Like, first of all, why are you yelling? I can see it. It's not illegal. I can see what's going on. Okay,
no,
what's the problem?
But as a non-bias out of Lakers, you have benefited from tremendous foul calls in the playoffs for decades.
By the way.
So but I also can acknowledge yesterday the Lakers were getting on the defensive end. They were not getting the advantage that OKC was getting. But that it's interesting though. The Lakers being on the other side of this, being like, oh, the whistle that we're getting is unfair. It's like, well, yeah, that's what people have been saying about you for years too. So both of them are criminals. One of them is just committing more crimes than the other right now, and that's OKC. No question.
Swiper, my only problem is
in general.
My only problem is you can't have bullies bullying, and then when they get a finger put on them, and I'm more so talking about on the defensive end with the flopping at OKC. I'm not even talking about the offensive shit. Shea's earned his whistle, for better or for worse. It is what it is with Shea. But my thing is you can't have these guys flopping on the defensive end, but then allow them to be aggressive. You got to have it both ways.
Yeah.
It has to be like you can't give them both. And that is my only thing.
Yo,
But-
W Ball out had a real good. He said, let me make sure I get it right, Ron. He said, so chill. You never yelled at a ref during your playing career. In fact, I can't believe that I became a ref. How much I used to yell at refs, how much I used to curse at them. The fact that I used to yell at them as much as I did and became a ref is blowing my mind because I was constantly yelling at officials. I was constantly on officials' case. Blow up and whistle. Call up and foul. I was constantly yelling at them, dude. And now to be on the other side of it, I get it. I 100% get it. Yes.
I've never understood the concept of yelling at refs. I've never seen a referee change their call because you
It's an
shout
emotional
out.
game.
Oh, we definitely have.
Yeah.
this.
I mean, Jordan
I've
definitely got
never
it. I've
seen
seen
that.
Jordan do it. But look, LeBron, to LeBron's
Yeah,
point,
but
though,
he weren't yelling. He went over and talked to him, and then obviously got glazed. But like, I've never seen someone shout at a referee for not
I
calling
have.
something, and then the ref
Hey,
was
Mars.
like, "You know what? You're right. Let me give you what you asked." I've
Mars.
never seen that happen.
this is what I'm telling you. This is why I can speak to this. 'Cause Lakers fan can acknowledge this. Mars, I remember in the Western Conference Finals, okay, in 2020 in the bubble, Nuggets versus Lakers. The Nuggets, they won game 2 or 3, whatever it was. The Lakers were pissed about their whistle, Mars. They were livid. They sent tapes in.
I remember. Yeah, okay.
The next game, the Lakers got like 36 free throws, brother.
Which,
So-
by the way, Swiper,
that's you going to the principal. That's you going to the principal. Like, all right, cool. I'm talking about you're on the court. You get smacked on the arm. Let's say you get smacked on the arm. The ref misses it. You yelling at the ref. I've never seen someone yell at the ref for a foul call being missed and then get awarded.
Hey,
the
chill.
foul
Remember
call
this?
they were yelling about.
Remember this
I've
from
never seen that.
the Boston Laker game when LeBron got smacked on the arm. He grabbed the camera.
Bron went around crying for 5 minutes. Guess what? They never gave him his free throws. Like all this yelling and the refs. I've never seen it in the moment. I've never seen it work. So I've never.
I know what will get you some free throws.
yes, it will.
Yeah, now
Them
you got that,
motherfuckers
yeah,
all
for sure.
game.
Bro,
I
I'm
think
not
that
gonna lie to
JJ
you. Last thing, he's the most annoying coach in the world with this. I can't stand when he does. Every other coach I'm cool with. Mark
Man.
Dagnall gets out here and does this, bro.
Yeah,
I'm tired of
the way
it.
he be
I'm
looking
sick
at-
of it, bro. He does it. He does it
We
every
just hit on
play.
everything OKC. Do we
No,
get
he
the wave
does it.
challenges?
No, I don't, Mark. I don't think
crazy.
you realize how many times a game he does it.
Like,
He
you
does
motherfucker.
this 4 or 5 times a game. Even when he doesn't have a challenge, he'll do this to the referee. Your wrist ain't tired?
And bro,
Goodness gracious,
No,
stop it.
Hey,
You gotta
Mars.
let the refs
Hard to
know
do
that. Hey, if
that.
I had a challenge, I'll be challenging that shit right
No,
now.
bro,
think that
That's
you
what
gotta
you're
do-
letting them know.
How
You
hard
letting
do
them
that
know that,
shit
hey,
for
you
you?
got that one wrong.
Bro,
I just don't
how
have a
hard do
challenge.
that
But
shit
just
for
so
you?
you
No,
know,
Jordan,
I would've been
Jordan,
right.
Mark be in the mirror like this with the Rocky music
Practicing.
behind him, getting ready for the game.
Look,
Yeah,
I
we
hard
had
do
a
that
new
shit.
level of OKC hate now, man.
I think I told Chill that on playback, bro. I hard do that shit the most in the NBA, and that shit pissed me off, bro. That motherfucker want you to review everything, like literally.
In the first quarter, we just started
He
the
ain't
game.
never committed a
Fuck outta
foul. What do
here.
you want him to do? He ain't
The
never.
Bro,
first quarter, we
bro,
just started this.
I'm telling you,
And Ron, I think that we
messed
can
the
be.
game up. My whole starting five will have flagrant ones in the first quarter. I
I
promise you.
think we can. I think because I saw Phil Jackson do it. I think JJ Redick. He's probably gonna have to write a check. I think he could be a little bit more diplomatic because I saw Phil
Genie
Jackson.
gonna write that check.
Right, I saw Phil Jackson in the 1993 East Finals after they lost to the Knicks, and the Knicks roughed him up really good. And Phil Jackson, instead of coming out and saying how bad the officiating was, he came out very diplomatically. This is the way they play. They play their style of ball on their home floor. They're not going to play that style of ball on our home floor. That's a message to the officials. Indirectly, a message to the officials and a message to the league. This is the way that they're playing in their building. They ain't going to play that way in our building like that.
I respect
And
that.
interestingly enough, they didn't play like that in their building.
And that's why Phil to
his
go.
team employed Michael Jordan, and that's why.
Hey, Morris.
That prize, that's it.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next super chat, you know why people can't stand anything with OKC? They can't stand Mark Daigneault even doing this. They can't do anything now, including me. I'm starting to get to that point. You know the good old quote: "You either die a hero or you live long enough."
When were they a hero? You know what's no matter of fact? Let me end it right here.
People liked OKC around 23 and 24.
No. Stop. No. I'm gonna do this. Mars and Chill and Drench, and we're all the same, similar age. In terms of our basketball watching. Except Chill, whatever. I'm saying Chill. I have OKC fans living in the timeline. Swipe it. Everybody hates like team. People hated the Warriors, like people, and then people could say that they don't enjoy watching the Thunder, and they're like, well, you always hate the best team. I'm like, no. I like watching the Warriors. We got blitzed by them all the time. Do you think I like Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson and them Boogie Cousins, by the way, coming into Denver just going ham? No. But, it was fun to watch. Steph Curry, Klay, Dre, that was fun. It's a different era. The Thunder are the first time, other than the Spurs, Mars, that I can remember a team like a dynastic style of team that I just didn't enjoy watching.
And dynastic style of team. The Warriors didn't get hated until, first of all, people loved the Warriors until KD got on the crew. That's when they became the villains. Up until that point, everybody loved them.
Fucked up a good thing.
Everybody loved the Warriors. They loved
Who is everybody?
The great snowball, with the exception of you. Yeah,
well, you were a Houston fan. You were a Houston fan.
Yeah, you being from Houston. Yeah. They did the same for all the teams that people didn't like.
The Spurs sucked. I didn't want to watch them.
More times than not, more people loved them than they hated them. People loved the Spurs. They loved the Lakers.
The Heat were fun to watch.
We especially in the black community, we actually grew to love the Celtics because we recognize that, the fact that Larry Bird is white, that don't matter. He fucking awesome. We got to stop the bullshit. The fact that he's white.
The Lakers were fun during their dynasty. We
got to stop that. This dude is awesome. The Bulls, the only team that, and I was the president of it. I couldn't stand the bad boy Pistons. I hated every bit of them dudes. I couldn't stand them.
Bill Laimbeer out here attacking people for no reason.
The Rockets, the Lakers. I mean, these other teams, people did love them. Absolutely, they did. Oklahoma City, until they won and until this stuff started going on, to Mars' point, people did love them. But people
didn't like them last year.
I think they were more loved and hated than they are now.
No one was out here hating on OKC when they won 40 games in 23, and Shea was averaging 200 free throws a game. No one was out here hating
because that was going on.
You don't get the hate until you're actually a threat to the hierarchy.
Were the Lakers hated? Do you think in the 2000s by mass media?
Oh, mass media. Oh, I can't tell you.
In general fans, I think the Lakers were celebrated.
People, I mean, the Lakers.
I think the Lakers are always going to be hated. They just have such a large fan base that.
But they got Shaq and Kobe, dog. It was really hard.
There was a lot of people that didn't like the Lakers.
But I think Kobe was also hated. But I mean,
prior to 05. I mean,
yes,
I'm asking.
Yes,
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
I love Kobe though.
I was actively rooting for Iverson over Kobe. I didn't necessarily hate Kobe, but because of AI, I didn't like Kobe.
Part of it is OKC being such a small market. When a small market team is this good and they end up getting their hate, they don't have a large fan base to also counteract it.
Did the Bucks get hated like this?
I think we're in a different space though.
Because remember 19 to 20 to 22.
I mean, I know that Bucks run has been called fugazi, but I don't think the Bucks as a team got hated.
The Bucks were
they had people like Chris, people like Drew Holiday, people like Giannis, people PJ Tucker with PJ Tucker.
Yeah, but I feel like the Thunder team and the 24 Celtics, those two teams in recent history, are the only two teams where it was this might be an all-time great, long-lasting team. The Bucks, I'm not saying no one thought the Bucks could win again. The Bucks were favored.
Damn, what were they 50 and
I'm not saying that. But we're talking about the Celtics had a top 5 net rating ever or whatever. Yeah. And then the Thunder followed it up the next year with a top 5 net rating ever. And both teams won a championship. Boston did it in more dominating fashion. But Boston were hated.
Hey, everybody in the chat that's saying I'm a liar and I'm disingenuous. Look, if you don't think that I like OKC, I'm fine with that. It doesn't bother me. I'm saying that I don't enjoy
it. You don't like OKC.
No, but they're asking me relative to the Warriors. I love watching the Warriors play. I don't care to watch OKC for real. But maybe if that's biased, whatever, then cool, that's fine. But I just think that all the stuff we're talking about, Mars, you can be, all the things I've said this for a year now. It's just a different basketball game when you play them. That's all I said. It's a different basketball.
All right, y'all. I want to shout out to Cheese15, who not only is a Hall of Famer, but he is the membership GOAT on Players Choice. He just gifted 20 Players Choice memberships. Cheese does this on a regular basis. If you got one of those memberships, first off, thank Cheese. Second off, we'll see you in a members-only stream here very soon. Salute to you, Cheese. Thank you for doing that. Cheese, we need you to pull up to a members-only stream. We need you. And all the other people that have joined up as all-stars, you now have the capability to join these members-only streams. I will only send the link to the all-star chat or the Hall of Fame chat in Discord. So you have to join the Discord. You will get the link to any members-only stream if you're an all-star or a Hall of Famer. So look out for that. Join up the Discord. We'll see you there. A couple other members I do want to shout out. Locked In for L became a YouTube member. Arrow 80 became a YouTube member. And D.O. Reefy also became a YouTube member. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Cheese as well. The next super chat that I got is from Isaiah Evans. Said, chill, stop. The officiating was so bad last night. If it was called equally, Lakers would have had 40 free throw attempts easily. Chill. Too many players and coaches have complained about this. They are not all wrong.
Okay. So I don't think anybody is challenging the fact that they aren't complaining about the officiating, but okay. What happens if the Lakers get 40 free throws? Do they win the game if they get 40 free throws?
They probably do.
Yeah. Do they win the game if they end up getting 40 free throws? Do they not turn the basketball over 20 times if they get 40 free throws? Like all of this stuff that y'all telling me about the Lakers is, I mean, a lot of the stuff is hypothetical stuff. I mean, they shot 20 free throws yesterday, something like that.
21.
Like, yeah, 21 free throws yesterday. I mean, it's not like Oklahoma City shot 45 free throws. How many free throws did Oklahoma City shoot yesterday?
OKC shot 29.
I mean,
it's not about the free throws.
Wait, no, I'm tripping.
So,
they shot 36. No, they shot 36. No, that's threes. They shot 26.
Okay, so
damn, Ron, which one? 26, 29, 36.
They shot 26. My bad.
Three different numbers. Go down.
And we supposed to trust one of them.
39. Let's go ahead and make the narrative nasty. But Big Zod, Double O JJ, the GOAT Anime said casual hoop fans, I think he's talking about you guys, casual hoop fans ruin hoops discourse. Because if a narrative gets some traction, social media algorithm is going to force it so much that people actually believe it. MF's using political propaganda for hoops. Shaking my head.
Typical.
What is that in reference to?
yeah, I don't get
I
that.
have no idea.
Yeah, I don't.
I wasn't really listening, but I have no idea.
It has
I
to
don't know what that
be.
means.
It has to be. It's a derivative from what the first super chat he sent.
Derivative.
Talking about
You like that word, Swiper?
he's tired of soft narratives and OKC getting calls.
Oh,
and stuff
the
like
OKC
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
W wrong. Derivative.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about my derivative or the word. It's about what Double Zod saying.
Ron, we got to address this. And you a Kobe Bryant fanboy, and you a KD fanboy.
Who?
It's a buddy, I assume.
Motherfucker.
No, it's not, buddy.
I'd assume.
Who's had it, chill? Let's get him.
I just had a
buddy.
talk with Buddy the other day. Buddy said he was going to stop all of that, so it can't be Buddy.
Tired of every time you
Oh,
come
one
up here,
buddy.
it's about James. Like we talking about the playoffs in totality. Everything is about James. James this, James that, James this, James that, James this, James that. It's not about anything else. And Swiper, I got a question for you, Swiper. From 2000 to 2009, how did you feel about Kobe Bryant? You specifically, Swiper. How did you?
I
feel
like
about
watching
him?
Kobe. Who didn't like
Why-
Kobe?
and why did you like watching Kobe Bryant?
It's Kobe. It was Kobe. I don't think people want to.
And really
I
quick,
don't think people understand, y'all.
Prove that he didn't like him. So you stop talking like
was
you know what
Kobe.
people feel.
It was Kobe Bryant. Who didn't like watching Kobe Bryant?
There's a
It's
difference
Kobe.
between
Yeah,
Okay,
oh,
no.
You're from California,
No,
though. I'm from
no.
Colorado.
Ox
We didn't
loves
have
watching
any.
Kobe.
He didn't.
I did not.
You ain't have
No, I
J.R.
didn't.
Yes,
I
you did.
hated Kobe. No,
No, but
I did
J.R.
not.
great.
No,
You hated
didn't.
watching him bust your
But
team
it's
ass.
I did.
Like,
That's
what you
I
hated?
didn't. No, because you
That's
got to
what you
remember.
hated.
Chill. You got to remember. I was a big Kevin Garnett fan. So the minute Kevin Garnett went to the Celtics, I was instantly a Celtics fan as well.
Right.
Clowns.
But
You know
with that
what I'm
being
saying?
said,
So it's like I hated
chill.
Kobe Bryant until when he
okay.
tore his Achilles and came back and shot the free throw, and then he came back.
you
and the
hated
whole
him
arm thing.
for busting your team's ass. Like when he was kicking
No.
Denver's ass, or when he was kicking Minnesota, not Minnesota because you like KG, but when he was kicking Denver's ass, or he was kicking Philly's ass, or he was kicking any other team, absolutely you dug that. But when it was against Sacramento, it's like, hell no, I don't want to see that.
I hated Kobe Bryant. I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say.
Why
I
did you not
hated
like him, Ox? What was your issue with Bryant?
Well, it's obviously it started because of the Kings, but then that just
There we go.
made me hate. But look, chill. I also thought he was a ball hog.
Okay.
I also was like, well, maybe you should pass the ball sometimes. I didn't like Kobe Bryant. I
so you
did
didn't like
not.
him as a player.
No doubt, I didn't.
Interesting.
We never had a
Yeah,
player to
some people-
contend with
some people
Kobe
don't like
until
him.
Melo got there. Bro, like there was no reason to Melo liked Kobe. Kobe and Melo had a good relationship. So why would I hate Kobe? I mean, there was no reason for me to hate him.
Well, you're not Melo.
I know, but like there was no way for Denver to beat LA until 2009. That was the closest we got. And then we had a dude on our team named Anthony
but there's
Carter.
just some great players that you just don't like watching. Like
Anthony
I don't
Carter.
think there's.
I didn't like watching
Kobe was-
Dirk. You think I like watching Dirk in 2000s? No.
But like that's the thing.
you out
like,
your
I didn't like watching Dirk.
yeah, some people like watching Dirk, some people don't. It don't mean like.
But Dirk at the time, like I wasn't Dirk could just
The hair phone.
Yeah, but like,
you didn't
there's
like his
like,
slow hair.
being a great player doesn't mean that everyone likes said.
I hated watching Paul Pierce.
Like there are people who don't like Shea and Paul. That's because
He had no muscle definition. He didn't dunk on anybody. He had no swagger, no tattoos, no nothing. Nothing was cool about Paul Pierce. He had a Michael Jordan armband and didn't play like Mike at all. I never liked Paul Pierce. Wouldn't even have been on my Olympic team.
Armband?
Matter of fact, I would watch Josh Smith before I watched Paul Pierce. I would watch Joe Johnson before I watched Paul Pierce. I would watch all the dude I told you, Josh Howard.
Sick though. Joe was and also chill. I also want to point out first that I obviously knew Kobe was incredible. Like I knew he was a great basketball player. Don't get me wrong. Like that was never a question.
That's where I'm at with it, Ox.
I was just anti Kobe because obviously being from Sacramento, also being a huge Tracy McGrady fan. You know what I'm saying? All of that. It was like. Allen, like Ron said, Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? It was all of that, and then as they got older, it turned into Paul Pierce. Don't forget Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget.
Dwayne Wade was great player to
Yeah,
watch.
but there's
Great
people
player
who
to
don't like
watch.
watching D Wade for like because like
If Mars was our age, he wouldn't have been.
Every great
And he grew up on our timeline. He wouldn't have watched Steve Nash either. He would not have watched Steve Nash if he grew up on our timeline. There's no way. First off, Phoenix Suns game didn't even come on TV like that.
I watched a lot of Steve Nash because I was a huge Amari Stoudemire fan.
Okay, did you like him more than Mike Bibby?
Who, Steve Nash?
Yeah.
He was better than Mike Bibby.
No, did you like him more than Mike Bibby?
I was never a huge Bibby fan, so yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Okay, my bad. I'm talking to the wrong person. Never mind.
Yeah, I did.
I
definitely like Steve Nash more than Mike. I want to make this clear. I was never a Steve Nash hater. I just, now that we're in this space and they put Steve Nash over certain people, I got to calm that shit down. But Steve Nash was the dude, but I don't know.
Yes, he was.
He's no Rondo.
Yes, he was.
He's
That's a
absolutely
fact.
not a Ray John.
exactly,
But Steve
exactly.
Nash was really one of them. I don't know where the Steve Nash. Well, I know where the Steve Nash hatred comes from because they put Steve Nash in conversations he doesn't belong in.
Like
But
what,
during
Ox?
that time?
I mean, the guy has 2 MVPs. It's not hard to figure out why he's
Right.
And then
Come
Shaq
on,
was
Chill.
yapping. No
MVPs
vibe about
still
it.
be for real.
I know a
But like-
Steve Nash hater.
But like
Yeah,
Steve Nash was an incredible basketball player.
Yes,
We
he was.
loved Steve Nash. We loved Steve Nash.
What's up, Big
I
Pen?
I know a good Steve Nash hater.
Big Pen.
What's good, Pin?
Jason
Okay,
Kidd was good.
Hey, you guys said his name 3 times and he popped up.
J-Kid is the best point guard of the 2000s. Easy. hands
Vince
down,
Carter,
no
I would
conversation.
rather watch Vince Carter than a lot of them dudes. Vince Carter catching the move with the Nets.
All right,
I wasn't
swipe
really
it.
high- I
Oh,
wasn't
now
really
you wanna
high
get
on Vince
to- go
Carter.
ahead.
Like, obviously,
Swipe
he was
it
a
up.
great basketball player, but I wasn't that high on Vince.
We would love to hear you guys' 2000s nostalgia along with Pin, but we got some
asked
more
the
super
question.
chats. And you know what's actually funny? This super chat is pertaining to somebody that you guys brought up. Spanish Jose TV said, "To whom it may concern, in 2019, Kobe said this: I don't think that style is ever going to win championships. One player dominating the ball makes it easier for defenders to stop in a 7-game series.
Harden.
James Harden ain't never gonna get no championship.
He was ahead of his time. Also, Swiper, did you say you didn't like Paul Pierce because he didn't dunk on people? He didn't have any tattoos and he had no swagger.
He was boring. He was boring. Boo.
He's gonna make the parallel to Jokic. He's gonna make the parallel to Jokic.
No. He would.
That's actually why I don't like watching Jokic, because he doesn't have any tattoos. He doesn't dunk
on
people.
Or don't forget. Swiper said he had no muscle definition.
He had no muscle definition. Didn't nothing like that. Yeah, compared to Kobe and all the rest of them, Paul Pierce was a bum. No swag.
Remember this? Remember I told y'all a couple years ago. Remember when I was trying to bring up the WNBA and y'all was up here being misogynist, saying, "Oh, I'd watch it if they wore skirts." Remember I told you y'all only watch basketball to watch sweaty men and look at their shoulders. I told you.
What?
I told you. Now look at Swiper talking about no muscle definition.
No, Paul Pierce is still not making my top 50 most watched players of my lifetime. Well, he's a bum compared to those other players in that era.
Would he make your top 50 if I told you that he had tattoos?
No, Paul was never going to win me over.
What if he had nice biceps?
The only cool thing Paul Pierce had going for him is the 50 Cent narrative he was rolling with. You know what I'm talking about, Ox. That happened. That's it. That's the only cool thing he had.
That's it. I mean, that was sticking him like that happened. I mean,
that's it.
I'm sure he would rather that not be the narrative. Like,
I agree.
He'd want that to happen.
I agree. Yeah, I 100% agree.
Yeah. All right, OG Team sent through $10 and said, Mars, if a Soar, the best wing defender since Kawhi, ... from 2010 on, can he physically guard the Melos, Bron, KD, Kawhi, Jimmy Butlers? Personally, I think he's much more effective versus guards than wings.
Melo?
I don't think anyone. Can you bring the names back up, please? Or did you clear it?
It was Melo,
Bron,
Kawhi,
Jimmy.
I mean, Bron, I don't think anyone on planet Earth can guard Bron. Melo would be interesting. I don't think he'd be able to guard Melo, but I don't think Melo would be efficient. But I don't think.
Wait, who's guarding Melo?
Nobody, Swiper.
Yeah, I don't think anyone.
Carmelo
dragged.
Yeah, I mean, I was on that side of it. I just said I don't think he can guard Melo. I don't think anyone wants to guard Melo either. I think that's a name where you find out you guarded Melo the next night, you probably just would rather call in sick. Jimmy Butler. I mean, I don't think Jimmy Butler is he's kind of different in terms of the approach to guarding him, I'd assume. But I think Asar is a very good option to guard whichever wing you bring up. Does that mean I think
KD?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if there's many better options from the wing position than Asar. Doesn't mean just Kevin Durant. Mm-hmm. The reason I'm high on Asar isn't because I think he can stop all these all-time great wings. I don't think you stop LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Kawhi Leonard.
Can you slow him down?
I think he has tools to make their lives difficult, but that does not mean that he will stop them.
And a lot of wing defenders, you don't have to be physically imposing to slow guys down. I mean, Bruce Bowen wasn't, jacked in terms of him being that. The same thing with Kobe Bryant was not a physically imposing guard, but he was pretty awesome as a defender, right? So I don't know that you have to look like that. I don't think you do.
Was dirty.
Who?
Bruce Bowen was dirty.
Bowen was dirty.
My argument for
Asar was also more. Yeah, absolutely.
John Stockton was dirty. It's you can't be. I don't think that you can be an awesome defender in the NBA without doing some questionable things. Yeah,
sure you can.
No, because Metta World Peace was dirty too, and he was awesome.
It's nothing wrong with as the defender being overly physical.
100%.
Now when you doing stuff like
I think you got to toe the line.
Yeah, but if you're doing what SGA did last night, I think that was nasty. If you're doing things like that on a regular basis, or if you're putting your foot under people while they're shooting, that's disgusting. But if a guy goes up for a layup and you push him, you setting the tone. You said if I'm a Soar and my primary matchup is Donovan Mitchell, for instance, and Donovan beats me off the dribble, and I give him a good nudge, and he goes and he falls over, and it could potentially be a flagrant 2. I'm setting the tone. I'm playing with Donovan Mitchell's head. To me, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't think Kawhi was dirty. I don't think OG's dirty. I think there's a lot of good defenders that are not dirty. Lou Dort is dirty.
I agree with those two names. Actually, I don't think OG or Kawhi.
I think there's a big difference between being physical and dirty. Like sometimes people throw that dirty word around a lot.
What is dirty to you?
Trying to hurt somebody is dirty.
I agree.
That shirt he's wearing.
Cheap,
No.
cheap.
Dirty.
shot.
I just got this on my drawer.
No, so cheap shots, career altering injuries. You know, I remember Vince Carter, probably one of the nicest dudes ever. He wanted to fight Bruce Bowen. He wanted to hurt him.
Yeah, Michael Finley did too.
He stepped under his foot like 2-3 times on a release.
That's dirty.
Yeah, it's crazy that Zaza got known for that when Bruce Bowen was doing that shit.
That's how they put it. Yeah.
Well, that's because he hurt Kawhi. When somebody jumps in the air, pushing them while they're in the air, undercutting people, that stuff is dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like hitting people around screens, hitting them with the meat stick when they cross through the lane. That type of stuff isn't dirty. That's no big deal. When somebody's on the baseline trying to come down the pin down, absolutely grab their hip. That's not dirty. So that's what you do.
All right, Dub Ball Out Highlights has a question for the guy in the top right corner. Dub Ball Out said, also, Swiper, does this Thunder team give you Chiefs vibes, Kansas City Chiefs vibes, when it comes to the refs? And what are your thoughts on a Jamal Murray for Jaylen Brown swap? Who benefits more?
No, the Chiefs, again, when they were at their heyday, when Mahomes was actually good, was a elite watch. He was the best quarterback in sport, diamond of 5,000 yards a year, 50 touchdowns. Elite watch. Tyreek Hill and all them. Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, you name it, go up and down. And then obviously 23 was a great year. Murray, Brown, I know they're going to have conversations. You know, Ox feels different about Jaylen Brown than I think even some people in the Celtics organization do. But I do think Murray will be a discussion with Orlando. There'll be a discussion with Boston as well. Yeah, sure. I mean, they'll all talk. You know, they'll all do their due diligence.
With Boston?
I mean, yeah, they'll definitely have conversations about Jaylen Brown.
What type of conversations?
Trade.
They won't. What? Anyways, forget about that.
Brother,
I want to talk about.
I can tell you that they will. How about that?
You can say anything you want. Whatever. It's the facts are the facts.
I can verify you that they will. How about that?
No, verify.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Call me in June. Call me in June.
No, because it's not happening. But anyways, regardless, I just think it's quite clear that Travis Kelce has been carrying that franchise for years now, season after season after season. Travis Kelce has been carrying that squad, and as soon as Travis Kelce looks like he's a little over the hill, Patrick Mahomes looks like a regular quarterback. I think it's so obvious, so clear. Told y'all, nuts. It's not nuts. That boy be out there don't got nothing. I'm talking about he don't got nothing. Travis Kelce come back and get the ball, turn up field, and run for 17 yards. Oh my God, what a play by Patrick Mahomes. He ain't do shit. Travis Kelce came and did that.
I don't even know anything about football. I barely even watch football, but I disagree.
Travis Kelce been carrying that boy all his life.
What city did the Chiefs play in, Penn?
Kansas City.
What city do the Giants play in?
New York.
What city do the Buccaneers play in?
Actually, they don't play.
Tampa Bay.
They play in Jersey. Yeah, they're technically playing in Jersey. Okay, Mr. Technical Chill.
They don't technically play in Jersey. They play in East Rutherford.
Okay, technically.
They do.
What city do the Saints play in, Penn?
St. Louis.
What?
St. Louis.
No, you. That's your first miss. New Orleans. Nah, Mars, you get them. Mars, where's the Baltimore? What's the Baltimore team's name?
You asked me.
Lamar Jackson FC. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, that's his team. That's his new team.
Okay, so when I say I don't watch football, you decide to flex that I don't know football? Okay.
Flex. It's not a flex. It was a questionnaire.
Okay, so the questionnaire is pretty simple. Have I watched the Kansas City Chiefs play? Yes, I have. Have I watched Patrick Mahomes play? Yes, I have. Have I played football? Yes, I have. Can I tell that he is amazing?
What's your second favorite sport outside of basketball?
Tennis. Because I played
it. Tennis is dope. I love tennis.
What you know about tennis?
What is tennis? Andre, I know more than you.
You play tennis?
Let's not do
You
this.
play tennis?
Andre, I know.
Pete Sampras
I know Andre Agassi.
Does your big imp self play tennis ever?
Swiper, you are a bowling ball with legs. You have no lateral movement. If you go too fast this way, you will tip over.
You want to bet?
Stop
You want to
playing
bet?
with me.
You want to bet? You have cankles, Ox. You literally can't move side to
Swiper,
side.
you say this, and I will beat you in literally everything.
No,
So
you will
please don't
not.
do this right
We
now.
can do this anytime you want.
This is what we never get out on time.
This
is exactly why.
No, it's because of Swiper. Swiper is that little cousin that sees his big cousins and knows he's inferior physically. And see this. He knows he's physically inferior, and so he tries to.
Your name is Treebeard for real. Let's get it. When I see you,
Swiper is that drunk frat boy at the bar who wants to arm wrestle you because he's like, man, he's bigger than me. Let's arm wrestle.
If one of us is gonna, the only drunk I'm getting is ginger beer drunk, sir. The drunk I'm getting is ginger beer drunk, sir. So you ain't talking about me.
You act like a drunk frat boy while you're sober.
Were you in a frat? Swiper?
Chill, he needs this. Why are you trying to walk? He needs this. I will kick your ass in everything. Swiper, stop playing with me.
Put him up. Jump next time we get
put up what?
No. Next time we get in a fight, don't ask Ron and Chill to help you. How about that? Don't ask Ron and Chill to help you.
Swiper, I will touch your chin, bro. Don't play with me because I got. You know how many gloves I got? You should have had this energy when you was in Portland because I got gloves and I got space and I got opportunity.
Bro,
I will sit your ass down.
I saw what you got in that. You ain't got no gloves inside that vehicle. None.
Ron, you the one that
No,
started this.
my vehicle ain't right there. Swiper, you can't fight.
I haven't said anything for 10 minutes.
This is your fucking fault, Ron. Your fault. You.
All right. The next super chat is
Next
from
time
Spanish.
I see you, Swiper, we gonna spar. I'm gonna get wherever we at. I'm bringing gloves. We gonna spar.
I don't want no gloves. No gloves. No gloves. I mean.
Chill, you ready for this? Chill, you ready for this?
Y'all Street Fighter?
Swiper, Swiper, I'm even making fair for you because I know you're physical like the tussle. We could wrestle. We could do anything. All this shit ain't doing nothing. All this that you be doing to them. That shit ain't doing nothing. Swiper, sit your ass there.
All right, Spanish Jose TV. I got my money on Swiper, by the way. But Spanish Jose TV
you can get
says,
some too. I'm finna see you tomorrow.
I'll take the winner and the loser. Me and Penn will rub both of y'all up.
You weigh 185 soaking wet. You better.
Hey, you can't hit what you can't catch.
You already had your feet dangling.
You can't hit what you can't catch.
You already had your feet dangling in the air as a grown man.
Faster than both of you niggas.
As a grown man.
You can't hit what you can't catch.
Like this on the wall.
That's why you was in film so much for missing tackles. How you gonna hit me and you couldn't hit a running back?
I got Ox.
A fullback. You couldn't hit a fullback.
You stay out of this. You can get involved too. I'm gonna make sure you're there at the next one. Make sure. I'm gonna put you one of them Chris Jericho wall of Jericho's, Penn. Keep talking.
All right, look. When you what you don't know, watch Penn turn into Jeff Hardy or you.
No, I ain't climbing no top rope. I'm the excellence of execution. I'm a Bret Hart sharpshooter, your ass.
Spanish Jose TV said, shout out to the Sultan of SWAT, the King of Crash, the Colossus of Clout, the Great Bambino, the People's Champ Ox for holding it down solo yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
When?
Yeah, I rage quit at the end.
Oh, you left?
I left.
I left you with him.
Left me up here by myself. Crazy.
You the Sultan of SWAT? I ain't done that. All right.
Man, I haven't seen you get flustered in a while, so that was the first time. So congratulations on you. That was the first time.
All of this over Draymond Green. I can't believe you was pushing such a line for Draymond.
Is that why I'm seeing Penn on my timeline just hating on Austin Rivers?
Yes. Yep. Of all the assholes to push the line for, I can't believe you did it for Draymond. Penn, that's crazy.
No, I just
had to find out about Austin Rivers' career VORP.
Here is a fantastic fact. 56 players played in the 2012 draft. Number 1 in VORP, Anthony Davis. No surprise. Number 2, Damian Lillard. Guess who was number 56?
I don't know, man.
Austin fucking Rivers.
And he was still not a bad player. I don't care what you're talking about.
He was terrible.
No, he wasn't. He objectively was not.
He was
a bad
I feel like if we randomly had an Austin Rivers segment maybe like a month ago, I don't think Penn would have said he was terrible.
He wouldn't have said this.
I guarantee you I would have said he was terrible. I hated him.
You said Cade Cunningham was the 13th best player in his draft class because of VORP. We don't take your opinion on VORP seriously.
I did not say that. I did not say he was the 13th best player in his draft class.
You said Santi Aldama was better than him because of VORP. So.
I did not say that.
Facts.
He had a higher...
Penn, matter of fact, you said Scotty's 10 times better than Cade Cunningham. Matter of fact.
That's never been said.
Matter of fact, you said Operation Goon might be better than Cade Cunningham. We heard about that too.
Oh shit! Hey, Pin. So people still comment and watch those videos from a few years back. I think it's called like Oxcourt or something like that. And somebody commented on one of them and said that I can name 250 players better than Arvydas. And I was like, no, you can't. And they actually made a list of 250 people in the comments. So.
Was Austin Rivers?
Hey, Ox, next members chat. Okay. Next members chat. Or not members only stream.
Draymond on it?
Yes, Draymond was actually on it.
He's not better than Arvydas.
And Draymond was number 51. They got Draymond on there. They got David West on there.
Hold on, Ox. Hold on. Wait. They got to pull up to the next members only stream to get this list. I would love if Penn is there. The next one where me, you, and Penn are there at least, or even just you and Penn. I would love for us to go down that list and find all the players. Because I personally got 300. But to find all the players that are better than Arvydas Sabonis. But as of right now, Sir Garbage,
next level bullshit right there.
Sir Garbage 611 said, "Is James Harden doing anything right now Darius Garland couldn't have? Have we seen anyone drop this bad in the playoffs? Also, chill. I heard you say you would take Penny over Harden. If so, why?
Just in the playoffs. That's all. Just in the playoffs. I think James Harden is a better player, but in the playoffs, Penny actually got busy in the playoffs, and his lows weren't nearly as bad, and I didn't have to worry about Penny dropping this bad in the playoffs. When we were talking about peak for peak, even though it was a short amount of time, I do think that James Harden was better, but I think that during that specific time, like 95, 96, I would take Penny off the strength that I didn't have to worry that much about him being that much of a playoff dropper.
Now, give me Penny regular season, preseason, summer league, all of it. I don't care. Peak, 1996 Penny. Give me that.
The league got so lucky that he got hurt.
They did. He's 24. He's way better than James Harden at 24.
Terrible.
I don't think Garland can play
really
worse than Harden is playing right now.
I don't think he can neither, Mars.
Even if Garland was hurt, I think him on the bench would probably be better.
He was hurt against the Celtics, and he wasn't this bad.
Yeah, I don't think this is, even for James Harden standards, whether we want to admit it or not, this is.
And it's just adding to what already, not the narrative, but it's just adding to the theme of what James Harden already is. It's just add more to it. That's all it is.
Poor James. The People's 23 said, y'all speaking BS. Like, do you niggas not see these niggas holding SGA every off ball? Stop fucking crying, dog. Crybaby ass fans speaking Twitter talking points, dog. SMH. Clown behavior, man. Shout out to Carson. Ooh, damn, he cooked y'all.
SGA's being held off ball. SGA's being covered like other guards.
He's not being covered like other guards.
How is he being covered, Payne?
He's being blitzed. They're daring anybody else to beat them.
Damn, I definitely haven't seen that before. I definitely have not seen that before.
No, I mean, Swiper, you on your little,
No, I'm not on anything.
Okay.
If people say that's not happened before, then I'm gonna respond.
I mean, I respect it. I mean, you hate OKC. Okay, that's cool. We can.
I just no. If you tell me you've not seen a guard, if you've not seen a guard covered this way, I'm gonna say that I've seen a guard covered this way. That's all that's gonna happen.
I didn't say I haven't seen a guard covered.
No, people. The alliteration before the tweet was that's what's been going on.
Has any guard in this playoffs been covered the way SGA has been covered?
Hey, did that super chat say no guard ever in NBA history?
That was part of the discussion we were having earlier.
But Penn, in this playoffs specifically, has there been a guard covered like SGA?
Why is the limit guard? Why does it have to be a guard?
Because I guess because SGA is a primary ball handler, so we can expand.
Because he has to be compared to other guards, not every other player, because he is a guard.
Handlers. Like, is there no other player in these playoffs getting blitzed like SGA is getting blitzed?
I mean, for sure.
Like SGA is.
I think the Pistons and
that's going on. That's 100% going on.
Of course, and I mean, like that's why they're having to burn so much energy, having to bring the ball up the court so that he doesn't get trapped and he doesn't get top locked. But they're also allowing a lot of physicality away from the basketball in these playoffs. Like, guys are literally holding on to guys, and it doesn't seem fair because they weren't really letting that happen in the regular season. But right now, you cut through the paint, and if someone's holding on your hip, like they're just letting them do it.
Is that really a big deal, though?
Pardon?
Is that really a big deal?
I mean, it's a big deal if you can't deal with it. Like if you have somebody holding on to you who's a lot stronger than you, that's going to physically impede you in ways. Like it's easier to do this to SGA than it is to do this to Ant because Ant's stronger. So
yeah, it's really not that big of a deal. But
they were doing this to Jamal in the Minnesota series. Jaden was
every game.
Every time off the ball, they were grabbing.
No, they definitely hold Steph a lot. I agree with that.
It's not that big of a deal. I think, like I said, the whole point of this whole thing where OKC fans lose their fucking mind is because they feel like because SGA was getting held, that justifies what he did to Austin Reeves' elbow. It don't. One is a foul, the other one is an ejection. That's it. And that's what they talk about. You quit crying until a motherfucker do that shit to SGA. Then y'all hating on SGA. And it's just like, really just shut your ass up.
You think it warranted an ejection?
Yes, that was an ejection. And if
I think that was a very similar play to Kelly Olynyk
at the park. And if SGA was at the park and he did that to somebody, you would have got your ass knocked out.
Yeah, that would have been a fight.
And that's why it warrants an ejection. Yeah, that's how you got to see it. Like that's exactly what that was. That's an ejection. And somebody said he didn't try to do it on purpose. He clearly did. But it is what it is.
All right, Prince DJJ sent through $10 and said, "Hey, chill. So my dad and I got into a heated debate because he's an MJ guy, and I keep telling him the Hakeem Rockets would have beaten the MJ Bulls. Since you are my dad's age, can you tell him I'm right?"
You are right. But he is very much like a bunch of Jordan guys, and I was like this too. It's because they got Jordan. That's why he thinks that they were completely leaving out all the other stuff. So, yes, you are right. I think the Rockets would have beat the Bulls.
All right. King Sean Black said, "Where is 57 in a game, Donovan? Where's the best two guard in the league?" And James Harden has looked the worst I've ever been, or the worst he's ever been. Dude stinks. Worst playoff dropper the league has ever seen.
I don't know. Chamberlain dropped in the playoffs. Jabbar dropped in the playoffs.
This
Magic was
it's probably James Harden, especially with like MVPs. It's probably James Harden.
Yeah.
I can't. Unless you count like Derrick Rose.
I've seen Donovan Mitchell better. So the Donovan Mitchell that I'm watching right now is not the same Donovan Mitchell that I've seen in the postseason. I've seen him better.
Oh, really? You didn't see this last year?
No. He's not been as good as I've seen.
He managed to put up 30
in the
last year,
players.
so it's fine.
Yeah. So he's definitely he definitely, if they're gonna have a chance to win this series against Detroit, he's gonna have to play better because the sense of urgency has not been there throughout the course of these playoffs. It looks like it got better yesterday. His shot selection, like he missed a lot of wide open. He missed a lot of wide, not just threes, but just a lot of wide open shots. And I think that that's a huge problem for your starting two guard. Huge problem.
Donovan Mitchell.
Defensively, I don't think he was that bad, but I think he could be better. Especially if you are one, the team's best scorer, one of their best distributors, one of their better playmakers. You got to be better than what you are right now. This ain't good enough. You have to be.
Yes. All right. POA Defense said, "Shout out to AJ Mitchell, Jared McCain, and the best player in this series, Chet. I hope more people realize this is a top 10 team ever."
Maybe if they got.
It's nice to see Chet have like his quote unquote breakout because like it's showing up on like the box score or whatever. But yeah, Chet is really good. I'll just say that Chet's really good.
This team's good and all, but I don't know if they're gonna beat the Spurs without that other guy.
Dub.
If the Lakers are able to keep it close for a half or keep it close for 3/4 and continue to make a game of it, because they're just not overwhelming the Lakers. They're beating the Lakers, but they're not overwhelming them the way that they typically overwhelm teams. And maybe this Lakers team's just a little bit better or a little bit better coach than we give them credit for. But without J-Dub, it's going to be tough against the Spurs.
No, there's like there's a level that OKC can play at, and I don't really think they've gotten there yet in this series. But there's like a 2 to 3 minute spurt that this team will go on, and it's usually like a 20-3 run. They put this game away in those like in the fourth quarter. I think it was like a 7-8 point game, and suddenly you look up, it's 20-point game, like that.
They got it to like 6, man.
Yeah. So, but it was never in doubt. It was never.
Was there ever a point, even when the Lakers were up at one point? I think they were up like 5.
70.
Was there ever a point in which you felt like the Thunder weren't going to win the game?
No.
Because for me, no. For me, there hasn't been a single game thus far in this playoffs where I felt like the Thunder weren't going to win the game. That's
you thought that, Ox?
You guys can disagree. I never felt like they were.
I wasn't like, I wasn't like, oh yeah, we got one, but I was like, yeah, we might get this one, but it's okay. Chill. We're gonna get it back at home. Yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it back at home. When we get to California, we got this.
Like Game 7 of James Harden, like against Toronto, he sucked in Game 7. It took Jared Allen's 20 and almost 20. Donovan Mitchell wasn't good neither. Let's be clear about that. Donovan Mitchell was not good neither. It took Jared Allen's almost 20 and 20 in order for them.
Greg, really?
In order for
I
them.
don't think James Harden was that bad in Game 7.
To be fair, some of his numbers didn't look so great, but even watching the games, James Harden was their best player in the first round, in my opinion.
I agree. I think the
know it
ball
wasn't Donovan Mitchell. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I agree. I think the ball's
Donovan
low, but he's been so bad in round 2 that I don't care to argue he was their best player in round 1. It doesn't matter ultimately. But yeah, I don't. Round 1, I think James Harden was fine. I just think he's been terrible in this series, so he sucks. Look him.
Yeah, but if there's any team that's going to expose you, it's probably going to be like the number 2 defense in the league, right?
I mean, sure, but at the end of the day, the Cavs. If the Cavs were going to win, and I know people pick the Cavs. I know I'm not one of them, but people pick the Cavs. And if the Cavs are going to win, they need James Harden to play well, and James Harden's not playing well. Therefore, James Harden play well.
Andrew Johnson said, does any version of Prime Bron or Prime Jordan get this Lakers to take one game versus OKC?
Yes.
Every version of
What?
Prime Jordan.
Every LeBron. I had this thought yesterday on Pin. I'm sitting here watching the game and I'm like, bro, if you told me I got 2012, 13 LeBron and that athleticism and that ball handling and he could play
Laker
45. Group? Yes, this team with 45 minutes a game from LeBron.
Is J-Dub playing?
Can we get J-Dub is inconsequential? I want to know, do we add? Are we adding Prime Bron? Like, are we adding one of these players
to the team with
Luka?
No,
yeah, like,
no,
are we adding?
No,
well, why not?
No, 21-year-old LeBron and 27-year-old.
Yes,
LeBron?
because they didn't specify that we're replacing them. Why would we replace one of those players with this Bron? This Bron isn't level of one of those players. So I'm assuming that it's in place of Luka. If you were to put Prime Jordan or Prime LeBron James on this team, they absolutely win this series.
Of course. If you got 41-year-old James and put 2018 James on his group, yes.
Well, no, James has to revert back.
If we're just replacing,
we're not playing.
If we're replacing 2026 James with 2018 James, and that's it. No, they're not beating.
No, yes, you can. Even if you want to do that,
they wouldn't get a game.
Even if you want to do that, like if you were to add Jordan or Bron,
but you'll think
to this team,
they would have beat.
They win in 5. But if you were to replace this Bron right here, 2026 Bron, with 2013 Bron or 2016, 17, 18 Bron, whichever one of those Brons you want to replace them with, they just win in 6 instead.
So you think Bron would be the best player in the series?
Don't you?
I'm just asking.
Over AJ Mitchell and Chet?
What type of fucking questions are we asking right now? I know this has got to be a joke. There's nobody in the world that thinks this version of SGA can compete with peak Bron anytime, anywhere, anyhow. It's not possible.
Ox, is this Laker team better than the 2018 Cavs?
He's not better than him, but he can compete with him.
No, he can't.
Is this Laker team
with who?
Who can compete with who? I watched 2011 Dirk compete with Prime LeBron. Like what?
This version of SGA.
You know what 2011 Dirk would do to this OKC team?
Who can compete with 2018, Bron?
You're being a nostalgia merchant. That's what you're doing. You're diminishing the current.
No, you're being a recency bias merchant.
No, I'm just respecting a
Who
two-time
can
MVP.
What does that got to do with SGA and how he's playing right now?
I'm respecting peak LeBron.
I mean,
James.
they'll be
That's what I'm
competing
doing.
against each other since like
I
they're on the
didn't
court.
say he's better, but you saying he can't compete.
Yeah,
No.
I know what you're saying.
Are
I
you
know what
watching
you're saying,
current
Pete.
SGA and
I
what he's
understand
doing in this
saying,
series?
and you're wrong. We're talking
So?
about peak LeBron James. We're talking about a GOAT right now. We're not talking about these dudes in the NBA running around now. I'm talking about a GOAT. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about peak LeBron James.
And this sounds
I'm talking about
I
peak-
genuinely don't know
Hey,
what
Gilbert
OKC
Alexander.
would do with Bron. I genuinely don't know.
Peak
I don't
SGA,
either, to be
peak
honest.
SGA,
Especially
is
without
a
J-Dub.
baby. J-Dub is a baby compared to LeBron James. Y'all need to cut this shit out. You can call me a nostalgia nerd merchant.
Somebody in the chat.
You want to.
Mars, is that true?
Ridiculous.
Current Bron is not playing Shea right now in the series?
Yes.
I mean, it's kind of because like Shea is kind of a walking 4-on-3 at this point. So it's like, in terms of like advantage creation, I guess you could say like Shea's value is still exceeding that of Bron. But at the end of the day, like he was bad in game 1 and he was in foul trouble. In
Mars,
game 2. Like
Mars,
I'm not pushing back, but I can understand
who's supposed to guard Bron, Mars? Lou Dort.
I mean, the team, right?
Didn't we see this movie already?
Dort's struggling to guard Bron right now.
So answer this question for me. So
Like, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
Out of your mind?
Chill.
Are you out of your mind?
Peak athletic LeBron. But just think about like what that would do in this series alone. If LeBron had peak athleticism and he's in transition or in the half court, that alone, even LeBron yesterday when they went
certain arguments though, like why do you entertain certain arguments? Like it's not even
Out of respect. Out of respect.
No, but like
this is a 2-time MVP, right?
No, but certain points, certain shit just like it's common sense after a while. Like we watching the old ass LeBron.
Okay, wait. James is gonna score all the points.
I got a question.
Like, are we at a point where Bron is better? Bron is being Bron is so old that we're already forgetting his.
Yeah,
No, we're not there.
But he's still playing.
They must be.
Yeah, but we watching.
They must
We watching an
2014
effective.
Spurs.
We watching like an effective LeBron right now that still strikes fear in people right now. And you motherfuckers got the nerve to question 2011, 2012, 2013, any fucking version of LeBron. Come on, like certain shit don't need.
You could go back to 2007, Bron.
Like
no,
certain-
matter of fact, hey Mars, I'll say it like this: go back to 2020 bubble LeBron,
now. Like
bubble LeBron.
Any
Twice,
version.
he was
any
first team
version of
All-NBA
LeBron that would
last
be,
year,
like,
Drench.
undeniably the best
What
athlete
I'm
on
talking
the floor.
about.
Like OKC's not stopping them.
2020
Now,
LeBron would have
I
been an
still do
issue.
think the Lakers probably lose the series, but
Yeah.
luckily the question was win a game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
They don't
like,
lose the series.
There's no that. That's fine, but at least we like. I think that's another conversation.
Mars, with the team,
But, like,
with the
there's no
2014
How
answer.
what?
How
what?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Penn. Go ahead. I'm
Mars,
sorry.
would the 2014 Spurs beat this current OKC team? Do you
Yes.
believe that? No, hold on. I didn't ask you for a reason.
I'm answering. I'm answering.
A lot of people.
That was not.
let him be intellectually
I
curious,
would,
man.
I would probably pick OKC to beat the 14 Spurs.
I would too. Do the 2011 Mavericks beat this current OKC?
Maybe.
No, but I do think Dirk fries this defense.
Destroys
I
them.
think they lose.
Okay.
Destroys them.
Well, I just want to let
I
you know
don't think
that
this
prime
Oklahoma
LeBron
team
lost
was that
with
good. I just said-
8 cent lunch.
No, man.
I think
That wasn't 2011
fucking
LeBron.
shit
That was
up.
2011. We're talking about
Lunch.
2013.
Every
I
team
said
that you just
13.
named
13.
This Oklahoma City team. I think y'all
Look,
just
that was just a bad
Yeah,
series.
I don't
for
know.
them.
I'm just giving you guys I'm giving you guys examples because I asked Ox, this Oklahoma City team, are they better than the 2018 Warriors?
No.
Okay,
Fuck
so
no.
now with
close.
is it just
They're
because of
not.
is it because of
It ain't even
KD?
close.
So we can Euro.
What the fuck you talking about?
Carry on.
Close.
Okay.
Carry on, Joe. Carry on.
So the reason why I'm bringing that up, this OKC team, from a talent standpoint, they're not better than the 2018 Warriors off the strength of Steph Curry.
Well, 1 to 10 they are. 1 to 10 they are.
That's what now this
They
is
got
where
Kevin Durant,
swipe
Steph
up.
Curry.
This is swipe up. This is
I know, but
exactly
that's what I'm saying.
Right, but this is where I'm going.
Carry on.
1 to 7, they're not, Swiper.
Nigga, 1 to 10, they not. Fuck that
They've
1 to
got
7
three
shit. 1 to 10.
But look,
NBA
it don't even.
level
They could be 1 to 15. I don't care. They got Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. So
Mhm. And
Niggas
this
had
team-
Andre Iguodala and Sean Livingston. Fuck is we doing?
be for real. We didn't even
Draymond
talk about
Green.
Klay Thompson and Draymond.
What the fuck is we
And-
doing?
Right. So with them having those guys, James ended up at that point. That was the best version of
Getting
James.
swept.
Right. They got swept. This Oklahoma City team, they got 12 guys.
That was the best version of James to y'all?
I think that was his best.
I think that's the best version of LeBron to match up with OKC.
I think that was
okay. All right, that's fine. Go ahead.
With that being said, James in 28, James, that group in 2018, this Oklahoma City group, they got 12 different guys. 12 of them.
Shit like what they had.
12 different little ass boys compared to LeBron James.
That's not even comparable. Chill.
So essentially what you're telling me is that James is going to score all the points. He's going to do all the distributing. He can win this series by himself against this Oklahoma City.
I don't
you know what that means?
Okay.
That means
everyone's arguing the same thing because I'm just arguing they would win a game.
I think, and that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it, Moss. Because what Ox is telling me, because this is what Ox is telling me. Ox is telling me that this Oklahoma City team, who was on the verge of going back to the Western Conference Championship and possibly winning the NBA championship again as a back-to-back NBA champion, Bron in 2018 could beat this group by himself. So if that's true, then that means he better than the top 5 player in the world. He better than number 6 in the world. He better than number 7 in the world.
That's not what that means, Chill.
That's exactly what it means.
Shit
because
now.
right
You're
now,
just talking
that's
shit.
exactly what it means. Because you literally just told us that this Oklahoma City team, Bron can beat him by himself. That's what you're telling us.
See, this don't equal that, and that don't equal this.
That's exactly what it means.
All you said, no, because all you said was the team is on the verge of going back to back. Yeah, because they beat the Suns and a broke down Lakers team. The fuck does that mean?
That means that they're champions.
That has nothing. That has absolutely nothing to do. That has absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about. Well, I'm talking about peak LeBron James.
2013 James.
Don't forget, he even mentioned peak Michael Jordan. And y'all talking about,
we kind of
do this, go do that. All right, could y'all be for real for 2 seconds? I know you want to put some respect on the youngsters, but these dudes can't. We're talking about LeBron James. What? I don't even know what are you saying? Are you saying Casey Wallace is going to step up and slow him down? Like, what? Alex Caruso? Man, y'all better cut that shit out, man. Please stop it.
But chill. My thing is, chill. Why you compare this team to Golden State team?
Because they got swept. That's why. And that Golden State team isn't.
You
answered the question. I'm answering your question because that Golden State team isn't as deep as this Oklahoma City team. That's why.
That's
exactly why.
Chill.
They didn't have 12 guys. No, they didn't. No, they did not. They didn't have from 1 to 12 that Oklahoma City team. This Oklahoma City team from 1 to 12.
Andre Iguodala is way fucking better than goddamn Jared McCain, AJ Mitchell, any one of them.
In 2018, he's in year 14. He's better than McCain. He's better than Mitchell. He's better than Casey Wallace. He's better than all of them dudes.
He was way better.
Andre Iguodala is better than Casey Wallace. Yes, absolutely.
Better than all of them except for J-Dub, Chet, and SGA.
So if he played on that Oklahoma, 2018 Andre Iguodala, if he played on this Oklahoma City team, he's the 3rd best player.
He's their 4th.
Fourth best player.
So
I think you guys are misremembering what Iguodala looked like.
No, they're not, Mars. No, they just have Andre Iguodala, and that's what they think it is. He wasn't that good anymore.
Andre Iguodala, come on.
When?
All right.
Well, in 2018.
2018,
Andre Iguodala was damn near. No, hell no. Andre Iguodala was damn near at his best in 2018.
What?
He had slowed down.
And this is why I'm saying this. This is why I'm saying this. Check me out. This is why I'm saying this, because I say this all the time, and y'all let it go in one ear and out the other. Y'all
maybe 16.
Y'all let it go. Okay, well, in the playoffs, but that was in 2018. And that's not reduced to just one playoff series where he got hurt. But y'all let this go in one ear and out the other when I say this all the time. When you play with better players, some players actually happen to get better. So when I reduce Andre Iguodala down to a role of just defending, it's a reason why Andre Iguodala got Finals MVP and all of that. When I reduce you down to defending, 15, and I understand that. What I'm saying is when I'm reduced down to a role, I can maximize myself and my abilities.
You mean like Oklahoma City does with all 8 of their role-playing guys?
You mean those dudes with Andre Iguodala?
Is that what you're saying?
AJ Mitchell can't tie Andre Iguodala's shoes.
Andre Iguodala was 35.
I don't give a fuck if he was 45.
Andre Iguodala was the Warriors Caruso at that point. He was someone who you loaded.
And he was better than Caruso.
Let me finish. I'm not arguing that. I agree. He's better than Caruso. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is he was their Caruso equivalent in terms of during the regular season, what he gives you actually doesn't matter. because he's at an age now where you only need him in the playoffs.
In the playoffs,
That's what he was. So he stepped up in the playoffs even in 2018, and then got hurt against Houston, I think. And then came back for like the last game. Came back for like the last game of the finals. They basically won the last 2 rounds without him. Like that's how good the Warriors as a team were. Yeah. But that's basically his role. And Caruso to me is not the 4th best player on the Thunder. And I'm saying Iguodala was the Warriors Caruso. That role wise,
but obviously the Warriors team.
I don't think that makes him the 4th best player on the. I don't think that makes him the 4th best player.
Well, look,
I'm not about to be convinced that outside. Yeah, that's why I'm only talking to
which defenders gave LeBron the most?
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like 15, 16 $100.
Which defender was not deeper? Which defender? Warriors. I don't know what the fuck we talking about. They're not.
I didn't even know that was a thought in anybody's mind that this team could compare with that Warriors team.
Which defenders gave LeBron the most trouble throughout his career? I'm going to name a few. Draymond Green, I think, gave him some did a good job. I agree. Tony Allen, Andre Iguodala, Sean Marion, Paul Pierce, Kawhi Leonard. Okay, you know what the OKC Thunder are? Just a group of defenders that are all those guys.
Not even close to
No.
Where? When?
I don't think they have a single Draymond or Tony Allen.
Nigga, what the fuck is we talking about?
They don't got no Kawhi either.
Yeah, I said Kawhi. I don't think they have a Sean Marion either.
Okay, hold on.
They don't have any of these.
J-Dub kind of Sean Marion.
J-Dub is the closest to any of those guys.
Okay. J-Dub.
Casey Wallace isn't close to Tony Allen.
Alex Caruso is Tony Allen-ish.
No, he's not.
Tony shit.
No, he ain't.
I don't agree. He's Tony Allen-ish.
Come on.
What are we talking about, and I would argue that Casey Wallace is a very miniature Kawhi Leonard.
No.
All right.
No.
Not doing that. No.
Keep going, Pin. Keep going, Pin.
My point is, it feels like whoever designed the OKC Thunder looked at LeBron James.
A weak ass league and said we can beat these weak ass niggas with this weak ass fucking roster. None of these niggas wouldn't do shit. Like if you said, hey, here are your own fucking team, these niggas wouldn't do shit. These niggas nowhere good as Andre Iguodala. I sat up here.
Andre Iguodala in 2018 ain't doing shit neither with his own team. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. He ain't doing shit with his own team in 2016 either. He ain't doing shit with his own team in 2015.
Which one of them are better than Andre Iguodala, Chill? Which one of them is better than Andre Iguodala?
Like,
wait. I'm not. I'm talking about 2015-16 Andre Iguodala. Which one of these dudes on the OKC Thunder are better than him?
Chat.
Maybe, and that's a maybe.
I don't even know about that.
Wait.
But that's better
than him.
Sure.
Better than him too.
Just for context, I heart closer to
2014, 2015 Iguodala, I think.
Okay, wait.
Closer to Timothy than he is anybody else.
Chet is better than him.
Okay.
SGA, for me, SGA is where the love stops.
If you have to rank out the OKC Thunder's top 5 defenders, right? I'm assuming Chet goes number 1, right?
Yep.
Is Kaysen number 2? Or is J-Dub number 2?
Top 5 defenders?
Yeah.
No, Dub.
I would have J-Dub.
J-Dub 2, Kaysen 3, Caruso 3?
Caruso or Kaysen, whichever one.
4, Kaysen 3.
And so who's 5?
Dort.
Okay.
And then Hart 6. And then Hart 6.
To give you an idea of how ridiculous what we're talking about is, how many teams would Lou Dort be the best defender on?
Who gives a shit? No, it's not
more than half.
No, NBA.
Guarding LeBron, it wouldn't matter. I think that's the question.
It does matter because when you're talking about guarding LeBron,
we're talking about peak LeBron James.
See, this entire conversation for the last 10 minutes has basically been how can you talk about LeBron?
I started going through the league and low key, I got through a bunch of teams where he wouldn't be the best defender on, especially the playoff teams.
Wouldn't or would?
Asar, he's not. Spurs,
he's not better than Asar. He's not better than Asar.
He's not.
Derek White, you can.
The Timberwolves, he's not.
You can decide how you feel about Derek
White.
That's better than OG. He's not better than OG. He's not better than Mobley. He's not better than Scottie Barnes.
5 teams.
He's not better than Dyson Daniels. I don't think he's better than Paul George, but maybe you guys do. I don't know.
I think he is.
Orlando, whether or not you think he's better than Jalen Suggs or whatever.
Mars. We don't even need to go through this.
He's not better than Wemby. Okay, he's better than Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon.
This nigga is not under that shit.
Not Aaron Gordon.
Okay, so
maybe how you feel depends on
Ron, he ain't better. I mean, not Ron. Mars, he ain't better than Mars. He ain't better than Bam neither. He's not better than Bam.
He's not better than Bam. I don't think he's better than Marcus Smart. He's not better than Men. He's not better than Rudy or Jaden McDaniels.
Nope.
That nigga not a better defender than Kevin Durant.
He's not better than most of their defenders.
He's not a better defender than Kevin Durant. Fuck it.
Now, once you get to like the
Yeah,
Jazz, yeah, he
ain't better. No, he ain't no better defender than
Is he
Kevin
better
Durant.
than the men? Is he better than the men?
They go Jaren Jackson.
No,
right?
no.
There's
Okay,
a lot of good teams that
so
have
what have
one
we just
defender.
proven? We have
No, he is
proven
not.
that the OKC Thunder's fifth best defender is not the best defender on most playoff teams. Cool. The point here is still, we had to think about a few of these. I think that if you have to stop
ain't no
LeBron
point.
James, no, if it, it is
We're
because
still talking about peak Bron. You know that, right?
if you
Or
want to
Jordan.
stop,
But as you were
if you
saying,
want to
man, keep
stop
going.
peak LeBron, you have to cut down his options. Most importantly, his playmaking is
In
just a
this
rare
amount of
gift.
space?
Yes.
In this
So,
amount of space.
When you're
With
talking
little contact,
so
you can do it.
so if I'm guarding LeBron, obviously, like I got to cut down his options and I got to make him a jump shooter, right?
Who
I
on
think
OKC is making him a jump shooter?
J-Dub.
All right, next super chat.
If you want to guard peak Bron, you just need to find some religion.
Yeah,
Find some religion.
Can we pivot
Hold
off
on,
Bron
look.
and just ask Penn if Michael Jordan would win this series?
Yeah.
Can we please keep Jay out
There
of
we go.
this?
That's what we needed to know.
Okay,
That's what we need to know. It's
But
more
for
just an
but for real,
anti-Bron thing. There you go.
I just want to say this. Like last year, I understood the OKC disrespect. I really did because they hadn't proven it, and I understood it.
It's
They
not
were young,
disrespect.
whatever. No, it is disrespectful. Y'all talk about them like they're not real. You talk
We're
about
talking
them
about
like
peak LeBron
no, you
James.
talking
bro.
about
This is
no,
not-
you were
talking
talking
about-
you were talking about an NBA
No,
champion
we
with
just don't talk
with
about them like how you
two-time-
don't talk about them. That's the problem. with
Shea
everybody.
isn't playing like a two-time MVP right now. You keep saying that. Shea is not playing like a two-time MVP right now. You keep saying hypothetically. He's not.
regarding
So
him like
this
a
is the
two-time
issue.
MVP.
You said LeBron. Matter of fact, no way, Drench or Ox said it's not close. You said I want to put respect. I got a two-time MVP. He's not playing like that. The whole point is in this current series,
But when
if
Jokic
LeBron's
doesn't
on
play
this
like
floor
an MVP,
and
you get
Shea's
pissed.
playing like this and LeBron is playing like this, there's a massive gap between the two. Shea can't do what LeBron does. That's the whole point. You can't do to Shea what you're doing to LeBron. You literally, if you threw the same coverages at LeBron James, you're toast. You're
You can't
cooked.
do it to LeBron right
can't
now.
do LeBron the same way.
Right
You
now.
wouldn't guard him the same way. Why
Swiper,
would
you can't
guard
do it to
him the same way?
LeBron right now. You can't do it to LeBron right now. That's the thing. You can't do it to him now. So that's what I be saying. When y'all see LeBron,
Is LeBron right now better than Shea? Let me just ask you: Is
41.
LeBron better than Shea? Is LeBron better
This
than Shea?
week? You talking about this week?
This week? Yeah, this week?
No, I'm just
We
asking
talking about this week.
the two on the
Did
bottom
I just
row.
hear is Bron better than Shea or did I miss?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah, I
curious.
don't
even know
The way y'all talk about Shea,
No,
like,
he's talking
he's
about
asking
this
for-
Bron. He's talking about this Bron.
yeah, this Bron.
Oh,
Is he
okay.
better than Shea?
And we're also talking about this week.
I don't think he's a better player than Shea. I don't think he's a better player than Shea.
Who thinks
the
he's
fuck?
better?
This week he is.
Yeah, who said that? Who thinks he's better? LeBron wasn't even a top 25 player this year.
I think
So, no, of
someone
course
up
he's
there
not
might
better.
actually think he's better. So
Oh,
I'm
Swiper,
asking.
slow down.
Intellectual
Better.
curiosity,
He's
bro.
playing better. Playing.
Swiper,
Who's
no,
better in the
LeBron
series,
is
man?
playing better.
Again, who's
He's top
better in the
20. He's top
series?
25 Swiper.
For sure.
Who's better in the series? Jordan, not Jordan. LeBron or Shea? Who's better in the series?
This series?
I'm asking Penn.
Bron.
It's been LeBron.
Shea.
Bron.
Shea's
Nigga, it's been
better.
LeBron. What series have you been watching?
My
It's been
God.
No,
LeBron.
he hasn't been. It's been James. He's been
Let's hear
better.
the voice.
All right.
I need to hear some.
All
I
right,
need
but
to hear some
fellas,
BPM.
no, we're not gonna get into VORP and VPM and box plus minus. What we're gonna do is move on to our next
We
super
should
chat.
just
It's a
watch the
$20
basketball
super
game,
chat
man.
from PB7. PB said Chris Finch was crashing out about OKC's defense when they were winning 40 games.
For us too. JB Bickerstaff for us too.
SGA's first season averaging over 30. He shot over 10 free throws a game. Nobody cared until they got into all-time talks and SGA began passing fan favorites players.
Yo,
They've never been in
Thunder
all-time
weren't
talks.
playing
That's
in the
the issue.
playoffs. So this is the dumb thing about this. The Thunder weren't playing in the playoffs to be criticized at the highest level. They're playing in the playoffs now. This is the difference. When you're on this stage, everything
champ,
is
by the
magnified.
way. As the
The champs and the champ. But people said this last year before they won the title. So this has been a common theme. When you're in the playoffs and you have this style of play, people are going to talk about it. That's the way it works. You're one of 8 teams playing. What else are they going to talk about? They're not talking about the Magic. They're out. You're going to talk about the things you're seeing on the floor. This happened in the same thing last year in the first round. They didn't have to worry about it because Ja got hurt in game 3 after Lou Dort tackled him in the midair and said, I didn't do it on purpose. And then they had a 22-point lead that got decimated and they lost the game, got swept. And then they played versus the Nuggets. The Nuggets dealt with the same thing. The same thing. In the 2 blowouts that happened in that series were both in OKC, and both of the times it was Scott Foster on the other side of it, and the whistle went OKC's way. That's what happened. It was the same conversation for Denver. The exact same. and then the series got brought back to Denver, and they were all contested games, or the Nuggets won by double digits. That's exactly what happened. It's the same conversation last year that's happening this year. That's just the way it works.
Swipe. I don't think Lou Dort tackled Ja. I just want to
he tackled. He tackled him, brother.
That was good.
Respectfully, my opinion.
Okay, that's your opinion. I just want to remind everybody. He was chasing the guy who should have laid the ball up. Lou Dort turned around and slipped into Ja. Ja always trying to jump over somebody. Ja always trying to jump over somebody. Like, it was just a part of basketball. But how Lou Dort turned around, he was chasing the ball. See, this is the problem with the dirty talk. Yes, Lou Dort has done some questionable things, but in this instance,
I don't think that play was dirty.
I don't think he did it on purpose. He was chasing the guy down who had a wide open.
Don't you think that was different than the LA Lakers play where he broke his hand? Don't you think that was a different play than when he broke his hand in 23?
I think he would have got hurt regardless. Whether he laid it up or he dunked, I think he would have got hurt regardless.
No, not Ja. I'm talking about who had the ball right there, who passed it back to Ja.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't remember, but
I think it was Pippen. I think it might have been. He should have laid the ball up. He didn't lay the ball up. He gave it back to Ja.
I feel like Dort could have got out the way.
Why would you get out the way? Why would I get out the way? Lou Dort was chasing him down. He played good defense. He turned around to get a stop, and boom, there's Ja in the air. That's not Lou Dort's fault. Ja need to stop always trying to jump over somebody. Hit him with some lateral movement. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Wooly Bobcat sent through $20 and said no one is going to like it, but at what point does a team take matters into their own hands and start really putting SGA on the floor? He wants to keep flopping, but OKC is allowed to Greco-Roman you when you got the ball?
Mm-hmm. You don't see Osprey's bear hugging him.
I don't think
that happens. That happens all the time.
I feel like I'm missing something when it comes to like Shea's antics in this series. It's not like
Shea ain't been flopping on this one. I don't think the flopping from Shea is a deal. I just think. First of all, you motherfuckers need to quit saying stupid shit like you don't see him bear hugging him. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's a part of fucking basketball. Like, it's really basketball. If you want to call a foul, call a foul. But that's not fucking what we talking about. I hate when y'all do that stupid shit. It's like a little ass kid or a bitch that be just like, and I'm not talking about peeing specifically. I'm just saying in general. Like, that's what these people be talking about. Like, it's like a little ass kid or a girl. Like, you didn't see what you did to me. Like,
Miles, I think the problem that we're having when it comes to fans specifically, the problem that we having is the SGA, like when he flails and he flops, it's one of those, as a parent, I'll give you something to cry about. Like, you want to do that? Okay, I'll give you something to cry about. So with SGA, pretending to get fouled or foul baiting, all right, well, let's give him something to go to the free throw line.
I'm just talking about the comments.
But he's not even really getting to the free throw line. We're not really. Well, at least in my opinion, he's not. I mean,
I wasn't talking about you. If I
feel like most of the free throws he's getting,
I think a lot of that stuff is warranted if we're being honest. Yeah, I do. I think a lot of the time.
I already see the problem with Shea. It's more so just like
I just feel like it's been a poorly officiated. Just leave it alone. If I was talking about you, nigga, I would address you that way. I went out my way to say,
he wasn't doing that, Drench. He wasn't talking about you. No, he wasn't. No.
Move on, bro. You're not that tough. Move on, bro. Goddamn.
This had nothing to do with you. This had nothing to do with you.
Move on, bro. I went out my way to make sure that I said I'm not talking about you. So move on. He
wasn't talking about you. No, he wasn't. So, Ron, as you were saying, Ron.
Fix your face, man.
Dub Swiper. Dub Ball Out Highlights said, hey, chill. It's starting to look like people owe you an apology for your Harden take. And what are y'all thoughts on the refs in the Lakers game? Not saying that's why they lost, but just curious. We've been talking about the refs this whole time. But chill. Are you owed an apology about Harden?
No, because I'm not. Because
am I owed an apology?
About what? What are you owed an apology about, Bron?
I've been telling y'all this for years. But this is about you, chill. It's not about me.
That's the problem. Why is it about me? Like, what's going on here?
Now, you remember you said earlier that when they traded for Harden, you said this was going to be their demise.
I did say that. Even though I still had them going back to the NBA championship. I did.
Yet after that, he was still the highest on the Cavs out of all of us.
Yeah, he was. I still think that the Cavs.
I feel like people are misremembering what that whole argument was about. The argument was that James Harden is better than Darius Garland.
Number one.
And that James Harden helps them more in the short term.
Number two.
Nothing about James Harden, whether or not he's a playoff dropper. Everyone agrees that he's a playoff dropper. Everyone agrees he plays worse in the playoffs. everyone up here didn't have the Cavs winning a championship before or after the trade.
Yep.
I know that for certain.
Except for
So
Chill had him.
Yeah, Chill had them before the trade, but everyone up here, other than Chill, didn't even have the Cavs making the finals. I'm pretty sure. Sure Ox had New York. I had probably maybe I don't even know who I had. I know
you had Boston.
Was it Boston at that time?
Yeah,
Because Jason Tatum went back
at
at
that 76ers, but then it was the real typical.
Oh yeah, Philly. I had Philly in 6. One more time. Philly in 6, and then obviously Detroit Spurs finals. So I didn't have them. I know Jordan definitely didn't have the Cavs doing anything. I know that for a fact. Like none of us had the Cavs, and James Harden playing badly in the playoffs doesn't prove what Chill said right. Other than if you want to argue that James Harden's made the Cavs worse, then I guess maybe Chill would be right about
he
that.
really hasn't made them worse.
I don't think he's made
if you
them
look
worse,
at the full sample of how many games they played in the regular season, plus the first round, plus these games, I'm not taking 2 games as like, okay, this is who he is, and then the other 35 games don't count. Like to me,
What about last series?
He did not make them worse in the last series. They made themselves worse in the last series. The Raptors made them worse in the last series. I don't think James Harden was.
I still think he was the best Cav last series. So.
He was. Like, if RJ Barrett is guarding Jared Allen, I don't know what like James Harden is supposed to do about that.
I think James Harden has been shit in this playoffs. I'm talking about as far as this series. He's been shit. But once again, and I've said this, I said this 2 days ago, the first game. It's not just James Harden though. The whole Cavs team have just been dysfunctional. It's like they just running dumbass offensive sets. I heard Ron. I mean, I was earlier say they don't want to stay on offense that long. It's not even that they don't want to stay on offense that long. These motherfuckers is just lazy as far as like I don't know if the league has gotten so talented that we confuse talent with IQ. It's like, yes, these guys are talented, but you still have to coach these guys. Like you still have to coach these guys. Nobody wants to. Well, I don't want to say nobody. The Cavs are just not coaching their players. Like the Cavs are just not coaching their players. They just watching these guys go dribble handoff, pick and roll, ISO, mismatch, hunt. What coaching is that? What coaching is that?
But that's what's going on.
Real quick, I want to real quick just so about that. What was going on was Chill saying that they should make Detroit work on offense, like running their sets and stuff instead of James just dribbling the ball or whatever. And I was saying that they should try to stay on defense. I mean, on offense as little as possible because I think the Detroit defense is just too disciplined, too physical, too good for them to even like run.
But to your point, Ox, yeah, it's too disciplined for them to run that bullshit ass offense. Like if you're just gonna run a pick and roll, and that's
what Chill was saying.
Yeah, and the Detroit pick and roll coverage has been fantastic. Like as soon as they see a pick and roll, they already rotating to the next spot. So if you're gonna continue to do that, and then when that pick and roll don't work, you're gonna go dribble handoff right into another pick and roll. It's stupid. Like at some point, and then you're relying on a 36-year-old James Harden to create advantages that he just doesn't have. He doesn't have those advantages. So at some point, when are we just going to quit relying on these guys being uber talented and just put together something that specifically worked for this defense? You can't attack their wing defenders. Asar is too strong. Even Cade is too strong for these guards that want to dribble side to side. It don't work. And then you're going to try to put Evan Mobley in. Evan Mobley looked frustrated as shit, by the way, too, on the offensive end. He looked pissed off, like, bro, what do y'all want me to do? But you're going to try to bring the bigs into these pick and roll, and it's not working. They're tagging every single roll. Every time they roll, they take it away. And so now you're looking for guys like Tyson to create. Why would you even put your team in a predicament for that type of shit to happen? That's my concern with this advanced coaching. This advanced is dumb shit. At the end of the day, it's just like you're relying on your players to be great. Go be great. Like, man, we could all put on a fucking bullshit ass jumpsuit and go sit on the sideline and do that. If that's realistically, we can go do that shit. If that's how you're gonna play basketball.
Yeah, it ain't nothing to draw up. Go screen, pick and roll, go screen, pick and roll. It's not, that's easy stuff.
And sprinkle in a little bit of dribble handoff.
Oh, it's a real pick and roll, actually. Yeah, that's
you can just sprinkle that bullshit in. But chill. Look at Evan Mobley next game. Look how frustrated he looked.
I can see it. Like they don't run anything for him. They don't run anything for him.
He's frustrated. You think that's why he's frustrated?
Yes, I think that's why he's frustrated. I watched Donovan Mitchell. Him and Donovan Mitchell pick and rolls look shitty, and he looks frustrated every single time. Every single time he looks frustrated. I'm gonna say this. I genuinely don't think he likes playing with Donovan Mitchell. To be honest with you, I don't think he likes playing with Donovan Mitchell, and I think that's part of the reason why his mama retweeted what they retweeted. Like, if y'all don't think that's something.
Oh, Evan Mobley.
Yeah, I don't think he likes playing with Donovan Mitchell. Just look at him.
That's not true. They had the best.
Donovan Mitchell game. No, because Donovan Mitchell. I don't think Rudy Gobert likes playing with him either. I think Donovan Mitchell game. Sometimes. It's at the level of these superstars as far as on the scoring, like, and I'm not talking about with the ability to score, but I'm saying like you're supposed to let Donovan Mitchell do what he does, but he isn't as effective as a James Harden in his prime, a LeBron in his prime, a SGA in his prime. He isn't as effective at doing it, and so when you're a guy as talented as Evan Mobley, you kind of like, all right, I guess it means like, okay, it's our superstar, I guess, but. That's why I feel like I don't think he wants to play with him.
For real, they should just trade Donovan Mitchell and start Dennis Schroeder next year so they can compete for the Tyron Stokes lottery.
Man, what do you get out of this type of dumbass logic? What do you get out of this?
Well, Evan Mobley will be happy. So
what do you get out of this, though? What do you get out of this?
What do I get out of it? I don't.
Yeah, what do you get out of it?
I don't like the Cavaliers.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
Leaf Diggy sent through $9.99 and said, Chilltown, I need you to be 100 on this, on 100% real on this. Please explain what Rockets Barkley from age 33 to 36 look like for Draymond and all the children that don't know. I need you to go in.
Well, I'm sorry. Barkley at age 33, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was on that Rockets team in 97, and he was still 19-10. And I mean, I think that was on the I think that's when we were getting on the other side of who Barkley was. I think he was second in the league in defensive rebounding, still can knock down a mid-range jump shot, still great getting downhill. Same thing on the post. He was never a great defender, but as far as a player of that caliber, I mean, Draymond in 2016, I think that was the 2016 or 2017. I think that was the best version of Draymond, and I don't think that was better than Barkley in 97. No, I don't.
No version of Draymond was better than Charles Barkley. Not one.
There's no way people are misconstruing what Draymond said this badly right now.
Yeah, like, first of all, did Draymond say specifically Charles Barkley in 1997? Because he was on the Houston team.
He said in Houston. He said
right. So like Draymond has been in Golden State. I believe if I go back to the quote, he specifically said, "We are not trying to look like you in Houston," which is basically to say we're not trying to look washed. Charles Barkley was absolutely washed in Houston by 98, 99.
99, I can get with 99.
Yeah.
Because he was good in 98 in the playoffs.
So once again, in 97, he was still an all-star, and he was putting up the numbers you're saying. But he got super fat around 99. Like, really uncomfortably fat. Like, should be retired, can't believe he moving around. So all that he's not a good defender shit went like he's horrible defensively. So yeah, like I would say for an NBA champion of Draymond's, caliber and a future Hall of Famer, not wanting to look like 2000 Charles Barkley would be a good goal to have. And not wanting him and Steph and all those guys to look like that. That's an old team, first of all. And they had an old team.
Watched already, though.
They had Hakeem on that team. He was aging out. He was super old. They had Pippen on that team for a little bit. He was old. So
they only did that for 3 months. I don't even count that season. They were together for 3 months.
So they had like a really old team. So I'm saying, like, look at Al Horford. He old. Steph's old. Dre's old. I mean, Jimmy Butler's getting up there in age. So I guess like Draymond was more looking like we're not trying to look like y'all. And Draymond also was coming up during that time. So that's probably a team that was like very front of mind for him. I don't know. Like, I feel like people are really taking this whole, like, he's comparing himself to Barkley shit way too personally.
No, I think the timing of, no, I think the timing, I mean, I think he wanted you to take it literally, to be honest with you. But I think the timing of what he said after, because after the jab that Charles Barkley threw at him, I think Draymond kind of took it a little, like, you can tell Draymond kind of wanted to get back at Chuck. But at the same time, even if you want to bring up Charles Barkley in Houston, Draymond Green already looks like that. But I get what he's saying about the team. Like, I get what he's saying about the team. Really, it's not even just the team. It's really, if anybody's going to predict anybody to come back looking washed, it's his ass. To be honest, it's him. Ain't nobody worried about Steph. Ain't nobody really worried about Jimmy. Ain't nobody worried about, Al Horford going to be who Al Horford is. It's really Draymond ass. Like, how long can he sit up there at the top of the key, like Austin Rivers say, with nobody guarding him? How long can that still be valuable? How long can his defense still be valuable? So it's really not about nobody else. It's just really about his ass.
He's still one of the best defenders in the league. He's still really a really good passer for a big. He's still bringing a ton of the value that he was bringing.
Ain't that much value. I don't think nobody's that afraid of Draymond. I honestly would get rid of all of those guys on that team, to be honest with you. I'm watching that season away with all of them, every single last one of them. But
I don't know. They might get Bron and Kawhi.
If they can get some shit like that, cool. But I'm saying if they can't get none of that, yeah, I'm saying goodbye to every single one of them on that team. Because Draymond's not that same guy.
The next we've talked about this for the last 3 days, so we and it might pop back up in another super chat. But POA Defense FC said Swiper, when the Golden State Warriors had KD, y'all were ass. Obviously, you didn't hate this.
No.
OKC whooped y'all. Hold on, Swiper, let me finish. OKC whooped y'all, and SGA snatched Jokic's chain. I'd hate us too. Yes, the refs help us. Yes, the league helps us. Nothing anyone can do.
I love to go back to that series between Jokic and SGA. One of them played the best defense, one of them played the worst, and one still outperformed the other. Also, too, the Nuggets won 54 games in 2019. They were the second seed. What are you talking about? They literally would have played them in the Western Conference Finals that year. So, no, this is not true. The Nuggets were the second seed in the West. So, no, I still enjoyed watching them play. Matter of fact, I remember distinctly the Nuggets were down 50, I think it was 52-39 at the end of the first quarter in Denver, and it was a shootout. So, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, bro.
The real Xavier Thompson.
Yeah, go ahead.
Denver wasn't a threat by the end, though. I will tell you that. I remember vividly. It was a couple teams that wasn't a threat. The Jazz wasn't a threat, and Denver wasn't a threat. That's for sure.
That was Denver's first year, brother. We were definitely a threat. You hush up.
No. You wasn't no threat. I'll tell you that for sure. No threat.
Well, nobody was beating KD in them.
Yeah, we know what two teams was only a threat, and it really was just one. The Rockets and the Thunder. But
the Rockets were done by that point. They were done. They were kapooey by that point. They were kapooey in 2019. Do you not remember that year? You didn't make it to the conference finals. What are you talking about? Hush up.
They lost in the semis. Yeah, they lost in the semis.
Yeah, exactly. Like, where you belong.
They lost in the semis.
The bottom of my foot. The bottom of my foot, right where you belong.
All right.
Next super chat.
The real Xavier Thompson said, OKC makes me sick. Every opportunity, they on the floor. Lakers just don't have enough firepower. SGA hasn't even been the best or the biggest threat. I think it's Chet for OKC.
Maybe.
Chet is like, SGA's had a tough series.
Oh,
like
I'm playing Ben. Go ahead. I'm just messing with you.
All right, Prince DJJ said, well, right along with what Pim was saying, I feel bad for SJ and the Thunder because part of their legacies will be defined by ref help when that isn't the case. SGA / the Thunder are amazing. OG chill, it's wild, man.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Is history gonna be rewritten?
No,
are we gonna think of them as the floppers?
Man, listen, when it's 10 years from now, nobody even gonna talk about the refs. They just gonna talk about how great SGA was.
Right. SGA games 3 to 4, averaged 35 points a game, and he looked like the best in the world. That's all people are gonna remember.
That's all they're gonna remember. Like, and then it's gonna be a new Mars. Maybe Mars have a kid 15 years from now. It's gonna be a new one of him, and it's gonna be like, I vividly remember going back and watching this series, and SGA did this. It's gonna be that type of shit. Y'all know how this basketball shit work. You know, they hate you while you're here, but they love you when you're gone. That's just how it go.
Tupac Westside said, morning, fellas. Disappointed in the loss. Lakers just aren't good enough to compete with OKC. Even so, the refs really were awful that game. The fouls on Ayton and Bron were BS.
I agree. The Lakers just don't got enough to beat this team, but we just trying to watch some good basketball. That's all. We trying to get a couple thrillers and Manilas. That's all we trying to get. We trying to get a couple nights where it's like, oh my God, did you see that game? Not, fuck, I ain't watching this game. Like, that's all we trying to get. but you know.
All right, the King, I'll just call you the King. The King sent through $10 and said, people say Kobe is better than Steph, but Steph literally changed basketball. The league has more spacing because of him. So using spacing against him makes no sense when he created the era.
That's interesting.
Doesn't.
Then the King said,
Who said
also,
anything about using space against Curry?
also, how isn't Steph the greatest player of all time when everyone in the league copies him? Just like Michael Jordan, the league copied him, and most of us consider him the greatest.
I don't want nothing to do with this. I'm good. Y'all can knock yourselves out. I don't want nothing to do with this.
He kind of spitting.
No, he's not. But go ahead. You got it.
He created this era, and everybody copies him.
We can't engage with nonsense.
We really can't.
It shortens your lifespan, Joe. Did you know that?
Takes years. What do I always say, Penn? It's taking years off my life.
The cortisol thing is
Yes,
real,
sir.
man. It's real. It'd be hardening your arteries and shit.
I'm actually doing it right now with a goofy ass dude in the chat. My grandmother told me when I was a kid, don't ever argue with an idiot because they'll bring you down to their.
Which goofy are you talking about?
Oh, chill.
They'll bring you down to their level and they'll beat you.
Which goofy you talking about?
The dude who told me that Kevin Durant outplayed LeBron James in the 2012 NBA Finals. If you don't get the fuck out of here talking to me.
There's a brilliant quote that said, "Don't argue with fools because those from a distance can't tell who's who."
They can't. They cannot.
It is
No,
very
they cannot.
true.
I want to ask the chat, can you fools stop arguing with us so we don't have to argue with fools?
For real.
Help us to help you.
We got some good entertainment in the chat, man. There's a Pen, what are those things? What are those the clowns called when they used to perform in front of the kings and queens and all that? What were they called? Jesters. We had two jesters in the chat.
A chat full of a bunch of jesters and Lesters.
No, we have two of them. Two court gestures in the chat.
We don't have time for this. Move on. Move on. Fix your face.
Jesters and Lesters.
He gets down in that chat too. He can be gesturing too. He be gesturing too. You gonna take that drench?
Okay, move on.
Trying to start something.
I just
we don't have time for you to call out Frank all over again. Like, relax.
For me to pretend like I think it's crazy.
I just want to say formal goodbye.
I think it's crazy to pretend like people are insignificant to you and then let them bother you so much. Swiper, like, just tell Frank you love him and move on.
It's entertainment for me today, but I'll enjoy it sometimes.
If you're allowing people to bother you this much, Swiper, then you must love them a little bit.
Like if you love him, just say you love him.
I'm just saying.
Just say you love him.
If you love me, tell me you love me. You know what I'm saying?
I do have a level of love for every human being.
Disrespecting my chat. I'm not gonna stand for it.
Fuck that.
Who am I? Who am I disrespecting?
Fuck the chat.
Damn.
I've never said that.
I've never said that. This is part of the job description. This is 2 days.
And I'm
straight.
engaging with the chat.
This is 2 days straight. You know, come up here and say, "Oh, man, stop crying." And
let these little niggas in the chat.
I'm doing the job. I'm engaging with the chat. Matter of fact, Dave said we need to engage with the chat more. I'm engaging with the chat. This is what they want. They want attention. Here's your attention.
Trolling the chat.
Buddy's always asking for
you are trolling the chat.
How am I trolling?
Ron, really quick, Ron,
to the
chat. Do I have
tough ass swiper?
And this man right here is frying the chat.
Do I have the same capabilities? Do I have the same capabilities that you or Ox or Swiper have in terms of the controls? Do I have that? No, I do not have that.
Not necessarily, but chill, you can say the word.
I promise you, my man, if I had those capabilities, your ass would have been gone. You remember what it is. You remember what it is on playback. That's why you don't come to. That's why you didn't come to playback. And you knew that I would have booted your ass.
And by the way, one butt cheek said,
your ass would have been gone.
One butt cheek said, y'all think y'all can talk down to the chat? No, it's you. You, just you.
You the goofball.
You stand alone. You're a standalone.
You are the goofball of all.
Everybody else is cool.
You are king.
I'm saying no. Chill.
Chill.
If you're a moderator, you could.
If I could do, if I knew how to do that, that dude would have been gone. I don't know how to do that. No, if I knew that shit.
Hey, chill. It's like the one person getting arrested. Like, look, they're oppressing all of us. No, you are going to jail.
I'm sending you a screenshot right now, and I'm going to show you how to do it.
Please,
I'm not even talking about that, Ron. I'm saying this is the issue, though. The issue is this, Swiper. The issue is this. you're so big and tough, but you're so bothered by these people that they're just interested in what you're talking about.
I'm talking about
Swiper, they love you.
Damn, you
Swiper.
OKC?
I'm not talking to
OKC?
anybody else.
No, who do you want?
You
gone
can foul
right now?
everybody, but when somebody touch you,
one person. I'm talking to one person.
My bad.
Bron, that's a foul. Ron, get him out the chat.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, sticks.
He's hurting me.
It's sticks and stones. Sticks and stones. As long as they're not sending pizzas to your house, they're not hurting nobody.
No, but look,
Shit.
but
Hurt me.
Ron, they're asking
Hurt
for
me.
attention, and I don't give them attention 99% of the time. But today was a fun day. Yesterday was a fun day.
Crust,
I have
double
fun today.
pepperoni.
This was a
Come
good-
You're in
hurt
the
me.
chat all the time trolling. I don't say nothing to you, so now what?
I'm not.
So obviously I'm not in there every day.
I'm
You
in
do
the
troll in the
I'm
chat.
I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not.
You doing
crust,
this with your
double
hands?
pepperoni.
When I'm
You
in
doing
the
this with
chat,
your hands doesn't make you believable.
when I'm in the chat, I'm in the chat enjoying myself.
You putting your hands in the camera don't make me scared of you. By the way, you going like this in the camera don't make me scared of you.
Absolutely.
All right, so you can do all this all that you want.
There's just a difference. All
right, Naruto.
You know what I'm saying? Just a simple difference. I don't know what that means. I'm missing that. But look, I'm just saying, have fun with the people that you get in the chat. Have fun. You know what I'm saying? I like to have fun with the people.
We are having fun.
Stuffed crust,
I don't feel
double
like
pepperoni.
I don't feel like
Run
I'm
that.
better. I don't feel like I'm better than nobody just because I'm on stage and they in the chat.
I think Chill's better than Buddy. I can tell you that much. I do. I think that.
fine.
I think Chill's better than Buddy. That's it.
Well, hold on, wait. We'll only know if we run a poll to really
I
see.
think he's a scumbag on every level. I think I think everything that a scumbag is, I think that's him.
Hey,
Everything.
somebody said in the chat, you finna summon the Nine Tails. It's a Naruto thing. It's a good thing. It's like a power up thing.
Yeah, I just think we're having fun. I'm happy that the people are here watching this. You know what I'm saying? I like it.
99% of y'all is cool.
There are clearly some assholes out there, but just ignore them.
Hell no,
All
we
right.
ain't answering that question, King. Steph Curry is not the best player ever. No, we're not doing that.
Isaiah Evans said, "Hey, and King, if you do want to debate and let everybody know why you feel the way you feel about Steph Curry and push your Steph Curry agenda and cook everybody who has something to say on it, become an all-star and you can pull up to the members-only streams and you can debate or talk about whatever you want to do because the chat controls the show. So that is your opportunity to really get off your Steph propaganda or agendas and all of that good stuff. But the next super chat is from Isaiah Evans.
My bad, Ron. My bad.
Isaiah Evans said they went on that run with shooting 10 straight free throws. The refs didn't have much to do with it. ? Each of Dort's steals were fouls, but they counted as turnovers. That was a lob to Ayton, but didn't count.
Straight hating.
I think that was some BS too. I don't think that was a goaltending, but it is what it is. We have 3 new members. Kill Sakazuki became a member. Shout out to Kill and shout out to Sakazuki. SPC Ghost became a member. Shout out to SPC. And WXRTH 00 became a member. Shout out to WXR. The next super chat that we have is from Nims Gassed Up. Nims said, question for the panel. Do you guys agree when Swiper says the most unbiased fan, when Swiper says he's the most unbiased fan up here?
No, I did not say
Swiper
that.
is the
I was about to
kid,
say.
or Swiper is the kind of basketball you enjoy watching when your guys get outscored at will
He's a Thunder fan. I don't think I'm the most
or get
unbiased.
scored on at will.
Yeah, he's talking about the Nuggets. I don't think I'm unbiased, like at all.
Have you
I
ever
don't think
said that?
I don't think any of us are unbiased. No, I said I want to be as unbiased as I can
We
about
all
the
have
Thunder.
we all have our
Lakers
biases, just like
free
Chad
throws.
does.
Because the
we all
Lakers-
have our biases.
The Lakers are the free throw merchants of the last several decades. OKC has the new banner for that. So I was saying that watching them do this, it's like who's committed more crimes. Because both of them are free throw foul merchants. Both of them are. They both are.
It's impossible not to have some type of bias.
Yeah, Ox has. Yeah, I mean, we all have biases. So no, sure. Like I don't like the way OKC plays. That's fine. Maybe I'm dumb.
That
Maybe
doesn't
I'm
mean
dumb.
you bias. You just don't like
Yeah.
the way they play.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that at all.
You hate defense.
No, actually, I love
see?
defense.
See how
That's
we
what I'm
start?
saying.
No.
I remember Rudy
No, not doing
Gobert.
that.
I was saying all these things for all these years, and all it took for him to lock up Jokic.
Defense, but you love French baguettes. That's all it is.
Yeah, facts.
And then try to cover it up by acting like Chris Dunn's one of your favorite
Even
players.
though
Facts,
or to kill Alexander Walker or any of those players. Yeah, facts. Even though if we said the worst defender
Andrew
up here,
Nembhard.
the worst defender up here is this guy. So you're the worst defender up here by far. So I don't want to hear you talking all that nonsense.
Swiper, we can go to 21
we
and
did
you
it. We
wouldn't
did it in Venice
score
Beach.
on me.
We did it in Venice Beach, did we not? Who got more
You
stops?
wouldn't
Who got
score
more
on
stops
me.
in Venice Beach? Who got more stops in Venice?
Lou Diddy. Justin sent through a super chat. Justin said, is Cade the best American player? I take Cade over Ant. When Ant's shot doesn't fall, he doesn't impact the game like Cade does when he shoots poorly. Cade is a winning player on both ends right now.
Jason Tatum is the best American player.
Right now
What?
it's Cade. Yeah, right now it's Cade.
Just gonna pretend we didn't just watch Jason Tatum do what he did. Okay, cool.
Jason Tatum
No,
was not
but
better than Cade.
he's not playing better than Cade
And not
right
only
now.
did we watch Jason Tatum do what he did, Penn, like what was the consensus on the Celtics?
Win.
They were gonna win the East.
They were going to win
Win.
the East. They were going back to the NBA championship.
Win.
When
But
he was
before they gave up that 3-1 lead, when we were going into the
Last
playoffs,
year?
and the way,
We're not talking about last year. We're talking about now.
no. Before they gave up that 3-1 lead, the playoffs started, and when they went up 3-1, what was the consensus on the Boston Celtics? One more time, Penn.
gonna win the East.
They were going to win the
Chill,
Eastern Conference.
you're saying this to say what?
That Jason Tatum is the best American player in the NBA. Yes.
He
We're
is.
back here.
What's
Hey, we're
he-
back here. We're back here. Okay.
He wasn't playing better than
Hey,
Cade.
this happened
Yes,
quicker
he
than I thought it
was.
would.
No, he was not playing better than Cade this season because of
Out of
injury.
your mind.
Oh, no, that's
you
happening.
do
He's not
know
in the
Jason
playoffs.
Tatum was there to give up
He
that
was
3-2
in the
lead
playoffs.
or that
He was
3-1
in the
lead?
playoffs too.
Okay.
No,
We know
okay.
He
has
know
been.
Jason Tatum was
Are we
there,
building
right?
a time machine and he didn't recover from the Achilles tear? Because I swear to God, he did that, right? So he came
That,
back,
what he,
and I am
but
judging him
he
for the
wasn't
players
playing
that
better
are in
than
the
Cade
playoffs.
after the Achilles injury. So I don't understand what that got to do anything.
He's
Cade
not
was playing
playing-
better.
he-
Cade's playing better right now in the
Who played-
playoffs.
Who played better in the
That
playoffs?
doesn't mean he's the best player
Cade
because he's playing right
Cunningham.
now.
Cade Cunningham.
No, he didn't.
Cade Cunningham. Cade.
7 turnovers, 8 turnovers, 9 turnovers. What are you talking about?
I
No,
wonder
he
why
was-
Cade has the ball the entire game and is turning the ball over, and even still 45-point game.
Are you
Even still
watching these
9
games?
points in the fourth quarter. Even still 40 points from three, 40% from three. Even still the main defender guarding POA versus the other team's best guard. Even still the best playmaker maybe in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Even still
coming off an Achilles injury, and Jason Tatum coming off an Achilles injury. That has everything to do with it.
What are you doing? What are you
Hey, Ron, I got to
doing?
bounce, brother.
This
Hey,
is a friendship,
all right.
Penn.
All
Jordan,
right,
you
chill.
should start one. This is what a friendship looks like, Penn. Start one. We're friends now.
I got somebody you could be friends with. Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
I do think you guys actually hit it off. I think you guys would be the
see, you
best of
guys-
buddies.
you guys are-
You guys
you
could
guys are
stay up
mistaken.
late at night,
Don't
watching
include me in this
movies,
box. That's wrong.
watching movies, eating popcorn, having political conversations. I think you guys would be perfect.
We're already friends.
They are.
No, I said the best of buddies. Not friends,
cool.
buddies.
Who would be the best of buddies?
Ox and you.
Friend, no, he loves me. Don't let him lie to you.
Ox and a mule. You guys are hit it off. I'm telling you. But King Sean Black said 2020 Bron might beat this OKC team. But for tonight, what are we saying if the Knicks go up 3-0 without OG? Especially Knicks fans, haters, Chili Town. Knicks in 4? Question mark.
Chilitown is gone.
What are we saying if the Knicks go up 3-0?
Philly in 7. I'm just kidding.
Facts. No facts. Yeah, hey, no OG, no wins. No OG, no dub. You hear that, New
I
York?
agree.
Dre Noseball said, I swear I'm not hating on SGA, but can y'all name a memorable moment in the playoffs from him? Luka has the step back over Rudy and the Clippers. He's the Duncan of guards. Boring but effective.
There was a beautiful moment when he hoisted up the Larry O'Brien trophy.
That was not what he's talking about, Penn. What's your favorite SGA playoff moment outside of raising the trophy?
Raising the Western Conference Finals trophy.
No, outside of raising a trophy. Basketball play.
Making you cry. Every day.
Damn. Ouch.
Okay, so not a play. I think SGA's best moment is probably the game when Jokic had that 45-15 in game when SGA made that 3 on the other side. And he made a jump shot over Jamal and got fouled on it for and 1 as well. So, yeah, I think that's definitely probably his best moment that he's had. But Penn doesn't remember that because he doesn't watch SGA for real. He just watches his highlights.
Okay.
Jason A123 said, with all due respect, Penn is a Nuggets fan. He has no business. Penn is a Nuggets fan. He has no business trying to defend OKC when hate is in his heart.
You see that? You see that, Penn? You see how like people don't really actually have a beat on who you are apparently because they don't listen to you enough.
I don't know who you're insulting, but okay.
I'm insulting them for not listening.
I'm definitely not a Nuggets fan.
Yeah, at all. He's a Raptors fan. He likes Jokic. He likes Shea. He's not an OKC fan. Well, I'm saying you like Jokic. You like Shea.
He's one of my favorite players, bro. Like for the last 10 years.
I know. I'm saying that you like the player. You're not a team fan. You're a fan of the Raptors. You're not an OKC fan. You like Shea.
I like Aaron Gordon. I like Peyton Watson. I like Nikola Jokic. That's the whole list of players I like on your team.
You like Murray too, just not as much.
No.
Nobody likes Lester.
Nobody likes
all
you.
Right,
6 points per game for Team Canada? Get the fuck out of here.
Damn, sold his whole country. Isaiah Evans said, I'm far behind and Penn is really just Skip. Did you not see what Bron did to the Pistons? Penn will literally argue anything. I'd rather listen to Skip talk. And this is my favorite show. It's sad.
$10 to hate is crazy.
Then go listen to Skip talk. Fuck do I care, man?
This is his favorite show. So now he has to deal with both. Be like that sometimes. You know, you got to take the good with the bad sometimes. We have a new member called Xanax88653. Shout out to Xanax. Kind of. Auburn fan since 2010 said, yeah, what's up, Chill? I told you yesterday about Cade, Twin, and Detroit. They are beating the Cavs, Knicks, and whoever from the West into submission. Shout out to the Pistons,
absolutely.
Man. Them boys kind of good.
Shea was cooking in the postgame. He said physicality wins.
Yeah, well, and he was cooking hot water. Because obviously, if you can be that physical and another team can't, bro, yes, I agree.
If you go to Turkey and get your hair, will you be a more pleasant person to be around?
I'm very pleasant. I'm going to go to Turkey and matter of fact, I'm going to be Fabio. You will see me on those commercials with Troy Polamalu.
You've mentioned this many times.
I'm going. It's Ron. Ron's going with me. I'm going to go to Kie and get my hair done. I cannot wait to go.
3 hours.
I'm gonna be with you.
Straight hating on SGA cannot be good for your health.
There's no hating. So like acknowledging he's not playing his best basketball is hating. You see how you sound? You see how delulu that is? So we can do it with Jokic and acknowledge he's not playing well, and then can't do it with SGA.
Well, I wasn't.
That goes to show what you actually think.
I wasn't doing it with
Jokic. What's crazy is that it's hating.
You were sad when people were doing
that SGA. It's hating to acknowledge that SGA isn't better than peak Bron. It's hating to acknowledge that SGA can't tie peak Bron's tennis shoes. That's hating.
Yo, for y'all in the chat,
look at the super chat.
What super chat?
Look at the super chat about Ron.
Bro, he's still
they said you need to come out with me. What do you say, Penn?
Swiper, I'm not going to Turkey to get a new hairline. All right,
you're not gonna go with me.
Believe me. No, I'm gonna go with you. But it's,
have you been to Turkey?
Yes, I've been to Turkey multiple times.
Is it fun? I've never been.
Come, you'll see. Hey, you wouldn't want to come back.
Some of the women.
I'll put it like that.
Hey, bro, let me know.
Hey, not just beautiful, Penn.
Hey,
not just beautiful.
Do we have the self-made funds to make a move this summer to Kie? That's what I'm asking for.
Just say the word. If not, we got the swiper funds. Yeah. Hey, we got the Denver Nuggets funds. We got the Locked On Nuggets funds.
Dakota money. I got South Dakota money. You want to go there?
Hell yeah. Shit. You
Hey,
better ask some shit.
It's too cold for me out there. I don't really, I don't like snow too much anymore.
Hey,
I sold all my coats. Coats and boots.
South Dakota.
You and Ox had a time of your life.
Matter of fact, y'all haven't seen Invincible. Somebody said it in the chat. Ox, King of what is this? King of Zeno, swipe with a hairline. He finna feel like Thrag from Invincible. Yep, I'm gonna become a Viltrumite as soon as I give me a hairline done.
You want me to take you to the boot barn? They got a boot barn right down the street.
What's that?
You don't know what a boot barn is? You get some cowboy boots, all that.
Ooh, okay.
What? Fly shit too. Fly shit.
All right, man. Joe C6S3G became a new YouTube member. Shout out to Joe. The King Slayer said 13 Bron would do to J-Dub what A-Train did to Robin in The Boys. Y'all know what that means?
I'm assuming it got ugly for Robin. That's what I'm assuming.
Shout out to Robin and A-Train. Fulio sent through $5 and said, genuine question. When was the last time Mitchell played like the best player in a series? And Chill was right to be out because of Harden. Bro, 2 bits of ass.
The last time that was in 2000. Even last year in the first round, he was hooping, and then the first half of the second round, he was hooping until the ankle injury. So,
damn.
Coming into this playoff year, he had the 3rd highest scoring average of any player in NBA history in the playoffs.
Yeah,
only behind Jordan. Or even earlier this year, he had got it up to like 34.
That ain't saving his ass this week.
That ain't saved in the last couple of years.
Alien? That's crazy.
We got
every time they see a bald black man, they compare me to another bald black man.
Let me guess, Morris Chestnut. Go ahead, Ryan.
I forgot he was bald, so no, not even.
I went the progressive route. I compared you to Mr. Potato Head.
Check please sent through $5 and said Dennis Jenkins learn the name .
Yes.
Let me guess. Swipe a Tyson Beckford. Oh, golly.
Oh, shit.
A Solo sent through $5 and said Bron never leaves the Cavs in 2019. If Bron never leaves the Cavs in 2019, stays in the East, how do you think he'd fare? In 2019, I think he potentially gets eliminated in the first round.
Depends on who they play in the first round.
He was playing Philly.
I think it's
Toronto,
safe to
Milwaukee, eliminated.
I think it's safe to say LeBron makes it out the first round.
Depends on who he's playing.
I just think it's safe. I think
not
it's,
if he faced Kawhi.
No, I mean it depends if he's like if we could break down all the scenarios and whatnot. I think like of the 8 teams, Bron probably beats. Well, of the other 7 teams, Bron probably beats 4 of them.
Somebody said I look like the dude off Dexter, Ox, Steve Harvey, and CeeLo Green.
I know Steve Harvey and CeeLo. I don't know the show Dexter though.
It's the meme dude that's like sitting in his car.
Oh, the cop. Okay, yeah. I know some of the characters, but I'm not sure. If that's what you're talking about, that's hilarious.
I think I look just like the dude that's the Viltrumite, the black Viltrumite dude. I don't know his name. He's bald with a mustache.
King Bo sent through $5 and said, do y'all see how they are hugging Shea all game, but you can't be physical with him? That's how Austin's arm was even there. They are pulling and pushing.
Stinky.
Okay.
Yeah. Auburn fan since 2010 said Evan Mobley is soft. He was soft at USC. He doesn't have it. You were born with it. He's not a dog like Bosch, Boschpin, AD, Kevin Garnett, or greats he was compared to.
This is ludicrous. Please stop putting Chris Bosh in these conversations, man. It's triggering. It is triggering. I have maintained my cool this entire episode. I've managed to go an entire episode without crashing out. But if you put Chris Bosh and Anthony Davis conversations again, I swear to God, I'm going to break my
Hey, wait, Ron. They said your hair looked like a chia pet. Chia.
Swiper, don't make me go get my pick and my brush.
In fact,
don't
go
make
get
me
it.
do that.
Go get
Ron,
it. That'd be
It's
that'd be-
right there too.
Ron,
It's
you
right
gotta
there.
water-
His
you gotta-
is right there too. You didn't see
water
it
your
yesterday?
hair every night, Ron, and it grows like in the morning.
I mean, that kind of is what happens when you have hair.
I watched
Swiper.
Chris
You know,
Bosh
you
get shut
put
down
water
by
on
Mikey
it.
Moore. You telling me
you rub the top of your head with shampoo and it like
You gotta put it in the sunlight like this.
Biggs8679 said, haven't heard an on-off merchant mention that OKC is plus 48 with Shea off the court.
I brought
No
it up earlier.
way.
I wonder why nobody will talk about the fact that SGA is not in. He shouldn't be in MVP conversations. You know what I'm saying? His team's better without him on the floor. It's so obvious.
Yeah, I said earlier he's the most he's at least inconsequential to his team winning or losing of any superstar in the playoffs, but it doesn't mean he's not a great player.
Tupac Westside said, shout out to Austin Reeves. He looked a lot better. He definitely did.
Offensively.
We actually didn't give him as much credit as he deserved. Like, Austin was hooping last night. Hooping. 10 for 16, I think 32 points. Like, he was frying people. Like, kind of how I said after game one, Austin will be all right. But, yeah. Guess he's not worth 30 million.
Swiper, you're gonna enjoy this. Okay. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on-off net rating is -25 in the playoffs.
Well, -25 in terms of they're winning a plus 20 with him and then like a plus 23 with him off.
No, they're winning. So their net rating with him is plus 15.6.
Yeah,
in the playoffs. Their rating with him off the floor is plus 40.5.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're an incredible team, man. It's crazy.
I mean, it's only 61 minutes, but still.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Shout out to those 61 minutes.
Prince DJJ said, this is for my dog Swiper because I'm a Mahomes/Manning fan. 22 Patrick Mahomes versus 04 Peyton Manning.
04 Peyton and 22 Mahomes.
What?
Yeah, 04 Peyton for sure. But 22 Mahomes are crazy.
See what I'm saying? How this dude even gets in these conversations is beyond me.
I got Patrick, by the way, to whom it may concern. But shout out to Peyton, though. He was all right.
If I ask a secondary question to Ron, he's not going to be able to answer it. So I want to ask him right now. Appreciate you, though, bro.
How many rings?
04 was your year, though. I mean, that's your Sean Alexander days from the Seahawks.
No, that was 07. You okay?
No, I'm saying, but he was on the. Never mind.
I won't even get into Sean
But
Alexander.
AJ Mitchell is plus 24. Figuring out who the real MVP is.
Big Zod, Double O JJ, the GOAT anime, said all this bitching about refs is ridiculous. Man up and hoop or shut up.
You see what Andrew Johnson just said about you, Ron?
Nah, I don't watch the chat to crash out like you guys. I'm sorry. And on top of that, the chat won't make me overreact. Andrew Johnson, speaking of him, said, Swiper, does Ox have the 9-tail fox?
Yep. Shout out to my dog, man. Ox, you'd be a great character on Naruto. He could be a hero. Ox definitely could be a protagonist.
Could I be a protagonist?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think everyone up here would be a
I
protagonist.
never
You're not
watched that shit.
You're not an antagonist. I don't think any of you are evil people. So
Get to know me a little bit more. Okay. Let's keep going.
Big Zod, Double O JJK, the GOAT anime, said, do people not hug Shea like it's prom pics every time he's off ball, or do we actually not watch the games for real?
I think OKC fans don't watch other teams is what I'm starting to notice because all NBA guards typically get guarded like that off ball. So shout out to y'all, though.
All good ones, at least.
Let alone bigs. Yeah, we're not even talking about bigs. We're just talking about other guards. Bigs get manhandled.
The King sent through $5 and said, crazy they won't answer the question. Laughing my ass off. King, I'm trying to tell you.
What's this
just
about?
Pull up. Just become an all-star and pull up, buddy. Hey, your question to get answered. Trust me. When he said Steph was the GOAT. SoCal said 25 Jokic and 24 Bron, the only guys to drop 40 on OKC the last 2 years. Imagine 09 Bron.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, man. Jokic's the only person to do it in the playoffs. Did it twice, but he's a bum.
Nims gassed up, said, hell yeah, a top 2 player all time would give a team problems in the playoffs. Great analysis, fellas.
Thunder fans are very protective. Golly, sheesh.
Saying somebody asked the question in Super Chat. It was a goofy question because it's obvious, but
LeVar B. Ballin said, chill. We know Buddy been a weirdo and he stay hugging Kobe and KD's jock. You need to learn how to ignore your BM and just move on.
Shit, I blocked mine.
Speaking of my BM. All right, the People's 23 said, lazy ass narrative. Narrative talks, dog. SGA gets fouled all the time, and we don't cry like these grown ass men being whatever that means, a cat emoji. My team don't make excuses about refs. Man up.
Yeah, all right, dude. You're so tough. You're so unbelievably tough and right. Yeah, agree.
Oh, would you look at this? We got a couple $10 super chats.
This is why the chat clears, man. Y'all see what Culture said?
Andrew
That's my bad. Go ahead, Ron.
Andrew Johnson just skipped the line. Well, actually, definitely not Leroy sent through a $9.99 super chat before you. Definitely not Leroy said Swiper and Pin. I know you guys are into film and shows. I just finished The Sopranos for the first time like 2 hours ago. What do you guys suspect happened with the ending?
Penn, he said he saw this right here. So what do you think happened?
Just now.
I stayed there for 8 minutes. Penn, when I first saw it, I was like, did my TV go off? And then the credits came up. If you look into the director,
I've never seen it, so I can't answer the question.
Well, if you look into the director, he was very clear that he thought that
he died.
Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, that's good.
Many Saints of Newark.
Mm-hmm. That was his son. You know, that was his real son that played his part.
Fire.
No.
Can you please stop? Can you stop bringing this like Djokovic, the GOAT pen? First of all, you misspelled Djokovic. Second, I said Sampras was my GOAT when I was playing, which was in the 90s and the early 2000s. It's before Djokovic was even in those conversations.
How could you expect him to know how to spell that, pen?
He's one of the greatest athletes of all time. Can't spell his name?
Crazy work. I mean, Wally Zerbiak's one of the greatest Timberwolves of all time. I can't spell that for shit.
I know you're not putting. Okay.
I said
don't care.
But look, I don't understand what's all this. If you don't know how to spell Andre Agassi, I can understand that being upsetting because that's
I don't know how to spell Andre Agassi. All right, the next $10 super chat is from Andrew Johnson. Andrew said, Pin and Swiper, top 5 movies ever. Let me go ahead and turn my camera off.
Glory is number 1 for me, for sure.
Glory was solid.
Miracle of St. Anna's up there. That's an unwatched movie by a lot of people. Miracle of St. Anna is a terrific film. Schindler's List is up there.
Schindler's List? Okay, fire.
Preacher's Wife is up there, even though that's not one of the greatest movies ever. I just want to say that one. I like impactful movies, man.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman?
I mean, sorry, I got construction going on up here, so can y'all hear it?
No.
Yeah.
Construction going on up here?
No, construction going up upstairs. Can y'all hear it in the mic?
Nah.
I see.
Hey, Ron, can you do something for me? Can you just go like Ali, Boomaye, Ali, Boomaye? Can you do that for me real quick?
Okay. In terms of favorite movies,
and I don't like this. Okay.
In terms of favorite,
Ali
movies,
actually was a good movie though, but I see what's going on here. All right.
There's a great one called 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days. It's a Romanian film. It's great. I really love Sinners. No, it's in Romanian. A Separation by Asghar Farhadi, which is an Iranian film. It's incredible.
Is that one in English?
No, it's in Farsi.
Have you seen Portrait of a Lady on Fire?
Yeah,
Is that one in English?
No, it's in French. Oh my gosh, Ox. You want to talk about a moving movie? Portrait of a Lady on Fire is incredible. I love that movie. That's definitely up there.
I got a chance.
She stopped acting. She stopped acting because of, I think it had some of the new stuff that's happening in Hollywood at the time. But terrific movie, Ox. Terrific. Movie.
Yeah, those are great movies. Still trying to think. Like,
I really like Warlock. And I'm not talking about the witchcraft one. I'm talking about the Western.
Someone said Medea goes to jail. Please, God, pick better movies.
Shit, Medea goes to jail was fire. Hey, y'all seen the last Medea? Joe's college trip. Joe was in there clowning. Boy.
What was the one where she was messing around with the billionaire? She got a HIV. That was
I can't remember.
It came out like 2014 or something like that. Somebody in the chat
I can't remember
knows.
what it's called. I saw that one. I did see that one.
That movie hurt my heart.
Fucking Skeezer.
I had to, you know, like speaking of Tyler Perry, I had to go back and watch Gone Girl recently.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. That is
For Color Girls. Was For Color Girls a Tyler Perry movie?
I believe it was.
That was horrible. I haven't seen that since.
Yeah. Here,
right.
By the way, here's a really underrated movie, The Last Tree. It won.
Is that one in English?
It is actually.
Fire.
It is.
Fire.
It's
Green Mile, Andrew.
It's British. It's
So
black
kind-
British. It's
kind
black
in
British
English.
cinema, but it is English. And
Well,
it's
and
really
Ron,
it's
we
by a
did
director
talk about
named
this
Shola
before.
Amu. It's by a director named Shola Amu, and it actually won best feature at Pendance in 2020. It was great. Last Tree is awesome.
And
It's a
Ron,
really
there's a
You
movie
telling me
we
y'all don't
talked
watch
about
Westerns?
that. Yeah,
ain't
Western. Yeah,
you know
a few
what?
dollars more.
One there is a Western in my top 5 for sure. Okay, Seven Samurai's up there. It's incredible.
Seven Samurai.
That's the one.
Yes.
That's the one with
You ain't
Tom
never
Cruise?
seen El Dorado?
And also
the
No Country
cartoon?
for Old Men. No Country for Old Men is
not the
incredible.
one-
Great
no,
movie.
not that. No Country for Old Men was solid. I think it was a little hype, but it was a good movie.
What's the most?
What's the movie with the Kite Runner? Oh my gosh, incredible book and movie. Ron, I know your favorite
that was actually
movie
a really
is
good book. I read that book. That was a good book.
your favorite movie, Ron, is actually one of my favorites when I was growing up too. It actually opened my eyes to a lot. And I know, Ron, it was big inspiration for you. Holiday Heart with Bing Rames. I know that was like a big movie for you as a kid. So I love that movie as well. That's a really good movie.
Hey, out of all these movies, Pin, what's the most boring movie? Out of the ones that were mentioned.
I have boring for who? Boring for someone who's stupid, or boring for someone who's
Pin, I got this
intellectually
thick
curious?
ass Asian chick coming over later tonight, and you know I'm trying to accelerate the
bore her to
process. You
death.
know,
Parasite was good. Parasite was good.
if you trying to accelerate it,
yeah.
shit.
Hey, Pin, I
A
want her to
separation
initiate.
separation will get you there for sure.
A separation, cool.
Hey, Swiper,
Hey, it
so
ain't
you
gonna
was
be no
talking about that.
separation.
You was talking about that one. You telling me that you and Ron was watching Tu Wong Fu? Thanks for everything, Julie. What's her name? Julie Newmore. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen any movie that you guys spoke on. None of them.
Have you
Troy,
seen?
But
Have you?
shout out
Troy was fire. I like
Hey,
Troy.
Dallas Buyers Club is an important movie for Ron too. That's a really good movie.
shit.
Great
Why is it
movie.
important for Ron?
That shit
Because
shit's
it's a
crazy.
good movie. It's about safety. It's about safety and some other things that you know.
That,
that need to be tapped
that
into.
movie.
It's about
insane.
HIV, Ron. It's about HIV. He
It's a really good movie.
I don't like
movie
this.
is
I don't like
insane.
you sneak dissing.
Sneaking. It's very
Thank you,
blatant.
Pin.
It's important
Pin,
for you.
Thank you, Pin. Thank you.
It's a good movie.
Nuts, Swiper. Why would you do that, bro?
They won an Oscar. It's a great movie.
That's the one. What's his name? Matt McConaughey.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. What's his name from 30 Seconds to Mars? Jared Leto. Yeah. He's a great actor, by the way. Alexander, by the way. Colin Farrell. I think Colin Farrell and not Farrell. Penn. Colin
First,
No,
first. It is Farrell. Because first is the older one.
It
Yeah,
is
Colin
Farrell,
Farrell
yeah.
and Jared Leto and Alexander.
He
my
played
gosh.
Alexander the Great.
He did. He played Alexander the Great, who died
was
at
a cool
33 years
movie.
old.
That
Wow.
was a cool movie.
Malcolm
He
X
started
was also a
tweaking
good
though. He was
movie.
tripping.
Malcolm X was also a good movie. Shout out.
Malcolm X is a phenomenal movie.
It's alright.
Big Zod Double O
I love that
JJK,
movie.
the GOAT anime said, tired of this goofy ass, soft ass narrative. For real. Damn,
Yeah.
y'all got him animated today.
Good. Keep sending them in.
So y'all don't be watching the Dirty Harry movies?
That was back in the day.
Oh, Gran Torino was great.
Good movie.
Shout outs to Clint Eastwood. Old
Police
ass
Story,
Clint
good movie.
Eastwood.
Bradley Beaumont said, Ox, Swiper, WNBA is back.
Yep.
Who y'all excited to see this season? For me, it's Angel in Atlanta. Who's y'all early championship favorites?
Real quick. I saw a survey yesterday, and it said what was the biggest off-season moves?
I seen that.
Not bullshit you not.
Angel
They
Reese
had,
and
they had the Satu move at 13%.
That was crazy.
Because Angel
That was
Reese.
crazy.
Well, first of all, let's get this straight. The New York Liberty are better than the Atlanta Dream. Satu Sabali is better than Angel Reese. So how is
Yep,
that
that's a
move
fact.
not like the biggest move in the
But they didn't
offseason?
watch
Like,
the
we
games for real.
we don't always got to get into these popularity contests and do this whole political weird shit. It's obvious that what the New York Liberty did, acquiring Satu Sabali, is clearly the biggest move in basketball over the past few seasons. That was absolutely crazy.
Ox,
Yeah,
I'm
y'all
looking
don't
right now.
understand how crazy of a move that is.
The Aces for the Dream on May 17th in Atlanta, bro. Look at these prices, dog.
Well, I mean,
We can't really see that, but
It's
okay.
Asia Wilson, dog. Asia Wilson.
But good set, but 815 for damn near courts for floor seats, 472 for the first section. Nosebleeds is 148. Golly.
Yeah, well, can't wait. I mean, hey, it's finally cracking off. WNBA is back. We get to watch some good hoops. And then, I mean, NECA, I think NECA going back to the Sparks was a big deal. But, I mean, obviously the Angel move was obviously a really big tool. Obviously a really big deal. But the Satu Sabali move is clearly the biggest move in the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Crazy.
I'm about to ask some people I know that work at the hotels out here, Penn, to see if I can get some seats, because that's a lot of money.
All right, we got a super chat from Respect Steph. Respect Steph said, but when Jaylen Brown's teams performs without him.
Oh my gosh, everybody said it all year.
We talked about
We're
it.
just noting. We're noting. Big Zod Double O JJK the Goat Anime said Drench speaking OC facts.
What is OC?
He's just speaking facts.
You watch Euphoria, Penn?
Not yet. No.
For one reason and one reason only.
Zendaya?
No.
Shit. 1.5 reasons.
Jules?
I think
Yes, Jules. Yes, Jules is beautiful. Jules is beautiful. Yeah, I'm not
that's the
trolling.
brunette one, right?
No, there's Maddie. Maddie is the brunette. Then you have the one that's playing the white girl. I can't remember her name with the blonde hair. Everybody's watching.
Sydney.
The tall white girl. Yeah.
Yeah,
that one.
You're
I don't care.
tripping, you're tripping.
Jewel, yep, Hunter Schaefer. I'll say Hunter Schaefer is
Yo,
beautiful.
man, get
Absolutely,
the fuck,
didn't
y'all
know.
been in the stream, man.
Had
What
no
the
idea.
hell is wrong with
Had
this
no
nigga
idea.
Right here, bro?
It's
idea.
Jules.
Jules
Jules.
is great.
God.
Sydney Sweeney,
it's Jules.
Maddie, Zendaya, great cast. Great
Shit,
cast.
Sydney Sweeney hype. Sydney
Nah,
and
she
Zendaya both hype.
Definitely.
For one reason and one reason
My
only.
bad. Where I'm at. I'm just trying to.
Who cares, man? I don't care. I'll maybe whatever. That show is good.
Swiper, you've been in Atlanta too long, bro. That's crazy. That's
I didn't know.
crazy.
I didn't know until after.
Yeah,
I didn't know until after.
you knew.
Insanity.
Cool with me.
That's absolute
Yeah.
insanity,
Love-
bro. What
love-
is
we
your
We know you
problem?
love Atlanta's finest.
Love
yeah,
is
ooh,
love.
fireworks. Yeah, we seen fireworks.
Love is love.
Ron, we on the same page right here. What's her name?
The
The one whose boyfriend
Sydney
was
Sweeney.
No,
Is
not
messing with
Sydney
Sid-
Sweeney.
the other
Maddie.
one,
Sydney Sweeney
Swiper.
messing with her
Maddie.
boyfriend. That's her name, Maddie.
With the dark hair. The Latin.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the only
yeah,
reason.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the only reason I even
Yeah.
started watching the show. That's the only reason
Yeah.
I'm about to watch this next
Yeah.
season. Look, I tell you, let me know any episode she ain't in so I can skip it.
Well, she's
Sydney,
in- I think she's in
but
all of
she's
these.
so much hype.
And
Sydney's
she's
the most
she's
hype person in
she's
America.
Retiring after this, by the
Who?
way. So you won't see
Maddie
her
or
again.
Sydney?
Maddie's not retiring. She's not. She's retiring after this. She's not acting anymore. Apparently.
Oh, well, I'm done watching TV.
She going out with a bang. I know that.
Hey,
Sydney
TV's
and
over, as far as
Zendaya
I'm
both
concerned.
hype though. I'm gonna say it again. They are both hype. But that
Zendaya's
girl,
hype. Have you seen
compared to Maddie? Fuck yeah.
I said what I said.
They should have never put that girl next to that girl.
And I'm not talking about acting. Like, she's a great actor, phenomenal actor, but she is hype.
I don't care what y'all say,
don't get me
bro.
wrong. Of course, she's a beautiful young woman, of course, but shit.
Lucas AF or Lucas F 2323 said, Swiper being objective about OKC but hating on everything they do. Go rub sunscreen on Jokic in Cancun instead then. Second round, not for everyone.
Deflection, boo, boo, boo. Damn. Deflection, boo, boo, boo.
Ouch.
I can't get Swiper. Why would you do that? But that was crazy.
I don't care. It doesn't. I'm cool. I will continue standing. I personally don't care. Y'all know how I am.
You ran Penn off when you did that.
That's
Penn
fine
had higher expectations.
Shout out.
But
to
now
Penn.
we all know why you live in Atlanta.
Shout out
the
to Penn.
jewels.
Shout out to Penn. Shout out to Penn. Shout out to Penn, bro. Shout out to Penn. You didn't know until you found out. I can tell you that much. I can tell you that much for sure. You did not know.
Now you're doubling down? You're doubling down.
That's the way it works, brother. Like, have you been outside before? This is the way it works. It don't bother. Like, that's just how it works, man. W, man.
Shout out to
love
Jules,
is love.
man.
Whatever y'all want to do, that's what y'all want to do.
Definitely not Leroy. Said, during the offseason, you guys should do a draft for fun of TV shows and movies, like the good old days. Maybe a Friday episode. No,
that would take far too long.
We could definitely, we used to do that all the time.
That would take far too long.
No, hey, Leroy, just for you.
That's
and Swipe and Pin. Actually, I'm gonna make sure Swipe and Pin not there in that episode to torture him. They're gonna be in the chat. Ron, let me up. Ron, let me up. Ron, let me up. I'm gonna be like, Swiper, go watch Jules.
She's been in some stuff before.
If you pretend like it didn't happen, I'll pretend like it didn't happen.
Nothing to pretend.
I'm gonna hit JD and ask if he can edit that out.
Don't edit it out.
I'm gonna ask JD if he could clip it.
Keep it in. Don't edit it out. Don't edit it out. Keep it in. Keep it in.
Send in the timestamp right now. JD, handle that.
For the neighborhood, sent through a members chat and said 3:37 mark in the first quarter. Asor's defensive stand was elite.
Great. Fire.
Yeah, Sora was going crazy.
Danish Jenkins Enjoyer sent through a members chat and said, my demon Dennis is hooping again. That is tough, man. I love it.
You be watching what's that show called? RuPaul's Drag Show?
No, that's not my type of show. Not my type of show.
Talk about she's beautiful.
You know what's funny? If we do this, if we actually did this, you would miss half the ones that you guess. They've done this before.
No, for sure. But that one over there that you're talking about right now ain't in that category. I done seen a bunch of them dudes. I'll be like, damn. And they'll be like, oh, my bad.
G Wizardo sent through a members chat and said, shout out to JR
I've never
Swish
seen P-Value ever
for earning his college degree. Ain't never too late to learn something new.
That was years ago.
What's up, though? Shout out to JR.
No, he just got. I think he just got one.
I thought he was in golf.
No, years ago he entered college again. Now I think he's just graduating.
Okay.
Well, no, he was never in college. Remember, he went straight out. Came straight out of high school.
He was in college because he had to play. He was playing college golf.
He went to North Carolina to play golf.
No, I'm saying he was never in college initially because he came straight out of high school, and then he went to North Carolina to play golf, and now he's about to graduate.
Yeah, that's fire. Shout out to JR, man.
Lucas F 2323 became a YouTube member. Shout out to Lucas F. Lucas, be sure to pull up to our members only streams on Sundays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Smoke Rich Biggs sent through a members chat and said, how did SGA not get thrown out of the game? Honestly. That was crazy out of SGA.
That's an MVP thing. Oh, bro, real way. I'm telling you right now, that Ray Charles thing don't work. That does not work, brother. That does not work.
You shouldn't have to. You got eyes. You can see. You ain't blind.
No, you can't. You're lying. You're lying. Everyone has an Adam's apple, including women. Not all the time. You cannot.
I didn't say that. But I'm saying I think about 85, 90% of the time you could.
Brother, I guarantee you, if we did a flashcard on the members only, you'd miss half of them.
Y'all want to do that?
On the picture, that's different. In real life, you could tell. Like
you want to bet?
You could tell. I live in the real world. I live in Portland. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell most of the time.
Talking about Ray Charles, grab the wrist.
Motherfuckers got shoulders like you. Nigga, what? You see that shit from a mile away.
All right, last but certainly not least, we got a super chat from my dog Gabe. SSJ Gabe has been a member forever, not 31 months, forever. Gabe said, Gabe, you gotta pull up to the members only streams. You have to. Just hit me. Just hit me. I got you. But Gabe said, Big Bron getting me this series, mud. I don't know if you meant out the mud or just mud, but Big Bron getting us this series. And definitely not Leroy joined up as a member. Shout out to Leroy. What membership did Leroy join? Leroy is a wait for it to pop up. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Welcome to the family, Leroy. Appreciate you for joining up. Fellas, it has been fun.
Leroy, Ryan. It's not Leroy.
Not Leroy.
That's Elroy.
Oh, he's an all-star? Shout out to Leroy, man, or shout out to Elroy, man, for joining up as an all-star. We'll see you at a members only stream too. Anything to say on the way out, y'all?
Yeah, Draymond responded about Charles Barkley said, I never punched down. Draymond's a good player, but we're not on the same level, about the comments made the other night, which is very true.
Yeah. Only thing I got to say, Swiper, be safe out there, bro. Don't hurt yourself.
Nope, man. You know what? Shout out, man. Love is love, man. Whatever you want to do, bro. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. However you live.
All right, y'all. It's been fun. It's been real. We'll be back on Monday, same time, same place. Y'all know where to find us. 11 a.m. Eastern time. We out. Enjoy your jewels, Swiper.